So for the 900, we do have a very special guest here in studio. A lot of people in the chat are like, what, did she flake out? What, is she scared? Scared of the Goblin Ghoul?
Scared of the most dangerous podcast?
Yeah. Oh, no. What are they going to ask me? They're going to ask me crazy stuff. We do have, so what would it be? Ex-angel / ex-musical director?
All the above.
But welcome to the show, Margot Lane. Thank you so much. Thank you for in studio. So one thing I didn't want, since you're in studio, I know we're three intimidating men. You're coming in the goddamn wolf den right now. Mm-hmm. It's not easy. I know you're probably nervous. You're probably scared. So to make you feel comfortable.
Oh shit!
I got you. I don't know
for Jeff to wear. How thoughtful.
Well, no, don't worry. We also have some. We also have some as well.
I was going to say, can we all wear them wrong?
You know, I actually would headbang to get this off my head, so we can.
Now, I didn't know if this is too like bringing up bad memories. These do light up as well. Memories. So if you want to hit the button on the side.
Oh wow, you went all out.
Yeah, we figured we'd do it proper and welcome you here in studio. Now, is this the first time you were in a Halo since you were in the Angels or what?
We're not going to put it on. We're going to leave it right here.
Come on, at least for a second.
1 second. Look at it.
Oh, there she is.
Look at it. Memorize it, and it's off. Here we go.
There was a part of me when I was ordering these, I was like, this might be way too annoying as a thing.
I already love it.
I'm a good sport, so we can even put it on the microphone if you like.
You know what? I think he might have been onto something when he came up with this idea.
You know,
now that I think about it. Well, now we're Margot's Angels.
Oh, true.
Oh, shit.
We could be Margot's Angels.
Who's the angel, Margot?
Jeff.
What?
Because his lights aren't on.
I was going to say his light's not even on. All right. Sorry. All right. So let's back it up then real quick. So for people that don't know, as we were saying, you were you're ex-angel, but music director. Now, how did you finagle yourself in? Because I can't imagine he was advertising a musical director part, or was he?
No, not at all.
So I was going to say, did you like talk him into that?
I did.
What?
I talked him into that. It
All
was
right.
the only way I would agree to do it. There were like certain parameters where I was like, we have to fire all the women that did the Today Show because they were incapable.
Well, was Britney in the band for that though?
Britney was in.
But Britney stuck around though, at least, right?
Britney and Courtney were the only ones.
Yeah. But
So only the talent stuck around.
Yeah, the brunettes had to go because they weren't blonde enough.
Oh yeah, shit. Because what did you see? Was it a Craigslist ad, Facebook post?
It was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter.
It was Twitter. Yeah, it was on Twitter. It was at a hockey game for my birthday, and I saw it, and I was like, my other band member and I, we were just like, we both wanted to apply. We were tired of the musician life in LA, and if you're a musician,
I want to go somewhere easy, somewhere that I can really enjoy myself.
Yeah, but also like you just want to jump on tour. Tour is really exciting. Yeah. You get to, travel and see new places. You get paid, and pretty much,
in theory, you get paid.
In theory.
What was your familiarity with the Goblin Ghoul, Corey Feldman, when you saw this? Did you follow him already on Twitter?
Oh, no.
All right.
No. She actually, so my band member, she recommended it. She had seen it first and said, you need to check this out if you want to go back on tour.
So this was not a friend of yours then? This was like, haha, I'll really get Margot.
Your friend of me recommended that you go on tour.
She was going to do it too, but she was, she's a violist.
But she smartened up and was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, she didn't want to suffer.
I'm going to go play with Yo-Yo Ma.
I'm obviously wanted to dive in deep and be a masochist.
Yeah, you were like, sucks to suck, loser. I'm going to the top.
Yeah, I saw it and I literally messaged him, and within, I would say 30 minutes, because it wasn't even the end of the quarter of the hockey game, he had messaged me back. And I just, was like, I'm going to take a chance, see if he needs a violinist, keyboardist.
And at the time, what were you in a band, or I know you've worked for other bigger acts, were you still doing stuff like that, or?
On and off.
Okay.
I was still doing a piano technician every Oscar party. I was still doing on and off gigs for my band, just the Margot Lane band. And then there was just whoever would bring me on for music videos. I'm like that background musician, or there was an ABC show I was on. I was the background pianist. I was just, you're a musician, so you take other gigs. That's just what you do.
Was this after Today's Show? Had you seen the Today Show?
I didn't see it until I had gone in, I spoke with him on the phone. And he was somewhere in Colorado doing some kind of ski trip. It was the weirdest conversation. He had to keep calling me back, and he got aggressive over the phone. I was like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
do
he
this.
did a little too much skiing.
Wait, he was
got
real
real aggressive.
Yes.
Well, there's
Skiing.
two types of powder up in Colorado. He was getting into one of them.
And also,
Yeah.
it's so funny to watch like Jim interview you with his Bobby. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, you know, now let's take these off now.
It was-
No, I'm going to
No,
keep
come
mine
on.
on,
Keep
actually.
it on.
Okay.
All right, yeah, no.
Don't
let's
be a
keep it on.
Margot.
Yeah.
Don't pull a Margot.
Do you want to shower later tonight at your own house?
Yeah.
Yeah, better
wanna
leave it on,
eat?
Jim.
And so I went to his house. I played some Journey. I played some Foreigner. And he was like all about it. I even brought up my whole setup. So I brought my double stack of keyboards, so my 2 Roland boards, everything. I hooked everything up, and he was chatting with me before. Courtney answered the door, so it was all very like above board, it seemed like. He even said she was going to be there, so I was like, okay, it seems safe. He's married. He has, she's going to be there when I'm there. He's like, oh yeah, management will be there, so you're not just coming to my house if that feels weird. And the minute he said that, I was like, huh.
I like how he
Okay.
knows he's going to prey on you, so he tells you a bunch of stuff that makes you think he won't be preying on you.
Right. If only it was all in the basement, then I would have ran. But yeah, it seemed really like an okay situation. I mean, he presents himself so well. There is a charismatic side of him, but then they use obviously masking all these other sides that he puts on, and he is a good actor for that.
Well, I was going to say, do you think that that's premeditated to lure people in, or is that just common niceties, whole like the real world, when people stop being polite?
I think he
start
has a
getting
lot
real?
of different sides of him that he likes to show, and he likes to scan you and see what works. I really do.
okay.
And he was presenting himself different every time we auditioned somebody. So like when he met Marissa, I was the one that put up a Facebook thing and brought Marissa in. And feel awful that I did. But when Marissa came in, he
That
acted
was
different.
the
drummer.
drummer, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So when she comes in, he was acting different with her. And it was just very, very similar. Every time we would bring someone in, and Nicole was our first drummer. She smartened up and got out of there fast, which was great. And she's an amazing human. So good kudos to her. But then Marissa comes in, and he acted different toward Marissa. Then he acts different again when we brought in Jimena after Britney left. So everything kind of shifted. Everything constantly changed.
So
And he would shift a different personality. It wasn't the same person you would see all the time.
The fourth time when he was doing a Rasta accent, you're like, wait a minute.
Welcome to the bond, man.
Not dirty up Jamaica.
It was kind of weird because he acted like Ricky from the Burbs when I met him.
Hell yeah.
So he's being like stoner, like
Everything-
surfer
yeah, like,
guy.
Everything's
like,
cool,
oh,
man.
hey.
Yeah,
this
whatever.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the guitar chick's here, dudes. Hey, dudes.
Yeah.
She's going to play
Things
some
are
Foreigner.
He's just in his costume.
Foreigner stoked.
Let me wipe away all this white powder on the table. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, real quick then, since you brought up the first drummer, I do want to play some quick clips from the film, because there is this moment here.
I don't even know how to put this into words. I am shocked beyond belief. I am fucking livid right now. Nicole just decided to quit.
So you're there.
I already knew she was going to quit before.
I was going to say, did this...
Yeah, you don't look
Do not
surprised right there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep a straight face because she already had texted me the night before this rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I went in going, no, wait, what happened, Corey? Oh my God, that's terrible. So like the camera started rolling and I knew I had to keep a straight face in that. I was like, I can't, I don't know. At that point in time, and I just got to say, Marcie is very professional and diplomatic. And at that point, I didn't really know what she was trying to do with this film.
Sure.
I just met her. So I was kind of being like, okay, I'm going to keep my head down. And my face is pretty expressive. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my face as still as possible during this scene because she already texted me. She already had reasons that were totally legit. I agreed with her completely. She is nothing but a professional musician, and she's very much above board, and she is very accredited in Los Angeles and worldwide. She's going on worldwide tours. So for her, this was like, oh, cool, yeah. She wanted to play with me in other gigs. I wanted to play with her. We'd heard each other in the LA music scene, and I was like, we got to do this gig. This will be great. And it just kept getting weirder in these rehearsals. And she's like, text me the one night, the right night before this, and she's like, I can't do this, dude. I got to get out of this. I'm not doing this fucking costume. I'm not doing this gig. He's really creepy. He's starting to give me nightmares. And I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I totally agree.
He's like Freddy literally in her dreams. I'm in your head now, bitch.
Yeah, and so for her to do that, I took I was like literally in the scene too. I'm literally thinking, man, maybe should I be on the way out too?
Yeah. Well, I have to maybe undercut what you're saying that she had great reasons, because if I go back to Corey in the film,
She gave no explanation. She just left us all high and dry.
Oh, right.
now do you think, did she actually just not give him any explanation?
No, she was professional. She let me know because I
When we made the joke,
encouraged her.
I think
and
we
then
said,
she
I
let
bet
Phil
you
know.
she definitely said something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's turning it into,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
she didn't say anything.
Absolutely. No, she had let him and Phil know I was CC'd on the messages.
Oh, of course. All right.
After she had a private message conversation with me. Like I was already like well aware of what she was choosing. And I said, hey, just let them know, CC me on it, you know, and she did. She was like, this is my reasons why I can't do this. I'm not going to go through with this. I hate backing out of gigs, but this is something I can't commit to anymore. So for him to make up that is just more of the unraveling
and
of his
you were-
like shifting fingers and his narcissistic behaviors of just grandiose ideas, and then it's everyone else's problem. No lack of complete lack of empathy, but no like, hey, I can sympathize. You know what? I'm going to be professional too. Instead, he's completely knowing he's on camera and saying, oh, she didn't give any head notice, which is totally not true.
Yeah.
So I did want to have a question about that then. Do you think he's acting this way because the movie's being filmed, or do you think he would have been doing the same thing if he should have been like, she gave no explanation?
Oh, it's because the film was rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when Marcie was rolling, he sat a little bit straighter up in his
Turn
chair.
it on, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Or
been in the
he
biz since
was more
3.
emotional. Like he would be like all of a sudden crying and needing to hug people, and it was like, what the fuck is going
Well,
on
that is
here?
that actually is my
That's
other
in this
question.
scene.
Why would she do that?
There you are playing it
Yeah,
cool.
look at you. Yeah. You're a real poker player, Margot.
I'm horrible.
I gotta play cool.
Thousands of dollars. Like, not just us.
Brittany's
but
better at it.
all of these people.
Corey
She doesn't
Feldman
know
is
what's
better.
happening.
And made plane arrangements and flights all over the world to go to different venues and fans who were sick and have like
Oh no.
cancer and
Cancer.
stuff.
All of a sudden, people
I
have
mean, like,
cancer.
Yeah.
That was the
will
most
pursue
ridiculous
this.
thing I've ever
There
heard.
will be attorneys involved. All I can think at
Phil's
this point
doesn't even know
is
what to
that
do.
she was here to sabotage us from the beginning.
Yeah,
That's the
like
only
this
thing that makes
here.
sense.
So was this not a regular thing where he would just burst into tears and
No.
go and hug his wife?
No, it was for the cameras. It was so ridiculous. I mean, she was very much in love with him at the time. I mean, we would see that all the time, and he would just rip her to shreds, like tear her down if she couldn't do something
Wait,
right.
Corey would do that?
Yeah, Corey.
Oh.
If she couldn't do something right, he would tear her to pieces, crying in the middle of rehearsal. She had to leave the room half the time. And we're doing the rehearsals 5-6 nights, days a week sometimes. And she was just a mess because he kept doing this to her all the time. But when the cameras rolled, all of a sudden he was affectionate back. All of a sudden he was
all
showing
right.
her that type of like, oh, I'm going to be, your leaning post, or you're going to be mine. And all of a sudden that was happening. That was never the case when the cameras weren't rolling.
Well,
So-
that must be really difficult for her because she sucks ass at music. She's just always getting yelled at by a little ghoul.
Oh man. I mean, you got to feel bad for her because she really she really was a very sweet person. I don't know what her real self is because being in that environment, I feel like he shifted and altered her to be a certain way all the time.
We kind of talked about that. It's like
Yeah.
she clearly was a prop. Like some people who were in the situation have talked almost as negatively about her as Corey, but she seems to get the pass of the whole hurt people kind of thing, where they don't give that to Corey, or at least they shouldn't, because Corey knows what he's doing.
I mean, he kept promising he's going to make her a famous DJ. And there was like, I kept asking him, well, does she have any DJ experience? Because she couldn't work any of the equipment. And I was like, what is happening here? And I kept trying to tell him, I mean, should you get her lessons so she knows how to do this live? I'm really concerned about this. And then,
No, of course not.
Quit
Yeah.
giving me ideas. I'm the man here. I've got the ideas.
I mean,
What do you mean?
musically, you have to be ready to go. And like he kept on, even in these rehearsals, I mean, we kept on, as it kept getting closer to this first spring tour, more songs kept getting added and more songs kept getting added. I'm like, why do we keep adding all these songs?
Well,
And
we
he-
saw that in the doc where you're kind of like, dude, what we've practiced this like for 5 seconds. Why
Yeah.
do you think this is something we can play live?
Yeah.
dude?
Well, it's not like he's writing new songs.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
He's just
no,
picking
not at
new
all.
Songs to
And
add.
I wouldn't. I requested. I know you guys like Ascension Millennium.
Oh, yeah, it's a banger.
I fucking hated that
such a
song.
banger.
It
How
was
did the disc go?
horrible. It's horrible to play live. because it's mostly tracks.
Well, yeah,
I was going to say you
Courtney's
probably
it's all
that must be
So it's not
awesome.
even a song.
No, it's a break. It's break time, man.
not
I'm
at
That's
all.
what you
posted.
said.
Break time.
That was why it's Courtney's song, because she can stand there and dance.
I gotta say though, for the set list, we opened, and this was my request, with Something in Your Eyes, and
Oh,
I think
banger.
that's something we talked. I love
Yeah.
that song because we would add so much instrumentation to it, and I was doing those keyboard licks and the slides on the piano and stuff, and I loved that song. But given that that's the first song, now I have to get through 31 awful songs.
That was one of my questions then, because like besides Something, well, how many originals did you have to play? Did
We
you
played one each, and that's why I said 31, because Jackie played her original song, Relentless, which she recorded and now is up online, and people should definitely get it. Marissa played Alanis Morissette. Jimena would play a kind of like melody of all these like Pantera and White Stripes and like all these songs, and it was really awesome for her to just take the solo and be able to rip on all of it. People loved it.
What did Corey
And then
do?
When he was screaming at everybody.
well,
Stop
his
having
solo.
fun.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Let me get to what he would do because you're gonna flip. But I would play one of my songs, "The Edge," which is up online. But I would play, which really aggravated him, "Zombie" by the Cranberries, and he hated that song. And to this day, I love playing it. I'll bring it out live because I love making him so angry because he would go side stage do another costume.
was
thing.
there what was his thing? What was his personal beef with that? Was there just he just didn't like it, or he just didn't like that you guys played it well?
I think it's because probably we played it well, but also because people loved it more than his songs.
Oh,
People
yeah,
got
right.
in all those
Duh,
songs.
that's obviously
when
it,
he
yeah.
wasn't on stage and he left to go do his little costume change of whatever masquerading outfit he was going to do, part of that stupid circus of clothes. He would then be side stage changing. So in the corner of my eye, he's changing, and we'd be all doing our thing each kind of shift. And it was kind of cool to see because each one of us got way more feedback, like positive feedback from the crowd. People were into it. But then when we hit Florida, I had lost my voice completely. I got sick, and he was like, "Nah, you got to play Zombie anyway," which is up online. You can hear it in my voice. It was shot. It was a shot, and I was dead sick. So there's actually a scene where I'm like sleeping on the couch with the violin, like cradling it, and it was
just in
because I
case.
was sick. I was
And is
so
that so
sick.
he wouldn't steal it and hawk it as well?
Yeah.
I felt at that point in time, and this is just me honestly, at that point in time, and there's lots of evidence of this, I felt they were going to drug and rape me.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
shit.
Jesus!
I
That's
definitely,
not
I was very
funny.
convinced of
Yeah.
it. I was texting
I'm not
friends on
going
the
to make
phone.
the joke I was about to make
No,
anymore.
I would hold that.
yeah.
But there were times I'd text people and be like, I think this is going to happen. I'm really worried about it. I was losing sleep over it. And you can see it
Jesus.
throughout the film. You can slowly see that the life was leaving my eyes. I was just so tired, so like nutrition wise, I wasn't eating enough. It was just like ridiculous. I mean, at that point, there was one point, and Wade came back to the bus where Corey kicked us off because we were eating burgers. And I was eating like a chicken sandwich. And he's like, you can't eat this on the
can't
bus.
be around him or something.
No, you can't
Okay,
because it's
yeah.
like vegan only food on the bus. It's his food only, and it was like they filled the fridge, but then they wouldn't eat it all, so it would go all rot. Like all the fruits, all the veggies would
Was
rot.
it-
So
Oh,
that's
hell
why
yeah.
you kind of see like there's like boxes of fruits and veggies
wonder why
because
there are
the
boxes of
fridge was
fruit.
full. But it was then Courtney's stuff to do her blender stuff. But then Darcy needed her dates. It was just like all these different variables were happening at the same time.
Was it like an off limits thing? Like, don't touch that. That's Courtney's.
That's my glass of
Corey.
pizza.
He said we could have certain stuff, but it was certain stuff at certain times, and then it felt like
You could have this old banana.
yeah, pretty much.
You can only have the food that I soaked in fentanyl.
No, you can't have that.
Oh, wait,
That's
crap.
mine.
Crap, oh no, I made a mistake. Courtney, come give me a hug.
She's wasting the fentanyl. How many Corey originals did you have to play?
Too many.
Well, were there some that you were like, besides Something in Your Eyes, where you're like, you know what, this one's pretty good.
We played that awful song,
Walk?
Duh.
Oh, duh. All
duh.
right.
And it
Duh's
was like
good.
kind of funny because we started to mock it during after a couple, shows, we would be
Oh,
like,
no.
Duh. He gets so mad. He would
He's
look
like,
at
"This is the
me.
best."
I'm surprised he wasn't like, yeah, that's how it goes.
You nailed it. Finally, Margot, you're on board.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, we had to play, but it was all covers mostly.
I was
we
saying, you guys
playing
probably
the
played
Goonies
more
song.
songs.
But I mean, did
that
you
weren't
play
his.
like
Yeah.
for originals? Did you play Walk? Did you play Everybody?
We played Walk. That was the one song I would grab an electric guitar and I would actually play the intro.
Okay.
And then there was a couple times where the humidity, so what would happen is that we would tune all the instruments because we didn't have a good line check sometimes because he would get us to the venue late. So there wasn't enough time to do a line check. So then all of a sudden we're like trying to tune, trying to get load in, trying to get these stupid ridiculous costumes on.
Put on your costume and tune up for 30 seconds.
Corey had his own kind of line check he was doing. He was doing his very own specific line check.
Well, you had to
Specific
push the
line
buttons.
checks, which just includes like 5 seconds of him on the mic, and then we're done. And it wasn't enough because then there were other times we had time to do a line check, and he wanted to add a song. So I'm like, let's go over the song. He would dismiss it.
Yeah,
Corey.
what was the contract? What was was it just multi-page? Are you like you're locked in for 1 tour, 2 tours, an album? Like what kind of specifics do you remember from that?
Oh yeah, so there was a spring tour, and that was about 5-6 weeks, and that was a separate contract. Then we had a couple weeks off. We jump on the summer tour. And that was a separate contract, longer pages. I believe 9, maybe 10 pages were in that. That included, rules about the bus, or rules about, this was pointed out to me the other day, not shouting. There was you can't shout.
Okay.
No shouting. Yet
On
he was the one
stage or
always yelling,
Yeah,
always
yeah.
shouting. And I for some, maybe I saw it and I glazed over it and I signed it. I just remember when I signed it, I was in the pool room of his house and he's talking to me about it. And I was talking about the money. I was like, dude, this isn't enough. This is ridiculous to pay me. And he was like, well, we'll see what we can do. And just remember how
He's
much
got the
like
blender going.
attention you're gonna get. And, yeah, the blender was definitely
Can't
going.
hear you. I think everyone's curious. Who's left after a 3-hour Corey concert? When does everyone leave? 2 hours in?
So that was interesting. So as we got further in the tour, it got longer. The spring tour it wasn't like that. It wasn't that long. The summer tour just kept getting longer, and he just kept adding songs. But after that, he dismissed the loaders. So at all these venues, they were
great.
pretty big kind of venues,
Now,
professional
why-
venues. You get loaders. They
What's his
take the gear.
reason? Yeah, what's his reasoning for dismissing that? Would he be saving money off of the venue or
It's
something?
to save money, but I
Okay.
have another
Like
reason.
more
You kind of know
control,
what it is.
probably.
Yeah, is it just passive aggressive? Like fuck you.
It's control. The reason why is because I wasn't sold on to be one of his girlfriends. I wasn't willing to move into the house. I wasn't anything he suggested. I was like, I wasn't down for this. So then when that was going down, he was like, well, this is my theory. And just based on my experience and conversations with him, he dismissed the loaders. So I was busy loading the gear, and I wasn't on the bus to see what he was putting in women's drinks.
Oh, Jesus. So it's even more dark and nefarious
Yeah.
than anyone could even
And
imagine.
I only
the
know
drink
this.
isn't even a drink; it's food.
I only know this because he was putting substances in the drinks, because when I got back on that bus, these people were not the same people I met real quick who wanted to say hi before they got on the bus. They were under some kind of substance, and literally they were naked sometimes. And I was just trying to get to my bunk. It was
Jesus.
just deplorable.
So,
and that was his norm.
And these are the things that, like, I mean, obviously, I know, with the movie, like going to for people that don't know, Marcie Hume, the director, I mean, she can only kind of report what she can report. But I mean, there's definitely stories out there between, Jezebel and stuff like that. So that's like some of the weird darkness that gets glossed over for whatever reason.
Well, that's
I don't
when
know
he's
why that
doing
is
a whole
too.
lot of this. That's
Yeah.
probably when that's
No
happening.
one's talking enough about that. And,
Yes.
and I feel like that's needs to be the highlight, because that's the atrocities that he's committing. And it's actual real accounts of people witnessing it that never met, came from different backgrounds, different reasoning, different perspectives on it maybe, but like still we're all coming to the same conclusion of this is not right. Given that, I would say that, Wade has a good account of it. Wade was our bus driver. And Marcie can only say for what she saw as well, because she wasn't there even half the time.
Sure.
She came out and would film, but it was just her. So imagine you're one person and there's 10, 11 now on the next tour, because he brought his brother. Sometimes his son Zen would come out. And by the way, kudos to Zen, because Zen is an awesome human.
Yes.
Yeah, we love Zen
Friend of the
I
show,
love
Zen
Zen.
Feldman.
You know
I
that.
love Zen too.
Jim and them are pop culture, bro. I know that.
Marcie would come out and literally she was watching stuff go down. And if you think about it and put yourself in her shoes, she's the adult in the room watching this go down. She has to be professional. And you're seeing horrible stuff go down. Like how she only saw glimpses of it because, again, when the cameras were rolling, he's in a better behavior mode. And that was that is across the board. He just knew, and it's just because that's his life. I mean, he knew when the cameras are rolling because that's all he did. He grew up, in the entertainment business as an actor. He's a great actor, but he pulled a great acting realm on all of us. I was convinced at first, I was like, okay,
Well,
maybe he's being right by all women. Maybe he wants to do right by us. And then
It's too-
soon enough that unraveled. And
Well, it's interesting that he stopped being awesome in movies and just decided to only do it in real life when people are around. He saved all that acting talent for just when to show a different face to the public, and then the real person comes
The
out.
camera starts rolling, he starts spiking drinks. Wait, I got this backwards.
Oh no, I got it backwards. Oh no.
at that point, I didn't know what to do about the drugging. I really didn't. I was like, I don't know who would believe me at this point, because I feel like when I signed on to do Corey, I was like, maybe I'm losing credibility at the same time, because I just wanted to go on tour and I was impatient for my career to kind of move faster and forward. But then I was like, man, like, fuck, now I'm with this lunatic who's like yelling at us because he comes out of, the back of the bus at 9 a.m. and I didn't take his dogs out. He's calling me a bad human. Like, what the fuck is this now?
I mean, you had one job.
Every single
Be the
day, it was
roadie.
something else. It was something else he was blaming somebody else for.
I do love what you're saying about, like, because it's like it's a monkey's paw, and I mean we've talked about this a lot on the show of how you're a working musician, you get an opportunity to tour the country and play shows in front of crowds. But I do love that even in the movie, like I have a clip real quick where they're interviewing you.
And how long have you been with Corey?
So I joined Corey about a month ago now, and
One
we just hit
piece,
it
huh?
off. It's great. So, I don't live at his house. There's none of that. It's very interesting, all these tabloids that go around. I actually live by myself, my cat.
I love that you're like in most situations, you're always bringing up the idea of, I don't live there, and I just
I'm
met
gonna do
him.
this.
Good work.
I hit the button.
You're a natural.
Nailed it.
Just want to reiterate, not in a sex cult.
No, exactly. I didn't want to be affiliated with that. I was like, no.
In an angel costume.
I wanted to set aside, what the common conversation was about it. I was hoping he wanted to turn that page too. That guy was he came to the show because he was a friend of mine. I met him at one of the Oscar parties. I was working as a piano technician, and he was like, hey, I see that you're going to be doing this tour. Can I come? And I'm like, sure, I'll put you on the guest list. And he came down to the Coach House, and he did an interview, and Corey was pissed.
He's always
he
mad.
wasn't getting
He's
interviewed.
mad about everything. Well, because there's a microphone. Yeah.
You didn't tell me Louis J. Gomez was here.
I'm sorry, is your name Corey Feldman?
He's like, Margot, that's not it. They're supposed to be
Pretty
talking
good.
to me.
Pretty good. Well, because even us, like we've followed and discussed him for a long time. I never really thought about it. And I talked about it after we watched the movie. At this point in time, like you're saying, he actually did have a decent band.
Yeah.
But to the public, all we knew were the sex party stuff, and we knew the Today Show.
Right.
So we just assumed, we make the joke all the time that he picked up a bunch of runaways somewhere, or
Right.
he
We're all in the street corner just
Yeah.
waiting for Corey.
Everyone's at the Corey bus stop waiting for their opportunity.
which is almost weird because I wonder if he
Where is that bus stop? Is it on the corner of hell? Because I feel like in that I was already in hell.
like
come on.
he lucked into a real band after setting this precedent in his image of it being a train wreck.
Yeah.
And so he was still determined to make it the worst when he
Yeah.
was on stage. But it's very interesting that that's all we really could think as the people at home is like, oh, he's going on tour with like a bunch of his girlfriends.
Oh,
That's-
I know. And that was kind of interesting for me. And I thought, I think Adam Franklin, who's the editor, put that really well in, that I was talking about that with Britney and Jezebel on the bus, is that, no one's coming and giving us a music review. They're talking about him, and they're talking about that Vice article. And I wanted to turn that conversation. I wanted the narrative to shift. I wanted that for Corey. I really did. I was still under the impression that he was going to do right by us, that this was going to be, okay, you want to help our careers. I didn't believe the whole his record deal bullshit, because his music was just so horrible. Then and now, I think I got through it with a lot of ibuprofen at the point. I was just like,
Wait, ibuprofen or ibuprofen?
Corey strength ibuprofen.
If you play your own shows now, do you ever tempted to just start busting out something in your eyes just for old time's sake?
I should though. I
You
should
sh-
do
you
I should
honestly
do a
should.
metal version of
Everybody-
I
it.
mean, there'll be 3 of our fans there. They'll be like,
It's a Corey song which no one has heard of, so they'll just think it's an original.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea.
It would. I mean, because honestly,
you guys wear the halos
Just
and
play a few
show
bars,
up.
see if like 3 people's heads perk up. Like, oh,
I know this song. This is my favorite Corey song.
I'll stand in front of a turntable I don't know how to use with an angel halo on.
Get it.
do you have any idea what he may have given you, or what happened?
I mean, I had every bit of symptoms that would indicate some kind of opioid because
Jesus.
we got to the venue that day and it was another maybe, and Wade will attest to this, of course, because I was so out of it. I mean, I'm not an easy crier, but I had just like, I'm not crying, but there's tears streaming down my face. I was in so much pain. And also I was like, I'm not going to be able to play. I don't know what's happening to me. And it was really upsetting. And for him to just tell me to get it together, the girls were very, supportive, but he's of course being the dickhead that he is. And yeah, he gave me something. He said it was ibuprofen.
Yeah.
And I passed out on the couch. I didn't want to go to my bunk. He was trying to get me to go to my bunk. And I was like, that's kind of weird. I'm not doing that. I'm staying in invisible sight of everybody, especially Wade, because Wade was already in on a lot of the things I was trying to do, including leaving and trying to book it. He was going to even take my gear back to LA. Like he was above board. And I passed out on the couch, woke up at the venue, but everyone left the bus. So you have to go by the couch I was sleeping on. And I'm a light sleeper. I wake up if I hear the slightest noise in my house. And so everyone, you're talking about 12 people leave the bus and I didn't wake up. I finally wake up. Everyone's at sound check, but my vision's like pinpoint. I'm nauseous. I can barely stand up. I'm like standing there, and everyone's looking at me like, "Oh my god!"
What a lightweight! One ibuprofen knocked her on her ass.
I know, just an ibuprofen.
Did your back feel better at least?
here, have a Dayquil.
At that point, I honestly, I think I was just like, I got to do sound check. Like, what is happening? I want to be around people because you wake up by yourself. You're already worried you're going to get drugged and raped. You wake up by yourself and then everyone's gone.
Yeah.
It was scary. It was really scary.
Jesus.
It was another time where I'm getting on that, doing a sound check and he's like screaming at me to get it together. You have a job to do.
Jesus.
Like, and then he would message me throughout the whole tour. And even the girls weren't aware of this, I think, but he was always messaging me, telling me, how everyone fucked up or how I'm fucking up or how I'm not, doing enough. And, I need to like lose weight. And it was just like crazy shit all the time.
Why am I pretending to pay you guys for this? This is what I get?
You're subhuman.
Did he have any tact where he would try to do the shit compliment sandwich thing where you like shit on someone, but then you try to like at least love bomb them a little bit?
Backhanded compliment?
Like, but would he try to like cover it at all? Or would he try to be like, yeah, Jezebel's the worst. We're great. Like, would he try to do any divide and conquer? Was there any tact involved?
Oh, there was a lot of that. Okay. There was a lot of unjust comments that just, you obviously see through. There was a lot of like, he would say something, you'd be like, wait, what? And then he would be like, I'm just kidding. Don't take it so seriously.
I'm a doctor.
Don't be so emotional, Margot.
Oh, jeez.
And you're not the favorite tonight, Margot. And just like this ridiculous shit. And I was like, what do you mean favorite? What does that mean?
Oh, no.
So if you kind of like as all of us have done, and when we got off that tour, you kind of like start rewinding the track of what he said. You're like, holy shit. Like, this is really bad.
Well, you said that you get out of that bubble and
ruined my chance with Corey Feldman.
Yeah, because he had a sleep deprived, you're food deprived. So imagine
you're stuck in that haze. Like you don't think about it until you're out of it, and you're like, wait a second.
Well, you're around so many people. You're not supposed to have that many people on a tour bus, first of all. And then Marcie's on the bus, Darcy's on the bus, and his brother's on the bus, Zen's on the. There's just keep adding. Markel, our changing security guy, was on the bus. Like, we kept having different people on the bus. Then he'd invite the women on the bus from these different shows. And you're like, fuck, I just want to go to get my bunk, get my computer. Oh, I knocked my halo. Isn't that artistic?
Show some respect to the halo.
So it's kind of crazy. And, I think people don't really see it that way. They're like, I just went to the show and they were all like, they were horrible or whatever. But if you think about it, we're like sleep deprived. We're getting yelled at nonstop for ridiculous things. The bus was constantly a mess. And there's a couple scenes I think it's kind of funny. And this is just the nuances that I think it's cool that Marcie put in. You see all these like half like water bottles that are half like full. And that's like a lot of us stopped. If like we left it, we didn't want to just leave it uncapped. It's kind of like the woman at the bar. You cover your drink because you're worried that, oh shit, if somebody could put something in my drink. So a lot of times those were mine because I was like, well, I left it.
Yeah,
So now I'm gonna get a new
it's a
one.
fallen soldier.
Yeah,
Like,
there it is.
Holy shit. It is weird because I mean, we all know that the kind of simmering darkness, but then to hear you say it out loud, it's still completely shocking, honestly.
I mean, it's crazy to go through, and people are like, why would you go through it so long? And I think that's such what I think I was talking about this at the Q&A, and I may have gone on too long about it, but it is a systematic thing that we blame people for being in that situation.
Sure.
When we don't ask them like what we could do to help them get out of it, because it's not like we were in it not trying to get out.
Well, it's always easy to say, "Oh, this is what I'd do if I was in that situation."
Yeah,
but it's never that easy when you're in it.
No, and we were honestly. I mean, some of us, and I will let them come forward and talk about it themselves, and they definitely, have them on the show. They'll talk about it separately, but honestly, like, we were all wondering, how do we get out of this contract? How do we get out of the NDA? He started threatening me. He's going to blackball me in Hollywood. He was like, you'll never work again in Hollywood. You'll never have another gig. I'll make sure everyone knows.
I thought you wanted to be in Meatballs 5.
Yeah.
Margot, you can't be in Meatballs 5.
Well,
you break the NDA.
You're not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore, Margot.
Did you hear? I mean, have you heard
Take the lace in the drink.
the leaked voicemail that other girl put out when she backed out of the Today Show? That's like to a T, like what he's doing on that.
Because if I don't fucking hear from you, girl, your name is fucking Mud. Let me tell you, don't even bother coming back to LA, because you'll never get another gig in that fucking town. Ever. Like, I will fucking make sure everybody knows what a piece of shit you are. Okay? Cool. Peace.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's him. That's his mild side, I feel like, because we would hear it really bad. I mean, he would just, man, I really saw different sides of him, but that the main side was that you guys call it the goblin ghoul. I call it Wade called it the toilet pug. We had names for it.
Everyone's got a great name.
Everyone's got a great name for it, for sure.
Name for Corey.
But there was just so many times that we were trying to meet. We'd play 3 hours, do a loadout for an hour because it's us with all that heavy gear. Get back on the bus. It was already a comedic scene, or Wade was back, and we're like, we got to go. We got to go to the other gig. And he would be like, let's go, everyone, let's go. And so, like, we would just be like on the bus, then going to the next gig. But so many times we'd be like, code word was U-Haul, or we were talking about stuff like, hey, in code, like, how are we going to get out of here? Let's meet at a restaurant. There's this place after the gig, a couple blocks away. We'll all walk together and we'll talk about how we're going to leave. Wade's going to take our stuff to Kentucky. Then he's going to, leave it there. Everyone can leave from Kentucky back. And then, my parents were in on it at one point when we hit Raleigh, and they had drove up an hour to see us. And I told them, and they were like, come to the hotel room. Then don't go back to the bus. We'll take you guys to the airport the next day. Wade was in on it, but not everyone showed up that night with like a
It's
couple
literally escaping a cult. It's
Yeah.
the stories you hear.
Oh, yeah.
When you have to, like, at least you didn't have to quite deprogram you guys, but there is like trying to get some sort of escape route because the goblin's sleeping and you don't want to wake him up as we're all trying to sneak by the sleeping goblin.
You're so right. And think about this. Like, this is me not living there. Imagine being in that house, what that was like, and it was just, it's crazy when you think about it. So it's absolute, when people are like, oh, is it a cult or not a cult? It's definitely a cult. You have narcissistic behavior. You have dreams of grandeur. You have people's like rights being infringed on, what their controlled efforts on their
selling
daily
them a
life.
promise to try and make them go like, hey, it's just
it's like dangling
right there.
carrot.
Right
Yeah, that's and that's just part of his endless lies, like him saying he wasn't, I didn't know the documentary. He signed on to it. He introduced us to Marcie. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is just part of his ridiculous like web of lies he gets caught up in. He can't remember the first lie. Yeah. He's like, oh wait, what did I say? Oh shit.
Well, and to back up too, when you're talking about having to load gear and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm sure that could be also be common as well for some bands touring. Was there ever a moment where at least he'd be like side by side with you guys, also helping with the gear? Oh yeah, of course.
Never.
Not. No.
And you know what? It is common. It is common to load your own gear.
Yeah.
I'm totally used to that. I think all musicians have done it. No problem. He had in the contract that we weren't going to load gear.
Well, the argument
So
with Phil,
why are we loading gear?
in the movie, he's arguing saying we need loaders.
Need loaders in the contract. Every show, we need loaders. Phil, stop talking over me.
I need a specific list.
Write it down. Write it down. We're going to give it to you right now.
I need it written in an email.
We don't have time for that. We're fucking sweating and hot on a bus, dude.
So it's
yeah.
making it seem
That's because
like
I was bitching.
Oh, okay.
Margot's bitching.
He
again.
does say
Sorry, buddy. I've been yelled at for fucking 3 days now. Your turn.
Stop yelling at me.
Bye.
so. He's talking
Pretty
about
much.
how you yelled at him.
Yeah, because at that point, I think maybe it was the AC going out that finally clicked his brain cells to
Yeah.
actually work in a cognitive way. But like he finally realized, oh shit! Like I told him, I'm like, I better be paid. I was 3 weeks not paid at that point, and you know, that included the first show, which was in Vegas at the Hard Rock, and I'm like, I'm still not paid for that. Like, what the hell is going on?
I don't want to go too far back, but you were talking about being on the bus with Corey and his vegan diet.
Oh yeah.
Did he ever take a big fat shit that clogged the toilet and stunk up the whole bus?
You
People
know what?
have been asking me this. Have you ever took
If
a
you've
big
been on a
giant
tour
turd?
bus, there's just rules of a tour bus bathroom, and like obviously him and the Darcy or Courtney, like I
imagine it's
there's a
international
misstep
waters
there
and
somewhere. I don't want to
everything.
point fingers, honestly, but it is it's a
Someone-
big misstep.
One of the three.
Someone took a big vegan shit in there.
Okay, yeah.
But I will say, like, it's just we had to stop more because if you're drinking only liquids, which Courtney was, we had to stop a lot more, which delayed us getting to the next venue, which delayed us getting the sound check, which delayed us having a great sound check and learning a different new song all the time, because that's all he did is keep adding new songs. Which, by the way, can I bring out a present for you guys?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, lighten the mood a
So
little.
you're
I know
blaming
this
her,
might be
her
heavy for
stinky
some
wet
people.
shits?
So, Jim, I heard it was your birthday, and
Was it a couple weeks ago?
I have this from the first tour.
Uh-oh.
Ta-da!
Whoa!
Wait,
Like 45
Yes. That's Margot hitting the sounds, by the way.
I figured out the
Oh, what do
buttons.
we got? The goddamn set list.
Yeah.
What do we got? Oh, man. Oh, so everybody
Read it.
was on here.
Read it.
Yeah, we open, of course, with Ascension Millennium. Oh, not with Something in Your Eyes on this tour.
Oh man.
Track 22 brings in the acoustic section for track
Oh.
22. Kiss him if you got him.
That was terrible because he would get on guitar.
We got,
fuck.
but these are all the acoustic bangers.
My eye just flicked.
Thinking
Thinking about him on guitar.
No, I was
Mike
dry.
had to kiss his necklace for good luck, and I'm like flicked.
Oh no!
We got the grand slam of Take a Stand, followed by Walk, followed by It's So Simple, Honesty acoustic. Isn't Honesty Juke My Dick?
Yeah,
How's he? He's doing that acoustic?
He's a lot of hitting the thing. Where you go,
I-
boop.
he's doing a juiced dick.
Oh, then we have Corey's solo. What was that one?
That was oh god. I think I blacked out. Maybe I blacked that out now.
Yeah, you're like, time for more ibuprofen.
You know what? That's a question for Jezebel or Mara Moon. I actually don't remember. They gotta call in or something because I don't remember. I'm gonna call a friend. Hang on. Wait, what's this button?
yeah, that's a perfect one actually.
You found the two that make any
Distract.
sense.
Yeah.
Most of the other ones
the
are
green
either
button.
Corey. Yeah, most of the other ones are Corey.
Then we have Marissa's solo,
Okay.
where a costume change.
She was awesome. I mean, you have to. Anytime I see a drummer that is successfully sings and plays, I just like, oh my god, like not worthy. She is so great. So we would do Alanis Morissette for hers.
Oh, nice.
She would sing it and play drums. Like
I'm honestly surprised he
amazing.
would let you guys do solos. I
Yeah.
guess it's so he could change his costume.
it's how, it's the only excuse he
Yeah.
had. Yeah, and he would camouflage it with it's.
I want to get you guys the attention you need. And
Yeah.
like, I want to
Yeah.
spot like the angels.
Yeah,
You know, and his like half closed eyes
It's just
because
going-
he's either so high or he's got an opioid in the back.
I was gonna say he's diving ass first into a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah, he's in the back butt chugging.
Yeah, let me butt chug this.
A
real
mouse to cheese, Corey to
quick.
cookie.
Yeah, his ass to cocaine.
butt chugging Molly water.
Yeah, just boofing it. Wanna Break Free
Whippets.
was the big finale, but then we have the encore costume change where he comes back out for former child actor Love Left, finishing it off with Go For It. Let's go.
Oh god.
Go for it as the ender.
Thank you. This is great.
Well,
I will
this-
cherish this.
This is
Oh,
a
good.
great
Happy
3-day
birthday.
set.
Thank you.
Night 2. Acoustic
And I don't even. I think there was actually. Now that I think about it, because we added on New York State of Mind, we added on so many different songs that I think that's the beat. That was before we hit maybe the Ozarks, so it had to be Kentucky. Had to be Kentucky because when we hit Kentucky, he was like, "You're gonna play New York State of Mind." Never played that before.
Jeez.
Had to get the music. So Wade's brother's wife we were staying with for that tour stop, he printed it for me. And then all of July 4th, I'm in the basement with my piano. I got off the trailer, hooked up, and was playing it, trying to learn it. Then he yells at me that I need to learn it and be ready. And it's like a week away. But I'm playing it from, it's supposed to be played on a full, 88 key piano.
Yeah.
I have a 61 piano in front of me, and he's like, "You gotta figure it out."
You gotta use every
Are you a
key.
musician or not?
Or he goes in the Michael Jackson voice.
Mario, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you mentioned that in the
This is your
movie.
job.
What would that be his nice guy voice? What was his MJ voice?
Well, we
he
heard
would
it on the
use
Sway
you?
interview, right?
Yeah.
The worst. It was the worst. You see it when he's talking to me on the bus, and he's got that horrible liner on his eyes and stuff, and he's on the bus, and I'm talking to him about the songs, and he's like,
You wouldn't agree to the songs unless we added more.
That's
you said
right.
you would.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Why are you acting like this? You're acting pathetic right now. Have a fucking conversation with me. Have a backbone. Like, stand up for yourself. If you're gonna say we're gonna do this, and have a reason for us doing all this work." But yeah, he would go into that voice because the camera was on.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was
this
only
nice
when the
guy.
camera was rolling. All of a sudden, there's Michael Jackson like there. And you're
Okay,
like,
time to act normal.
no. Oh, I have presents for all of you since we're doing
Yes.
this.
Sure.
So this was our VIP tickets that we gave out, and
Ooh.
you'll notice, and I just want you to, glance at it, then tell everyone. But you'll notice at the top of all these angels is myself, who had to jump on a trampoline and do these weird movements. And so the one picture I asked them not to use, you of course used. One for you, Jeff,
Thank you.
Mike, my friend, and
Let me see.
yep.
Oh yeah, these are great.
You
They're
looking
beautiful.
I can't believe he fronted the money for the foil.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Two of them clearly got to just sit on the ground. You had to jump.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
These are great. Thank you.
And from now on, when someone asks me for my driver's license, I'm just going to
Yes.
show them this.
I'm gonna say,
instead.
well, I'm
Don't you know who I am?
I'm Angelic to the U.S. Heavenly Tour VIP
Yeah.
summer 2017.
Let me just reach in my waistband and grab this for you.
License and registration. Here you go, officer.
We actually we have another gift for you as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's Corey's
Now we're not
box set.
proposing to you, but you do get your own 22 necklace.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is big for you.
Wait,
Wow.
hold on. We got to show everyone. This
Yeah.
is beautiful. This is
Don't show
beautiful.
the part that fell off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So now, actually, so if you could hold that up, and if you could raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Oh shoot.
Just let me know when you're ready. All right, you ready?
Maybe.
I solemnly swear to uphold the values of being honest and true,
I solemnly swear to uphold the values of being honest and true,
even when it comes to the boof or the juke,
even when it comes to being the boop or the joof
of the nards or my dick,
or the nards or your dick, my dick as well.
and I will from this day henceforward
And-
represent the truth movement.
Oh, that's me again. Okay.
Yep.
Please take
And
this
from
serious.
From wait, what's the second part?
Okay, and I will wait. Hold on. And I will from this day henceforward
Oh, and from this day henceforward,
represent the truth movement
represent the truth movement.
with Wormwood.
Wormwood.
Yeah.
Okay, with Wormwood
And liberty
and liberty
and justice for all.
and justice for the angels and all.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of Marcie Hume,
the Son,
Adam Franklin,
and the Holy Spirit. 22.
and Star.
Kiss him if you
Yeah.
got him.
Okay.
There you go.
And
You're officially
you're
Fuck
officially-
Corey Feldman.
You're
You're a filth
officially a
pig.
filth pig
You're a
wolf
filth pig
pack.
now, Margot.
You're officially. All hail
you.
the 22.
And that,
Thanks, guys. Thank you. I appreciate being inducted into this. And, welcome to the Wolf Pack. Does everyone know how the Wolf Pack got started?
Well, we know about
we started.
Yeah. Well, we know about Bobby Wolf, and yeah, you did your initial interview with Bobby Wolf, correct?
Yeah, but also at that time, I was it was my birthday, and I went to there's a wolf sanctuary called the Wolf Connection right up the 15, halfway from LA to Vegas.
Oh, really?
And I went there, and then I put up all these pictures of me with wolves because one of them was like decided to, I don't know, make me part of the pack, like licking my face and that. It was very intimidating to me, but I loved it. And then all of a sudden I was in were like heading the wolf pack. It was amazing. And
A
apparently
literal wolf pack.
a little wolf pack, and apparently a bee sting can look like a needle stab.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
So like it was like this like onslaught of like holy shit. But you know, in actuality, what was happening behind the scenes is I was getting nonstop death threats after the videos.
Yeah, actually, real
yeah.
quick, because you had sent your. Let me pull it up real
I
fast.
sent the evidence for everyone that's wondering. There is evidence. Wait,
Yeah.
button.
There you go. Yes.
You know what that noise means. Evidence time.
You had sent the email that he sent you when he booted you from the prestigious Corey's Angels.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see a single number in this. How do I know Corey actually wrote it?
He wrote it like a haiku.
So yeah.
Oh my god, we are good for life.
Mangel.
That was amazing.
Dear Margot, I am writing to let you know that I've spent much time thinking about the summer tour over the past
Ew.
few weeks since we have returned. I feel that due to the many creative and professional differences that arose over the past few months, I no longer feel. Wait, what am I doing? I no longer feel positive
I was about to say.
and productive about our working
Switch the
relationship.
Michael Jackson tone now.
Therefore, I have decided that I will not be requiring your services for the extended leg of the quote heavenly tour,
Services.
as we obviously cannot see eye to eye on a great many subjects.
Oh yeah.
I felt the best way to tell you this was by way of a personalized letter, as to avoid an uncomfortable confrontation.
About money.
This is in no way reflects my views of you as a person, and I still view you as a friend in my life.
Yeah.
However, I do think it's best for everyone's interest that we go separate directions professionally. I wish you much success in the future and hope you are afforded every opportunity you desire. Along those lines, I'm grateful for the work you have done. Is there a blank there, or did he just mess that
There's
up?
something weird about that,
Yeah.
right? I always wondered that too.
Oh,
but
I wasn't
yeah.
sure if he like, blank something out. For
bitch.
the work you have done with the band. And I hope it brings future opportunities. And I want you to feel assured that when I am asked about my experiences in working with you, my response will be professional and complimentary, as my intention is never to harm you or your reputation in any way. Instead, I hope this leads to many great things. I'll ask for the same respect from you and trust that you will honor the NDA you signed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's being real nice.
I'm just
being
trying
like-
to make you
Yeah.
famous, you stupid bitch.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the trenches. Good luck with everything for now, and until we meet again, sincerely, Corey Feldman. P.S. You ain't getting a dime.
From my cold dead hands.
P.S. No money for you.
We
It's all
have your
mine.
blood.
The contract is no mas.
So yeah, now this was the email, but what from there? There was harassment and threats, or how did it? Was it?
Yeah. So this was okay. So just to give everyone clarity, so he said, to Marcie when I left, which I didn't see that part until I went to the premiere and
Okay.
I watched the film. He said that I left professionally. This says he left professionally, but when I took him to court for my money, he was like talking to magazines that are still online. If you look up Corey Feldman, Margot Lane, they're out there where he said, "Oh, I was unprofessional." And, that's why he parted ways with me. And I'm like, wow, okay, another lie.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. But this was the parting of ways early after we got back. I emailed Corey. I emailed Alyssa. I was like, hey, where's my paychecks? I'm missing. There's paychecks in the middle I was missing. Now I'm missing the last couple. Where is all this money? And so he kept saying, you got to ask Phil. Oh, you got to ask Alyssa. And he was like, I don't handle the money. So he kept going on this spree with me over email. And I was like, I couldn't handle it anymore. So I started talking to my family members. And luckily, my cousin, who I love dearly, he was like, this is breaching California labor codes, Margo. You got to do something. And I was like, okay. So this is when I started, because I couldn't talk about other stuff. I wasn't in the house. I didn't visibly see stuff. I didn't have someone else that was on the tour has a picture of the bags of drugs. I didn't have that. So I couldn't go to court and say, hey, in a civil legal agreement, this is
Your
what I
Honor,
have.
he's a druggy dirtbag.
Yeah, no one's gonna.
Yeah.
No one's. Well, they're just not gonna take your word for it. They're
Yeah.
not, this is serious stuff. And so I was like, but I have this, and I kept all my records, and I was like, no way. It just kept happening. So this was the chain reaction. This is when things were mutual, where I was like, okay, we're parting. Cool. I already said I wasn't going to return. I was like, I want my money, and then I'll consider it, because he was like, we're going to go on an international tour, like he's saying now. It's all
And we
bullshit.
laugh every time he says that.
Yeah,
know,
this
I know.
2026, it's going to happen though. He's been talking
Well,
about
he
it
already
big time.
killed one drummer. He's got to kill everyone else now. I mean, what else? What else is going to happen here? What's that one movie? What's that movie with Sean Penn, Mystic River? It's like that. You know what I mean? Like if people like start following, oh shit, he keeps saying this stuff. Like follow the root of it, trace it back. There's evidence everywhere that he just lies all the time. He's talking through his teeth. And this again just proves a lot of the stuff he said. So, his email address, for those who can't see it on the screen, his email address is at the top, and mine is too, but thank you for.
Oh yeah. I took those out. Just, keep the guilty safe.
According to, and along with that blank spot, I don't know what.
I think it says Epstein right there.
Oh.
For the guy
I'm grateful for the work, you Epstein.
I'm in the files, Margot. I'm in the files.
Please let me on the island.
I have
know you said
my
I
own
could've-
files.
begging to be on the island. Let me on, Jeff.
So now, did the harassment and stuff? What did that extend through? Was it just emails, texts? Like what was it?
Did you
He
meet
was,
Heather Dawn May?
Who?
He has this like sycophant that she kind of what got us
is
into this. We've goofed on him off and on for a long time, like we were saying at the top of the show, and we started getting a little bit more regular with it. But what really pulled us in is he has this super fan who designs his awful website.
Can you play the voicemail?
Oh.
I'm trying to reach Mike Steele. I received information from YouTube that you are currently the one that is streaming the My Truth doc. Corey Feldman, we struck it once and you countered. I'm fisting to strike it again, or fisting to file a lawsuit if it's not removed. I need Mike Steele to give me a call back. We're actually trying to get the correct address to serve you.
Another person
And
that
if
paid.
possible, if you can remove that video immediately. You're not allowed to stream it. It is copyright of Corey, and I'm giving you a call. You can call me, or you can
Better get
let
on
me know
that.
the correct information so we can serve you.
Yeah, give
Call
us
me
the
back at
information so we can
662.
serve you.
Yeah. And that's because we had his documentary that he refuses
there's more.
to sell to anyone. We have a version that Jim edited down, and we're
Yeah.
talking
Oh, wow.
over it. And they think that's us pirating the doc.
Oh,
And since it's obviously not available anywhere, they hate that exists.
Well, yeah, because they tried to strike. Actually, there's a little bit more. Let me see.
Mike, we need you to remove it now, or we are going to serve you.
ooh.
And it's all
So,
bullshit. All she
I
ever
need to
does is
call
just
back.
threaten bullshit.
Well, yeah, she thought
She
she's
sounds
gonna.
like she's like 71.
Yeah, she thought she was going to scare us.
up
She
there.
claims she knows judges. She's
Yeah, her
always
dad's a
claiming
judge.
something.
That's amazing. She knows judges and she's still not
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
It's so interesting about the people that jump on this bandwagon with him. Is so crazy. Is that when he was trying to serve me, they couldn't find me for a while, so they started following my Yelp. And I had this one coffee spot I would go to, and then I noticed one of his security guys was
Weird.
waiting there for me the one day, and I stayed in my car, and I was like, oh shit. And I noticed he had a big yellow envelope, and I was like, nope, nope. But they got me. They got me anyway because I was coming out of court. And I think that's such a low thing to do, but of course they took advantage of the fact that I literally coming out of the gates, out of the doors from the courtroom, and they said my name, and then the one guy who was looking for me at the coffee shop, same guy, same goon, gives me the paperwork. Wow,
Yeah.
you've been inducted into hell.
Yeah, she wants me.
Welcome.
Yeah,
We've
I
all been there waiting for you.
I assume she since at least
This is where it gets really fucked up. So he would post blatantly on Twitter, along with all other messages to underage girls. By the way, that there are people that have copies of that I don't.
Yeah.
hit the button. Hit the button.
Yeah.
It's the underage girl button.
So it started on Twitter, and he started actually creating this. He's got a quite the fan base.
Oh,
and
yeah.
given so, he's got fans of his movies. That's fantastic. I was once a fan too. It's okay of his movies. I was a fan of his movies. Please don't splice that. And I will say, those fans, in turn, when he would say, "Oh, she's spreading," what was the verb? insidious lies, and they're just ridiculous lies that started people that were directly messaging me. And I have screenshots of these people, so if they think I forgot about them, I'm coming for you motherfuckers. And literally on my birthday, I remember getting like 6 death threats.
Jesus.
On Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. People would go through my contact page on my website. And it was just ludicrous claims that I was lying, that I was making up shit. And I was
saw
like,
that a lot too.
Because you guys were there?
Yeah.
You're going to back this fool? And as you know, and this is when I started getting really, I think, enraged, because I was like, it was mostly women.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, if you're a woman out there and you're first of all, it's one thing to be like, I don't know if I believe her. It doesn't matter who it is, just in general. I don't know if I believe this woman, but not to fact check, to just follow this imbecile that's 4'1" around and whatever he spews forward, just believe. It's like, you got to be out of your fucking mind. You're insane.
We saw the tide turn too. People would always be like, I can't believe you guys are talking down to he's just trying to help the kids. And then over time, people became more savvy.
Helping the kids is a facade.
That all went away over time.
How come he didn't help Zen? He would leave Zen on the fucking bus. And we would come back to the bus after getting coffee and be like, dude, we're going to go get some beignets. We're in New Orleans. We're going to go to a couple voodoo shops. You want to go? Like, why are you by yourself on a fucking tour bus? It's fucking summer. It's hot. You should come with us. And he'd just leave his kid. And then he was like, well, let me call my dad. And then he'd call his dad and get yelled at. Like, it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They would literally send me death threats. I hope you fucking die. Like, you deserve to burn in hell. And I'm like, too bad. I've already been there since I jumped on this tour, fuckers. Like, I've already been in hell. Like, I've had the nightmares for years. Like, there's no way. And, you know, even down to poor Judy Haim, you know, she was such a sweet woman when all this went down and reached out to all of us, and really, you know, she didn't have to do that, but for her son to be dragged through it time and time again, tarnish his memory, you know, and just make up horrible lies. Like, this is horrible behavior. I only, you know, keep coming back because I'm like, I can't keep letting this person keep saying this stuff when I know the inside. I know like way too much.
Well, and with Corey Haim, whether any of that stuff is true or not, it's not Feldman's story to tell, and
it's not.
Keeps
He
turning
just wants
it
to
into
be
his,
relevant.
Yeah.
And she's a wonderful, Judy Haim is a wonderful, wonderful lady who should only be upheld and cherished and honored, because, you know, to have your son's memory dragged through the mud, then to have you dragged through the mud, and you have to keep spending money on legal battles because this moron keeps making up shit. He's just a horrible person. And honestly, and this is where it kind of, my bottom line is that for him to keep doing that, I remember sitting on that couch and being in those rehearsal rooms, and he told me stories about all these celebrities. He told all the women that were in the band these stories that was never shared once. Suspicious that that's true because of that fact. He just kept rambling and telling us stories, and like that was never mentioned.
Just trying to impress everyone. But Judy Haim must be doing all right, because from what Corey says, that the Charlie Sheen just pays her off all the time. Like, he just constantly pays her off. So she must be
she's
loaded.
rich.
She's rich as hell.
She's got all that 2.5 Men money now.
He's taking advantage of her and just making up any lie he can to stay in the news and relevant, and to just completely rile her, which I think is a horrible thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, it's real sicko shit, but there's still people out there that believe that, or I mean, even at this point, if people have made it at this point into the discussion, I maybe should have had you address this earlier. These people that think that this is some sort of elaborate act that he does, where like things mess up on purpose. He's doing like an Andy Kaufman type bit.
He knows he's bad, and it's performance art.
As someone that's been on 2 tours with him,
It's just him. That's just him. You know what I mean? It's not a bit.
Yeah.
That's just him. He would like, there's an earlier scene earlier in the movie. We're in Nebraska, which was also a really interesting stop. But he is walking up as we're trying to do sound check. He's walking up to the stage, and he kind of trips on the carpet. It's like, that's just him. Smashing his mouth into a mic. That's just him. There was other really crazy stuff. But when it happens to him, and this is the narcissistic moment, and it's a typical narcissist to do this. When it happens to him, it has relevance. He tries to like underscore it. It's funny. But then when it happens to somebody else, it's a lack of empathy, lack of sympathy. Complete like, well, you should just know better, and you should just be a better person. And
You're
he would
making
say that
us
to me
look
all the
bad.
time. Yeah,
Have a
yeah.
nice trip,
Margot,
loser.
get on it.
did you pay attention at all to all of his gaffes during the Loserville or the Low Serville tour?
Low Serve ill.
I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. There's parts of me that like literally reject him.
I can imagine.
Like
yeah.
it's a physical reaction now. Like sometimes when you were putting up that one part, my eyes started twitching, and it's just like there's some parts sometimes too. I'll notice that like all of a sudden my muscles cramp.
I feel now that you've been talking for a bit, and you're probably a little bit more comfortable. I could show you the weird stuff. A listener sent us this voodoo doll. So I don't know if you want to stick a pin somewhere.
I would love to
in the voodoo doll.
Who gave this? Is brilliant. I love whoever
this
sent
was
this to.
Mondo Retro Rock, right? I believe.
Oh, it's got a Corey head. Wait, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Corey Corey voodoo doll. So going right for the head immediately.
Ow,
No,
my brain!
Oh no,
Adrian, kill shot.
I got a headache.
Opioids.
I'm going through withdrawals.
Adrian, I need a whippet stat.
Right to
Right in the PP.
Yeah.
Take it in the
there,
PP.
and then we'll take revenge straight up.
There we go.
That's great.
Voodoo doll magic. It's
Wait,
real.
hold on. There we go.
People are letting me know that Britney's in the chat.
Oh wow, Britney.
So she did say that Margot's probably one of the only ones that did get paid in full. I had $500 docked off my last paycheck and kicked off the tour because I was planning to see my mom. I do think that is in the movie.
Yeah, that's in the doc.
It's in the
But
doc.
yeah, I mean, if Britney wants to call in, I mean, we had some words about you.
Yeah,
when
if
we
Brittany wants to
covered
call
that.
in, we can ask her a simple question and she can give us the world's longest answer without saying anything.
I think what Corey did was still like an asshole, but she had such a great thing she had said in the movie was that, Corey points his finger around and he should point it back at himself.
She shut our asses up. And the commenters let us know that we fucking talk all the time. We're always talking over all the clips. We're talking over each other. But when we watch that movie, that point where she goes off and cuts like a wrestling promo on Corey, we all shut up and we were just watching it.
Corey, you're up your ass and you need to stop and pull your head out of it because you're going down and you don't even see it. But you need to look in the mirror and look at yourself before you start judging everybody and pointing the fingers all around you. Because I'll tell you what, I know you need to point it back at yourself. Stop pointing it at others.
Yeah, she did a great job. I mean, kudos to Britney for saying that and for sticking it to him because he was using her for a long time.
Who's on the line? Turn us down.
Hey, turn us down.
Yeah, turn us down.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry for wasting your time.
Hey, what's up?
This is Wade.
Oh, it's Wade. All right, we're shit talking him.
It's like babysitting. Babysitting a bunch of kids. You tell them no and they do it anyway. It's just not worth it because it feels like I can get bit over or fucked in the ass.
What's up, Wade?
I'm doing good, man. It's a great show. I'm sitting here watching it here in Cincinnati right now.
Yeah, Wade.
What were your encounters with the Goblin Ghoul? Did you ever try to square up and beat the shit out of him?
Yeah, did you ever do that thing where you put your hand on his forehead and he's swinging at you, but he can't reach?
I think at one time that I got on the bus, he was yelling at everybody, and I just basically told him, "Hey, Corey, not on this bus," and I had to yell it loud so he understood that, not on this bus are you going to degrade these girls more than you've already done.
Wade, real quick, off the record, the audience won't hear this. How much did Marilyn Manson pay you to fuck everything up for Corey?
That was one of the things. He planted the seed. He planted the bus driver, for Marilyn Manson to ruin this whole tour.
Yeah, we know you're a mole.
We love Marilyn Manson, though, Wade. We
Go
do
ahead, I'm sorry.
We love Marilyn Manson. We do.
Yeah.
We had dark forces.
We were having dark seances at the hotel rooms and things like that, to go make sure the tour fell apart.
Wade you're just so loved. You're just so loved. I mean, if there was anybody on that tour that we would have asked to stay, it was you. I mean, Wade was pretty much, he was out the door. And we were like, fuck, dude, if you leave, we're going to be really in bad straits. And I don't mean the tour ending. It was Corey and how much we felt in danger. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the prospect of being drugged and raped was pretty obvious.
And it's just little things that kept happening, and I kept seeing, and they wouldn't get paid. They wouldn't have showers. I'd literally give them my hotel key. Go get come take a shower at the hotel when I get ready to leave or whatever, and things like that, So, and I'm conveying to Rich, the bus company, dude, I got to get out of this. And when he literally was getting ready to kick Eden off the bus in Texas, that wasn't happening. I told him, I said, you're the one that's going to get kicked off the bus before anybody else does. His own brother. We had his ticket and all that ready for him in case that happened.
He's going to boot his brother up.
The whole thing was the payment stuff. When Margot told me that none of them had got paid or nothing like that. I knew it was a serious situation, and it was like, all right, I gotta get them some food. I gotta make sure that they get their showers. I gotta make sure that they're okay. You know, I broke the golden rule in tour busing. You don't say what's going on a tour bus.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
We
stuff.
both did. We both
But
did.
this-
It was totally different.
This was totally
We're
different.
We were all being treated like subhumans. It's just disgusting behavior.
When we were in New York and I saw the underage girls and stuff, it's like, get these girls off the bus. Well, they're my get. I don't give a fuck. Get them off the bus.
Yeah.
You don't have that kind of stuff going on. You know, it was just too weird. There was too many weird things going on, and plus all the pills and shit that was laying in the back lounge. That was just. There was just weird stuff going on.
Well, Wade,
I told the bus
Mission
company.
Impossible Blu-rays.
Yeah, wait, I'm not sure if you're aware though, but Corey is a doctor, so it's normal to have pills like laying around.
Yeah, he claims to be a doctor and a victim of, you know, and he's the problem. He's definitely the problem, you know. And
So this is just another person again, just confirming what they saw, but in a different way. Like Wade saw stuff after we would leave the bus, because he was there when we would do sound checks. He was there when we were doing like shows. If he wasn't at the hotel resting before driving again, like Wade saw what was on the bus, would sometimes, walk through the bus, see, damaged stuff. Like, and this, even goes back to when the dogs, didn't they ruin the mattress, right, Wade, or something? There was a vent or something. Like,
they chewed it up, pissed it up, and all that. And the deal that I had with Corey and them is if you guys keep the bus clean, I won't charge you cleaning fees, because in the bus community, you have to take care of the generator. You have to take care of the inside. You have to take care of a bunch of stuff. But the thing with Corey is it just was like something else happened, and it's the bus fault. Like when he said there was no air conditioner. The whole problem with the air conditioner is they hung coat. He hung his coat over the thermostat, which then there was not reading what the bus was doing.
Yeah.
So then you come back and move the coat and hat, and you're like, that's the problem.
Well, Margot did share some email chains where they were trying to bill you and the bus money, and also they were accusing you of stealing, I think, $500 and maybe something else.
Yeah.
And then,
I heard about that a couple of days afterwards, and there was a hoverboard that was missing.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
The guy that I worked for, man, bands would give you 10, 15, 5,000, 10,000, whatever band it was would give you float money. And that float money you would carry with you to and from the hotel. That pays for the gas, that pays for the tolls, that pays for the food, that pays for the water if they want something special. And then you collect the receipts. And guess what? All those receipts better match up that dime all the way to the penny. Never came up short. Only when I started working with this guy was there a problem. $500 was lost off the bus. Well, wait a minute. Did you just, is that because you went to the strip club that night?
That was Portland.
Oh, you also stole his expensive flashlight that he bought for the tour, from what I'm reading here.
Right.
He bought a high-powered
There was a
flashlight.
flashlight,
So Wade, what they're kind of looking at
Tour
is,
bus has its own tools.
Wade, what they're looking at is the email that Alyssa sent to you and Rich. I shared all this, and for everyone to know is that this is just evidence behind the scenes, so everyone knows this is not just my word. This is not just Wade's word. This is true accounts from, again, back and forth exchanges of people not being accountable and not being responsible for what they did.
Well, this guy, Rich, he destroys their email. He responds to every single
so
point.
That's
Hi to Rich out there.
Yeah, and I think one of the things with the thermostat is he blocked the thermostat, but also they left stuff on the floor that was like stuffed against the vents or something. When I read through the email,
A couple things got sucked into the air conditioning compartments, because where the beds and stuff are, there's like little gaps. But as far as the mattress and stuff, they let the dog piss all over it.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
didn't take
and,
the dog out.
and
They wouldn't
shit
take the
in it.
dogs out. They wouldn't be responsible for their own dogs.
And what the hell? I thought we were abusing women. Now we're abusing pets too.
Yeah, Jeff, come on, man.
I'm putting a line in the sand. On this
fix
one.
your halo, dude.
and there was a situation where wouldn't drive into New York City, I assume, because of the size of the bus or something.
Oh, please talk about this.
Well,
please.
The laws, there's some laws in New York City that states that you can't take a bus and a trailer into the city. And it's specifically that particular club. There has been some times that you go down there, they will ticket you. It doesn't matter. It's a safe issue. And since 9/11, this law had came up. It was one of the things that we told them in the beginning, we're not going to New York. We will post up on the outskirts of New York. There's a company that comes and picks your trailer up, picks the band up, and takes you on down there. They did all that. He threw a fit. He wasn't going to pay them. And the company wasn't going to release the trailer. And I was like, please just keep the trailer. Keep the trailer. The tour's over. And I'll get these girls home safe. Done. But it didn't happen that way. He eventually paid them. He had to pay them to get the music equipment and everything else back.
And then when we got done with the gig, I think the guys from the bonfire said that they were there. I don't know, but it was fucking 3.5 hour long show. And we had these beautiful aerials that did the show too. And I just remember I went upstairs. They wanted to take photos. So the band and I were taking photos with the aerialists because they were really awesome women. And I was like, okay, Corey and I are at odds, but after every show, I would at least check in with them and be like, hey, so the show was like this, and I feel like we can make improvements here. And even though I was like, I just didn't even want to talk to him, didn't even want to see his face, I would still do that. But I remember that gig, finishing those photos with the aerialists, going upstairs to the VIP area, and they were fucking gone, and they left us. They left us.
Jesus.
And we were like, we went outside to be like, are they outside? And we go outside, and they're fucking not outside. The photographer that he goes by Metalheads. He's an awesome human. He fucking gave us a ride. A stranger's giving us a ride because I wouldn't agree to party that night for his stupid birthday.
Jesus.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, because in the
It's
original,
my birthday.
the original
Margot
email
doesn't want to party again.
What's so great about the original email is they're essentially trying to build the bus company for that. And it does say that, yeah, the refusal to drive into New York City costs us $1,500. There's no law restricting it, as we were told by both yourself and Wade, causing immeasurable grief and added stress on Corey's birthday and one of the most important shows.
Wow, on his birthday.
How could you? How dare you,
about
Wade?
his birthday.
Stupid birthday.
About his birthday, I think the girls came up to my hotel and knocked on my door and wished me a happy birthday and surprised the crap out of me. And then,
you were sleeping when we did
he
it,
got
too.
butthurt about that. They didn't come to my party, but they went to the driver's party.
Wait, was it his birthday or was that just the goof?
So it was after Corey, the gig in New York City for his birthday. It was Wade's birthday. I forget, how far.
July 20th.
There we go.
His
So it
is
was
the 27th. Mine's July 20th. That's
There we
how I
go.
remember that.
There we go. And so for that, Wade was sleeping. We took an Uber, got a cake from a store,
Oh, no.
went to the hotel.
Corey
He's
must have been
steaming,
so
dude.
Knocked on
He's
the door.
fuming.
It's like 3 a.m.
lucky to
and
live.
he opens the door. I'm like, "Happy birthday!"
No, you know what's
He was
great
a good
about
sport.
that?
You were a great sport about
Because
it.
Wade, your birthday is when's your birthday again?
July 20th, and Feldman's is July 27th.
So he probably was like, well, if they're doing that for Wade, I can't wait to see what they're going to do for
gonna
my
bust
birthday.
out all the snaps.
Never happened.
It's even better because it
Walking
wasn't
around
he
all day
didn't-
waiting for the surprise to happen.
He didn't know it was a slight yet. He was like, "Oh, we got a week till mine, and mine's gonna be great."
Every time he gets called into another room, he's like,
Margot's
I'll be
definitely
right
gonna
there.
party with me this
that's
time.
absolutely-
I know it.
That's why he left your ungrateful
Yeah,
ass there.
he
He's like,
left
well,
your
they
ass.
can Uber their ass over like they
Courtney,
Ubered the cake.
Margot's gonna party finally. We're gonna give her all the opioids.
Margot's gonna party on my birthday.
Everything you guys are doing, I can appreciate, having the truth come on there. And me and Margot lost contact for a while because it was just so much. Everybody was getting a hold of us. And
Yeah, monster.
it's good to take a break. And now that this stuff is really coming out, I hope people really understand and watch the movie and understand what kind of person he really is.
Corey is the problem. He will always be the problem. He creates the problem so that he can stay relevant all the time and play the victim and play hurt and play, back in the day, And he did that with Courtney. She's having this beautiful moment with her father.
Oh my God, my dad! Thank you so much for coming. It means everything to me. Thank you.
Well, see, and that's what a real dad would do.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
put the shoe on the other foot.
I know, it's just like, oh my God, thank God.
My own father would never go
I was kind of
out of his way one bit to do anything for any of his children?
And and he goes and he ruins it. He ruins it by making it about, well, my childhood, my father.
My dad would never do
into
that.
the frame.
And that's what it was with
Remember-
us too, because we would have lots
Remember
of
when
moments.
Courtney
like
had
that.
the? I'm sorry. Remember when Courtney had the busted lip, and I said, "What the hell
Yes.
happened to you?"
Oh no.
Oh, he was answering the phone and he accidentally hit me, and I was like, "Bullshit! He
Yeah.
fucking punched you."
Yeah, he punched me.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
How did he reach
you've seen people get hit before, and it's like that lip was
Uppercut.
swole because she got punched.
Yeah, she got punched.
Had
It
to
was
have.
it was definitely like an uppercut hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a
Like a
Ryu
jumping
dragon punch.
Like he had to jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And
That
no
sucks.
doubt it was, that was, part of her probably at one point having a breaking moment. I'm going to be a human being.
Well, I mean-
I want to have something for myself. And it was probably something very small. Like I want to, be able to have, I don't want you to look at my phone all the time. He was always looking at her phone and monitoring her phone, monitoring, everything. I mean, when I saw photos of her before they were together, totally different person.
Well,
Yeah,
if
we've
you
seen-
look at
we've
her
seen
now,
early
she looks
stuff.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've
looks
seen early stuff. She looks healthy, and
fantastic.
now
Yeah.
she looks like a completely different person.
But
You can
even
tell.
that, even
Absolutely.
at face
She looks
value,
healthy.
it's one thing to be excited to see your dad, but when you see that scene in the movie, that's a different reaction
Yes.
when she's that emotional. I mean, I get it. You haven't seen your dad in a long time. It's a surprise.
It's a
but like,
step outside the
it
bubble.
feels like there's something more there on how
There
like
was.
emotional
Absolutely.
she is to see her father there.
Right before that, her father took me aside
Mm-hmm.
and was like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And I'm like, "Sure." And he's like, "Come over here." And I was like, I can't do this. This keeps getting weird." So anyway, he takes me aside and I want you to tell me what's really going on with my daughter.
Really? Okay. So he even knew like, well, hey, I'm happy to see you too, but
Yeah.
what's going on? Why is
Yeah.
she so emotional?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there were a couple times I remember the very next day after a gig, I would sit up with Wade at the front area of the bus and I would just talk with Wade and be like, "Dude, I don't know how we're going to get out of this. I got to get out of this." I don't know how many times I did that, Wade, but I always appreciated it.
Thank you, Wade. I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, we love you, Wade.
Hey, wait a minute.
Go
Wait
ahead.
a minute. I'm part of the show, right? I was a part of the show right then.
Yeah.
So I'll text you my email, and I would love one of those 22 chains. Just to
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta
get
induct
one.
Wade.
You gotta
have
send us
to.
a video of you doing the
Absolutely.
oath.
Come
well,
on.
Wade, do you want to take your vow right now?
Yes,
then do you want to?
Wade.
Do you want to take
Yeah, I'll
your
raise
oath?
my right hand. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me get my Boston Red Sox hat on. I know that's going to hurt your feelings, Margot.
Oh, yeah. See you later,
I got my
Margot.
Boston Red hat sock. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, see you later, Margot. We got Wade now. You're old news.
Raise my right hand.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
It's right.
I solemnly swear to uphold the values of being honest and true.
I solemnly swear to hold the values of promisely and true.
Let's try that again. I solemnly swear.
I tripped over myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I solemnly swear to uphold
To uphold
the values of being honest and true,
the values of being honest and true.
even when it comes to the boof
Even when it comes to the boof
or the juke
or the juke
of the nards
of the nards
or my dick.
or my Rick.
And I will from this day henceforward represent the truth movement
henceforth and represent the truth movement
with wormwood
with wormwood
and liberty
and
justice for all.
In
the name of the Father,
the name of the Father,
the Son,
and
the Holy Spirit. 22.
Kiss him if you got him.
And the Holy
Kiss him if you got
Spirit.
him.
22. So help me God.
Kiss him for Wade.
Wade, it's official, man. You're a filth pig. We love it.
Welcome home, Wade.
All right.
Filth
You
pigs
guys
versus
take care
toilet
and get
bugs.
her safe to the airport. And I appreciate everything you're doing. And I love
Thanks,
you guys.
Wade.
And Margot, you know I love you.
Thanks,
I love
bro.
you.
Take
I
it easy,
love you,
Wade.
Love you, Wade.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
You too, Wade.
Man, what a surprise. That was great.
Never seen someone so excited to take the
Exceptional
oath.
human. Just want to
Yes.
say, like, if you want somebody to have your back that's a stranger, doesn't know you, I mean, he showed up. He showed up. Not many people do that and then show up again and again and again. When I needed him to be a witness in the labor board just to give a statement, showed up. Like him and his brother. Amazing human.
Good guy.
Oh,
Wade.
that's awesome. Did Britney leave? Britney might have left, I think. That's all right. We'll talk to her. Well, I'm waiting for the chat to catch up because we're on kind of a delay.
Which one's Britney?
Brittany's the one who
First
we kind of
guitarist.
were making fun of because she was way out there on the Q&A. But she's been hanging in the chat, so and we did point out that she did that great moment in the film.
Yeah.
But it does seem like she's still kind of in Corey's camp. So that's what we wanted to kind of get the inside scoop on is like where do your loyalties lie, Brittany?
Yeah,
do you just go where the wind blows?
Yeah, we've had two different people take the oath to boof their juke till they're hard or whatever.
Well, and also, I mean, speaking of that a little bit, there could be some. Margot, you're also serving as a bridge in a lot of ways for your boys, Jim and them, with a certain someone. Isn't that correct?
Corey Feldman.
Isn't that correct? You're giving us the hookup with Corey Feldman?
Corey Rodriguez.
No, we're talking about Queen Marcie Hume.
Wait, hold on. Who's on the line?
Hello?
Brittany!
Hey, is this Brittany?
Brittany!
It is. I'm going to go in the other room so my mom can watch.
Oh, my God. Hi,
right
Brittany's
now.
mom.
Thanks for having me.
I love everyone
Brittany's
gathered around.
Margot.
How big's the hat
Brittany,
you're
I
wearing
can
right
hear
now, Brittany?
everyone.
Oh, my
of
God. I
you
love
out
you,
there.
Brittany. I'm so glad you called in. Let's do this.
Oh, thanks. I've been feeling very depressed, so I figured why the hell not, right?
Why not recount some of the worst years of your life?
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry if there's a little delay.
All right.
Brittany,
Well,
they were just actually saying how awesome you were in the movie when you were telling Corey, what's up, and he needs to point the finger back at himself.
Oh, thanks for caring, and thank you for that compliment. Yeah, it's kind of a trip seeing all the good footage and the crazy footage of this experience we've all had back after so long. Because, I mean, it was like never-ending madness, right? Like,
Yeah.
So
I don't think I ever had a moment to be bored until recently, and maybe not still.
Corey Never-Ending Madness Feldman.
But where are you at with Corey right now? Like, are you still friends with Corey? Do you still keep in touch with Corey?
Oh, you want to get the juice right out? Oh, you got to make that video of me public again so I can.
Well, because
see what
that's
you
the
said.
thing. That's
I
the
was
thing
like,
that's confusing.
I didn't know if I should reach out because I didn't know if you guys would make fun of me more because I said, oh, they're making fun of me in the Q&A.
Brittany, they made fun of all of us. Jeff called me a mom.
It's just a
It's
a strange
Wait,
dichotomy.
what did you say, Mark?
He did. And I will
Sorry.
never forget it. But then
Say, wait,
I
say
made
again?
him my mangel.
Yeah, It's just interesting, Brittany.
Man
because
angel.
Everybody's talking about Corey in one way, and you seem to be talking about him more like a casual friend, where everyone else was kind of like talking about like the worst years of their life. So it was a little strange.
It was really like I don't think any of us had seen each other for years. Some of us either. So it was kind of I didn't expect to talk, and so Marcie had invited me. I was very nervous because Corey just kind of called me the day before about it and was telling me like, "Hey, you're promoting this movie that's like a hit piece on me," and I said I have never seen it, and this was before there was even a trailer. So there wasn't even a trailer out. So we're all like, oh my God, we're going to finally get to see some of our lives. This is great. Like, this supposed to come out so long ago. Or maybe, it's going to be for a cut-up series. And it turned into this, which, I mean, I feel like it's going to be ultimately a good thing that people have seen some of the things in that film. I mean, I think Marcie did a really great job with documenting everything with I don't want to bore you guys. I'm like, I don't know where to start. I've been sick, so I apologize. I'm a little.
You sound great.
It's 3
Brittany.
hours later here.
Don't worry. You sound great.
Thank you.
No, you're good. You're
Thanks,
good.
So
yeah.
He hit you up before the screening. Had you talked to him regularly before that, or did he hit you up out of the blue?
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, Courtney and Corey both had apologized to me a long time ago, and like in person, like tried to make some amends. And, so I go spend some time like for the holidays because I don't have family out there. So I'm definitely more of an attached person to people once I become friends with them. And it's hard for me losing people, and it just sucks. I mean, I'm just so tired of it, even now. Like, even over this film, I've had issues. I've had people harass me a little bit. Some people out of the woodwork, and they're like, yeah, you cut the other angels off. And I'm just like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Because there's a lot of things I'm like, I wasn't trying to cut anybody off in our interview or anything. I was probably trying to be just more positive than anything.
Brittany, you never
you don't
cut
feel like
us
that?
off.
I'm
No,
glad.
I know no one thinks that. I literally talked to Mara and Jez yesterday, and nobody thinks that. That's ridiculous.
Who's cutting people off? Margot over here.
Sorry, Brittany.
No, thanks, Margot.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
it's
that's
been a
a
long
bad
time.
friend.
Like, I've had a lot of memories.
Okay, so again, so to back up, it sounds like you get hit up by Corey before the screening. So then you show up and you were just trying to look at it from a more positive point of view, correct?
Yeah, after being sort of like, I love you, like love you's message from Corey. It's like, but I'm like, all right, I'm being very direct, and then he's gonna probably watch this too, of course, blah blah blah, and be pissed.
Don't worry, he'll watch it, but he'll lie and say he didn't.
You're funny there. No, but I'm just kind of frankly tired of men threatening me in any kind of a way.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that's happened off camera that y'all don't know. There's a lot of things that happened as I got kicked out that I'm not getting into, particularly at this moment. Maybe not yet. At some point soon, it might have to come up. We'll see. I'm trying to make things more lighthearted than negative, but I'm definitely hurting, after certain things. And I'm trying to pick up with myself and my life in general. And, I see Corey out a whole lot in my life in the last 2 to 3 years after the pandemic. I ran into him at the Corbin Nash event is when we sort of like made up, and it was this vampire movie of his, but
we watched it.
Producers, I know.
Yeah, you're not going to sell us what Corbin Nash is, I promise.
Yeah, we watched it. It's terrible.
Oh God.
Jagger Brothers movie. The producer of that, the one guy's a creep. He was fucking
Corey
weird.
Feldman?
Not the Jagger Brothers, but a different person. He was weird. Different story, different time. But don't mean to digress, but yeah, so like I see Corey a lot. That's why it just hurts me, because I feel like, I shouldn't have to be scared to go to something that I'm a part of. So like, I've already been kind of living in fear in a sense sometimes up until I had seen him, where it's like I'm kind of like tired of tiptoeing around things when it could be just made to be fun. Not everything was fun, obviously, that the Angels were experiencing, talking about from the documentary as like the main subject of where everybody's tone was kind of upset and pissed off. And after seeing all this, I mean, I was upset too. I barely even made it to the event just because my nerves were so bad. I flew in the day before from Pennsylvania, and I get a call from Corey after he knows about it for weeks, I guess. And I'm like, I heard about it, but I didn't know what to expect. So I'm like, it's going to be kind of a surprise. I'm wondering how Corey's going to be. Well, that'll probably be interesting to see if he comes out with the other Angels, and instead of hiding in a sense, because of, other people's issues with him. And we've obviously had some things happen between him and I, that crazy person friend you might have in your life or a family member. And then it's like, well, then you get over it, or like kind of make up type of a relationship. And it's just kind of stressful when you have that. Well, it's like railing on this. It's like, well, you'll be rewarded if you don't go. And I'm like, what does that really mean?
That's
so I don't really respond to Corey for like a week or two.
That's so bad.
And then he blocked me. And then the whole immaturity of like him, it's just so funny because everything's so influenced. Like I said, maybe don't react to it at all. So he's kind of saying nothing about it. And I talked to him for like a full hour of stress.
So you were his
I
therapist.
said, Corey, I appreciate you listening a lot too, because it's probably the most he's ever listened in any time I've talked with him.
Well, I should say it's really interesting to hear from what it sounds like. He did some damage control calls to you and was trying to hint at a potential making it worth your while if you downplayed the movie or didn't go to the screening. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, if I didn't go. And I'm just like, Corey, like, I want to go for myself. Like, I want to go, if anything, I'm going to promote myself. I mean, I'm not in a movie. I said, what if this is one of my, just to bring it up, because I do acting now. I didn't really do it then and take it serious. I started doing it before I got in Corey's project, and then something happened and almost blinded me on set. So I kind of avoided getting more into movies and acting, and I wish I had taken it more serious then, obviously, as a reflecting. But yada, yada. Now, what was my point with this? Sorry, I'm on cold.
Well, you were saying, the movie, like you're saying, the movie could be, it's cool. You get to see yourself in a film. You get to maybe even, it could be something for a reel. It's something, there's going to be industry people there. It's a networking opportunity. It's also being in LA. It's that vibe. You're amongst filmmakers, creative people, and he wants to take that, even that small opportunity away from you for selfish reasons, essentially.
Yeah, and that's where I felt like it was kind of just hurtful to say, like, you can't be the one to go. Like, if anything, I would, in my mind, because I go by reason and sense. That used to be my thing, was united by beauty and reason. And my old band was High Priestess. Embrace Your Character was going to be the album, right? Funny that Corey comes out with characters. And, and then I said, hey, well, I just have a question. this brings us back to this one very busy and fast 1 hour conversation we had the day before the premiere, and he wanted me so badly, just don't go. He's like, I just don't want you to go. He's like, you can't go to this thing. It's going to be a public hanging.
Oh,
and I'm like,
who's public hanging?
I don't like.
Well, when you give a man enough rope to hang himself,
I
then
want a
he's
front row
gonna.
seat to that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna
I
be
didn't
held
really get to talk
accountable.
to you as much
Can we
that
make
night.
that happen yesterday? Because I've been waiting for years for everyone to just realize he is the sole problem. He needs to be held responsible and accountable, and he makes people's lives miserable. There's a train wreck of people across the country.
Yeah.
He makes like completely insane. It's just, ugh.
Yeah.
Right,
And
Jeff?
I thought it would have been a fair thing for him to be like, well, I thought he had grown like to this point, right, to where he would be, maybe he was going to go and we'd be like, well, maybe it'll be interesting if we go and talk after all this stuff, because I don't know. And I haven't asked like people's legalities, like, because there's a lot of other stuff that wasn't mentioned, obviously, in the film, but there were a lot of things that Jackie had said, about Corey that had to happen. And I was not there on the tour, of course, for any of that, but and I don't lie about people. So it's like, I wasn't any part of it, but he wanted me in the part of vouching for him and stuff like that. And like, I have no problem telling anybody from my perspective of life or truth or whatever. And even if people are sounding, oh, this or that, or think I'm boring or something. Well, if they don't care about the integrity, like, at least it seems like you guys pay very well. I was talking about it with my mom. I was kind of shocked. You guys really do pay attention to the details of things, and those people, I think, maybe are tired of the subject if they're not getting to the root of the source. But I do feel like you guys are receptive to, Coreyisms and like really kind of learning. Like, he's like, I do kind of miss him, like being friends with him, and I'm like, exactly. That's kind of like where, I miss that friendship as well. And so, I'd gone for Easter, Christmas sometimes over there, but we would lack this like conversation sometimes of catching up with each other, because it's always like some stress of this and that, and like this sabotage of talk, and it's fucking exhausting.
What I think that sucks, Brittany, and I'm glad you called in. I know we were probably a little harsh on you in our video, but because it just sounds like you continue to keep trying to be a good friend to Corey, and at least from what we're hearing, all he does is take advantage of that.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't deserve it. So when people try to give him that benefit of the doubt, often it's very easy for us to be like, why on earth does anyone think this guy deserves benefit of the doubt at this point?
Yeah, I hear you. And like, if I see Corey at some point or eventually end up talking, I'm sure, but I'm just kind of, I had responded to him, and I realized that the text he had blocked to my response after I had finally seen the movie. I gave it maybe a week or two. And then I gave him a text, and I was like, he blocked me, and I noticed.
Well, be careful, Brittany, because you've talked to us now. That means you're a part of the dark cabal.
Yeah, I know.
There's no coming back
Oh,
now.
no, I'm probably going to be hearing about it.
Yeah, no, it's
He was pissed
over.
when I met Johnny Depp, too.
Oh,
He's like, Johnny Depp's not a good guy. I'm like, I've met Johnny Depp multiple times, and Johnny Depp is definitely a good guy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, no doubt.
If you do hear about it, put in a good word for us with Corey. If Corey is trying to be like, nah, those guys are kind of cool, actually.
I mean,
see
Jeff
if you
put
can
on
get
his-
us in.
Well, thanks for
Jeff
being
has a halo
respectful.
now. Come on, let him
Yeah,
in.
I didn't
He
mean
wants
to
to be a
interrupt you.
mangel.
Well, it's crazy because I thought you guys, like, I never even heard of you till last month, right? And it was from, I think,
It's growing.
from Corey. I was talking to him on the phone, and then another friend who was mentioning you. So I'm asking about, who are these guys? And Corey said, I don't know these guys, like, don't talk to them. And I said, well, I looked it up, and then it said, he was saying, these guys are cool, and your slogan, and Jim and them something. And no, I didn't know about any of this Jim and them or any. I've never talked about any of this with Corey recently. He never mentioned there's these hounds, just the wolf pack thing. And I'm like, I don't know about who's
He
involved
thinks
in
we're the
any of
guys that were driving the monster trucks that tried to kill him. He
Yeah.
thinks it was us.
He thinks we were driving the monster trucks.
I wanted to drive the monster truck.
Dude, if I drove that monster truck, I'd be screaming from the highest mountain. if it
Mike,
was
let's
me.
just drive monster trucks.
Okay, we're gonna rent some monster trucks after
Those
the show.
clips were pretty funny. I was laughing. I'm like, I didn't even hear about this stuff. I'm like, he's like, we had to do a dance move. I mean, it's hard not to laugh because it's so funnily told, but God.
You know what? I mean, if Corey wants to be
He'll
accountable,
be pissed.
maybe you
I'll
should just
probably
come
get
on
some
Jim
barrage
and them.
messages
He would never do
at
that.
some
You should
point,
just come on Jim and them.
But then he would have to be accountable.
No, but we've already laid.
Come on, have some faith in the man.
I'm on
child.
Jim and them.
Man child. I can't call him a man.
No,
It's
we've
man
laid
child.
down the challenge. If he comes on our show for 15 minutes, we'll never talk about him again. That's the. We've already
Well,
said this.
Shit.
Oh, yes.
Wait, then there's more to talk about though. Then you can actually like pick apart his new lives.
No, that would
But
never
that's
happen.
the deal is we never talk about him again if he comes on for 15 minutes. That's the deal.
See, I'm surprised he doesn't want to just talk and clear the air with you guys or something, but
He
I
wants to
definitely don't
fight
like
us.
getting like harassment and like from some people that he's involved with here and there, and like then you'll see even more. Oh, back to the unfollowing thing. I just said on the phone to Corey, I said, I just have one question because I've been having people ask me this. They're like, if you're really friends with Corey, how come he doesn't follow you on Instagram? So I said, so I'm asking you, how come you don't follow me? He's like, you don't really have a good answer. And then he's like, and I sent him some pictures of us from NAMM the last couple of years where we're like jamming at this blues jam and everything's been cool. Like invited him to something where I got invited from meeting someone from him. I mean, I have a lot of good roots from meeting Corey that all kind of, in a way, originate back to becoming from this band in some way or meeting Corey. So I'm not, I just try to give the real story and not like credit where it's credit's due, you know, but there's a lot of crazy shit.
Well, because Britney, I mean, I know you probably know this, but this Goblin Ghoul's taking advantage of your good nature. Is that you're a good friend. He doesn't even follow you on socials. He only calls you when he needs something.
Yeah, he can tell that you're not going to turn on him, so he's just going to keep trying to squeeze that stone until he gets everything out of it.
And then I see he's like, hey, I'm following you, and I see, and then he likes one of my pictures or my videos of guitar, and I'm like, that's nice. And then the next day, after he figured I went to the event, and then he just unfollows me. And then his other chick that I'm good friends with, his PR agent, who's Sammy, I've always been friendly with. I was just kind of shocked to see. I'm like, why is she unfriending me? But then she's like making harassing comments on my page about
big
films
shocker
rather
there.
than, like,
Wow, she's
send
changing
me a
her
message.
ways finally. Whoops, nope, not at all.
Well, and also, I don't know if you've been seeing it, but there's been a lot of love in the chat. People are saying they got your back. A lot of people saying we love Britney. So you got a lot of people on your side in the community with the filth pigs. Down with the filth pigs.
Well, thanks for the time.
You always
You
have
guys
you
are
always have
funny.
me, Brittany. You always have Mara. You always have Jackie. You know, just you always have that. And remember what I said outside the second premiere is no matter what you choose, real friends stand by you. You still have that. You still have us.
Well, Brittany, I hope you do call in again. But before we let you go, can you go ahead and raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Am I preaching to Satan? What am I
No,
doing?
you're about to become a
You're
filth
part
pig
of the dark
officially.
forces
Yeah, you're
anyway.
about to be a filth pig.
Hold on, I got mine on now.
I don't want to be called a filth pig, preferably.
Hold up,
All
you're
right.
22.
You could be a locker room goon.
You'll get a 22 necklace out of this. Are you ready?
A 22 necklace. That's Corey Haim's number.
Well, 222.
It's not exactly. It's not even.
I had that
Corey.
number follow me around for a very long time.
Yeah, so have we lately.
In coordination with a number that I used to have kind of pop up at
You're
times.
never going to get her to say this whole thing, Jim. This is a fucking fool's errand.
Raise your right hand, Brittany.
Good luck.
And repeat after me, okay?
What am I repeating? Is this a chant to Satan? You promise not?
No. So here you go. Repeat after me. I solemnly swear.
What am I swearing to?
No, just repeat after me.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
You'll be
Just
all right.
repeat. You'll be good.
I solemnly swear
To uphold the values
to uphold the values
of being honest and true,
of being honest and true. I love that.
even when it comes to the booth.
Who's the booth?
Count it. Keep going.
One more time. Even when it comes to the booth.
Who is the booth, though?
Just repeat it.
What am I going to be clipped later for this?
No. We've all done this. We've all taken
every
the
one of
oath.
us has done this.
I've already done it.
right now.
You're good. I've already done it. You're good.
Even to the booth. I feel like I'm speaking
Okay.
French.
Okay, keep
Or
going.
the juke.
Or the juke?
Yep. Of the nards.
Of the nards.
Or my dick.
I don't have a dick. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
okay.
You don't have
It's
to
a
have
figurative
one.
thing.
Yeah. Or my dick.
As Deb would say from Dexter, I won't step on my dick.
All right. And I will from this day.
And I will from this day.
Henceforward.
Okay, this is going to end henceforward.
Represent the truth movement.
It's almost over.
I used to play a lot of that music. I met the guitar player from that this summer.
All right. So you
Of the
repeat it.
truth movement.
Yeah. Represent the truth movement.
Okay. Where's this going?
We're already there. Keep going. Just repeat it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta repeat it.
He did.
Okay. Represent the truth movement.
I already represented the truth
All right.
movement.
Nice.
Yeah.
With wormwood. With wormwood.
I don't drink absinthe.
That's all right.
I don't drink anymore.
It's just an oath.
It's just an oath. It's just figurative.
Just a figurative oath.
It's just a promise you have to keep.
Okay, I'm not going to say that because I don't really know what that's going to count as.
All right.
Like,
And
make a
liberty.
spell complete.
All right.
It sounds like a spell. I'm sorry.
All right. And liberty.
And liberty and justice for all.
Yep. All right. You're ahead of me. In the name of the Father.
Do you believe in God?
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father. But what are we quoting here? I don't take religion lightly.
We're almost to the end. Yeah,
It's
no,
just the
I mean,
oath.
and the Son.
I said,
I don't know where you're going with this. You can finish it.
All right. Well, this is the last line. And the Holy Spirit, 22.
You can pay me to finish to say the rest of it.
Oh,
Sorry.
how much?
Kiss him if you got him.
Kiss him
I
if you
guess.
got him.
here we go.
Maybe we'll talk later about that.
First time in the
Okay,
world,
we'll see.
Britney was like, you know what? I don't want to talk.
I don't like being told what I'm being told. I mean,
It's
come on.
just the Jim and them
After,
oath.
after what I just talked to you about, you shouldn't be asking me to say anything.
It's just the Jim and them
That's
oath. It's a
true.
safe oath.
That's true. That's true. I know we're
Come on,
learning to.
have a little bit of respect.
But you get a
know, for
necklace
that.
out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you
We're
do get
trying
a
to
necklace.
learn to
I'm
trust
not
each
trying
other.
to get anything out of it.
That's fair. We're trying to learn to trust each other. We got 85%.
I don't think you're as empathic as like you. My mom said that's blasphemy. I really don't appreciate.
Okay, okay. I'm not trying to. We're not trying to
you can
do
roll
that.
it back, but it's disguised with some cover. I'm not stupid.
Okay, well, no, we're
Real
not
what my
trying.
mom said.
We're not trying to. We're not trying to insult your religion.
We're
or
doing a
anything
fun
like that.
little joke.
We're just
Well, it
doing-
kind of feels a little bit like it. Come on, I'm not stupid.
All right.
Anyway, you cut to the chase. What do you really want from me?
No. We
You
were
want me
just.
to say something for a necklace? What do you really want? Are you really about the truth? That's all I'm saying is, like, where are you trying to get with this at the end of our culminative talk?
You're the
I
third
don't think I
person
owe
that
you
we've
anything.
done
I
this
didn't even
little
need to
joke
call
with.
in. I know, but it's not all funny. Not everything you're laughing at is fucking funny. It's been fucking pain. It's been a lot of work and a lot of time you don't see. So you guys are jumping in, but don't make fun of me. I'm telling you that.
We,
All right, we literally weren't.
we
so.
weren't. We've done that
Okay.
oath. We literally do that oath with everyone. It was a fun
Margot
bit.
did it like 5
You know, I'm
seconds
not
ago.
everyone.
All right.
I'm not everyone. You hit the page.
Well, you're getting a
Nice
little
to
bit more
meet you.
upset at us
But
than.
I'm not going to be a follower. You were lucky to have me grace your chat.
Well,
All
you're-
right.
okay, you're getting a
There's
little
a
bit
lot
more
of stuff
upset
you
with
don't
us
know.
than your predator friend that you were defending. That's the only. My only problem is you have a predator friend you were defending. I mean, we're trying to help you out
Be
here.
cautious not to be slandering people either. I'm just saying, don't be talking bad about me
All right,
in the
so-
future. I just want to say that.
Okay. You can come fight us when we do that, I guess.
Look, I understand a
I'm just
lot of
saying.
stuff has happened as I said earlier in this conversation that we were just trying to help you, especially with the situation. Like I said, you were being a good friend to Corey, and he was clearly always taking advantage of that. We're on your side. Yeah, we had some fun with the Q&A, but because again, we were completely bewildered with how you were acting with the tone of the situation. Like no one else was on
But
the
why
same
can't you
page as you.
understand some people can be friends after they've had something happen? Like, do you guys see sometimes people might be friends again at some point? Like,
That's what I
just wanna
just
see
said
what you have
earlier
to
in
say
this
about that. Like,
conversation.
I don't want to have harassment from people giving me like, oh, but she's on that side, she's on that side. It's like, well, yeah, I've had a lot of shits happen to me, but it's probably been worse than any of the other people complaining. I'm just going to say that straight.
Well, we absolutely
Just
did
so
not
you know.
try to set, we had nothing to do with anyone harassing you. Sure, we had some fun with the Q&A.
Oh, I
but
didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Well, I'm
That's
just
very much
clarifying in
separate.
case someone's listening right
Thank
now,
you.
because again, you're getting a
Yeah.
little heated. So I'm just trying to clarify the situation, because yeah, we're
I
coming
didn't say it
from.
was for me.
Friend today who's famous, Corey.
There was a friend that died today that I'm pretty upset about. Catherine O'Hara died today, so I'm a little bit upset about that. I worked with her on the studio recently, and I think you guys should kind of tone down like the hilarity. It's not all funny. You guys want to make fun of everything.
Well,
but
we're not
there's a lot
talking
of
about
people
Catherine
involved with what
O'Hara,
you're
first
saying.
of all.
We are also doing a
No,
comedy show.
I'm
so-
saying my mom said she died, and she wants me to remind you that I had a friend that I made on set. She was a wonderful lady, and I just want to say Catherine O'Hara passed away. I've been pretty upset about that.
Hey, no, we've all been upset. She's
My mom said you guys are as immature as Corey Feldman, if anything, and maybe have no because you guys weren't child stars. So
You guys are morons.
my mom said now you're morons.
Well, can we
Okay,
talk
yeah,
to your
my
mom?
mom.
Can you
Yeah.
put your mom on the phone?
What else did your mom
No.
say?
My mom has heart problems. No, my mom said you can fuck off. Actually,
Can we talk to her? Can we?
sorry, you guys, but Margot, but My mom said she doesn't waste time with morons. You guys.
Aw. Well, we hope your mom's feeling better. Can you at least tell her that? Can you tell her that I hope she feels better?
I'll say that.
And you know what? And I'm sending good wishes to her.
I will.
Can I hear you tell her?
My mom said she doesn't know why Margot wants to sit and talk to these idiots.
Margot, can you answer that question?
I think the film showed glimpses, but not everything. And I think people should really hear about our experiences. And that's why
let me just say, look, listen, Britney, we could be your punching bag. I understand a lot of stuff's going on. I understand there's probably a lot of different emotions between what you're feeling, what your mother's feeling, especially because, you know, you're her daughter. I'm sure she loves you very much. So obviously with some of these things that have happened and so with some of these things that are also now being brought back up from the past with the film that's released, I understand there's probably a lot of different stresses and pressure. But let me let you know that we're not your enemy. We are not the problem. We're a comedy show. We're doing goofy stuff. We're not making fun of you. We're not trying to start problems with you and your family. So I understand,
Okay,
if
cool.
if you're upset about things, that's completely fine. But there's no need to try to point it at us and try to attack us.
Well,
over
I'm not gonna say oaths that sound like Satan. I'm
I'm
like
sorry.
they sound like they sound like a spell, and I don't support witchcraft.
It's like a silly
Fair
joke.
enough.
It's
I'm
like
just
a
gonna
little
be
joke.
very direct with you. You know, I don't support certain things. I lived with
That's
a fucking
completely
witch a long
fair.
time ago.
That's completely fair.
Someone who claimed to be. I don't think that is something to take lightly, and I kind of don't appreciate to be made fun of either.
Well,
and
let's see.
especially
We
later.
were not
So I
making
just wanna
we were
say
not
you
making
guys need to
fun of
have
you.
A little bit more respect.
That we're not making fun of you. I'm sorry I went down that path. I'm not sure if you heard earlier. We were doing that with other people. It wasn't a thing aimed at you. And I respect whatever your beliefs are, so we're not trying to take that away. But also, I mean, reel it in a little bit, okay? We're not the problem. Like, I just want that to be clear. I understand you're upset, but we're not the problem. So just remember that.
remember who the real enemy is.
I appreciate you
Margot?
calling in. And I understand it probably could cause some issues with you with someone that you think is a friend. But I think the clear thing that you should know, and also your mother should know, is that man is not your friend. He doesn't care about you. He'll only use you, and he'll only take advantage of you. So if there's one thing, you can think we're morons, you can think we're stupid, whatever the fuck it is, but you should at least, if you're going to take one thing away from it, that man is not your friend. He's not going to help you at all.
I agree.
Are you done?
Yeah, no, I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. I appreciate it. Thank you for
Okay,
listening.
cool. It sounds like you went to the College of Corey Feldman's like fandom. Like I just want
did.
to say, like I know you guys are very big fans of his, but
I am.
You know, I live with this person. You know, I know him pretty well, much fucking more than you.
That's
so
fine.
I hear you. I'm not defending anybody, and I'm also not going to be condescended, made fun of later. So just have respect talking about people, and kind of think a little bit more about who it's affecting and who's hearing it, because people do hear it. You know, they might not care always, but I mean, I took a stab.
Yeah, we're just
But I'll
trying
talk
to
to you guys
defend him from
later.
your
Have a good
predator
night.
friend.
I really appreciate you
I don't wanna
calling
be-
in.
Talk to you like an idiot. So talk to you later.
We were
Talk
not
to you later,
doing
Margot,
that.
as well.
All right.
All right, well,
Bye, Brittany.
Yeah, my mom just was like this because it's like I was in the band at the beginning of all this stuff. You guys are making fun of like the formation, and you could ask much more interesting questions about that, the beginnings, rather than all the drama that you guys all like to hear is like all negative shit. It seems like mostly, and you guys feed off of it, and so it just kind of feels like to me you're masking yourselves, but I can, you know, you're showing yourselves as well. I'm reading the chats, people are saying all this stuff. Just people need to be more respectful and just think like, get out of here. You know, would you like to be talked to like that in your family?
Well, I
Things
mean,
like
I think
that.
you should take should zoom out a little bit. I understand. Yeah, you could point out that maybe there wasn't all bad situations. We don't make fun of the band. We make fun of the man. We make fun of the man,
But you never compliment the band. It's something I
No, we
noticed about
absolutely
you guys,
do.
is
You
that
should
never
listen.
You
say
should listen.
really
You're
nice
telling on
things
yourself
about
right
the
now. You've
women
never heard anything if you
or
think
the
we don't
girls.
compliment the band.
We
I
absolutely
haven't really
do.
heard compliments about anything from you guys, maybe towards the women, if ever.
Then you should
Especially
listen
about
to the
any
show.
of us being pretty or any certain things. Like nobody's complimented. It's just
There's
kind
a
of
reason
funny.
why
I'm just gonna
Margot's
say
sitting
that.
in here. There's a reason why Jez talks to us. We say complimentary
Margot's
stuff
a
about
very
you guys
strong
all the
feminist.
time.
Margot's a strong feminist, so she hears me. It's like, you know, to be respected is definitely one thing, but to be made fun of is another. So just like realize there's a lot of people attached to this as well, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Right, they're all predators.
Yeah, there are a lot of predators
I
attached to
did,
it.
you did. But there are, mostly.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, fair enough. It's something we can agree on. I mean, yeah, again,
Maybe in a way.
The thing is, we're the fairest podcast in the game. I forgive your ignorance, so you didn't know that, but we are the fairest podcast in the game. We actually won an award for being the fairest podcast in the game, so
I didn't know
you
that.
should check your stats next time.
Amazing.
2 years in a row.
Award from what's the podcast industry? What's this award from? YouTube?
From the Academy Awards.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
That's
You
one of the
could show
bigger
me a screen
academies.
cap of that later. I don't know about that.
Listen,
It's a complicated situation. I understand, Britt. I think I could call you Britt now. I think we're friends now. We've been
Yeah,
through the
that's
fire a little bit, you and I, Britt.
Yeah. So you know what? You know, kind of experience like what I've dealt with. So there you go.
Again, I
Maybe
get
now
it.
you can be inspired.
You know, hey, you could take it out on us. That's completely fine as long as you take aim at the proper target.
Of course. The same though. It's a little frustrating. I just don't want to be chanting spells that you guys are trying to like.
No, I'm sorry
goad
about
me
that.
to
I
do,
shouldn't have gone
and
down that path. It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah. It kind of just ruined the whole conversation. So everybody in the chat is like jumping in and saying all this bad shit about me. You keep your mouth shut because I don't like people making fun of me and then, you know, kind of using, like you said, all your good for bad. So I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Britt.
I know what that means.
And I'm not a man. I'm sick. Yeah, I might sound like a guy on the phone, and I don't care. You guys.
Yeah,
should
we're
hear
not
these
the
things.
chat.
People
We
in
didn't
comments.
say
You don't
that.
have to. We're not
No,
the
I'm
chat.
saying these people in these comments.
Then
it's hilarious.
talk
They're
to the
like,
chat. You don't need to talk to
So
us.
funny. All right, guys.
Bye,
it
Brittany.
was fun. It was interesting. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
All right, later.
Wait.
What are you people with?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So dumb. So stupid.
That was good.
Well, thanks for that, Margot.
Yeah,
It's Margot's fault.
Yep.
Thanks for that. Jesus,
Yeah,
Margot.
I know.
It was going really well until she thought we were casting a
Nah,
spell.
that was my bad. I shouldn't have got down the oath. Again, legitimately, it's
I mean, if she had
It's
seen
not-
the show before and
Yeah.
knows that's kind of the lead up, because you did the same lead up with me. I kind of knew where you were going.
we just did it with someone
I
else
think
on the phone.
I think she would have felt better
Yeah.
about it. But just playing devil's advocate, I mean, you know, she is she's in a precarious situation. You know, Corey's
She is
still
afraid
breathing.
of magic.
She is a bird on the wall.
If I was afraid of magic, I would also think that the oath was terrifying. It was going
Well,
very well.
Now
before
you
that.
got to
You're
pick a
welcome.
side, Margot. Us or
Sorry.
Brittany.
Oh God.
You got to say it right now.
I don't
Us
see
or
there's
Brittany.
there's no sides.
Yeah, there's no
Everyone
winner.
remember,
No, you got to pick a side.
remember the real enemy.
Look Jeff in the eye and
Remember-
pick a side.
Yeah, you already said Jeff's your
I'm
angel.
I'm looking at both eyes.
You said that Jeff's your angel.
Yeah. Wait, does the angel follow me or does I follow them?
That's
You
true.
would know.
You gotta. I mean,
You're
we
supposed to
got.
know
I
the
hate to do this, Margot, but we gotta draw a line in the sand
I
right now.
know.
Yeah, it's like when Rufio was like, "Who's
The
who's
voodoo
in
doll
charge?"
wasn't enough. I put the halo
Yeah.
on for 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and then that
Yeah, wait,
happened.
you had a
It's
voodoo
just-
doll the whole time. She
Yeah.
set it up.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that went south. We were going good. We were rocking and rolling.
Yeah, that was
Thought we
pretty
made a
good.
new best friend.
That was
Yeah.
like
Call back in.
we went really high with Wade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I thought I was like shocked at how well it was going with her until she thought a magic spell was being cast.
We do have Marcie Hume in studio. Welcome. Whoop, wrong song.
Boy, oh boy.
Ready? Oh, yeah, here we go. Marcie Hume is in the studio. In the studio. Yeah, in the studio. This is where you got to freestyle, Marcie.
Oh, sure.
And do you
Yeah.
rap?
Nope.
Bust a quick rap.
Absolutely.
Time to rap.
Marcie Hume
Get in
rap.
there.
Doing it.
Get in there.
And go
Get right.
and rap.
Yep.
rap. Oh no! Oh really? This is what you expect out of people? That's beautiful. No,
Gotta-
I
you gotta
really
get
love
really
it. No,
in there.
I'm in
Yeah,
there, and
okay,
I feel
yeah,
great about it.
yeah.
I've used up all of my adrenaline for being with nerdy men for the rest of my life.
No, we're great.
You are great. You
All
are
right,
great.
all right. Sorry,
but
sorry.
this has been like it's like I took a drug and went inside the brain of nerdy men, and I'm just living in here.
Well,
it's
you're
incredible.
you're in the right place. Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't usually make people rap, so it's all right that you didn't rap.
We
but-
almost always make people
I thought
rap.
that was a
Yeah.
rap.
No, you rapped. You did like a Shatner rap.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for coming here to the studio in the belly of the beast with your
that how you think
enemies.
of it?
Yeah, with your enemies, Jim and them.
How much danger do you feel like you're in right now?
There's a lot of history that we need to hash out. I mean, I think you had mentioned to me that people have told you in your real life, they were like, you know what, Marcie, you're actually a character on this YouTube
Yeah,
show.
some very good friends of mine, they were like, our friend said, don't tell her we're texting, but you're a kind of have a parasocial relationship in this world. And I was like, I'm going to have to definitely dig in and look at this. And it's obviously, I think for normal people, it is uncomfortable to watch yourself in any way. I think that's a normal reaction. But I have really tried to catch up, and I've done my best anyway. But
Okay.
I mean, it's incredible. It's an incredible world that you have built, which I am now in.
Yes.
as
I
we
know.
speak.
Can you believe what you've done?
I am as well.
Are you catching up on your lore?
I don't think I can take credit for most of this magic.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been a short but robust journey together. And here we are. And I obviously made a video for you guys today that was only a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Hey, Jim and them. Just wanted to let you know that I'm on my way to talk to you about all the erroneous and totally egregious things that you've said. I know Corey won't come and confront you about things that you say, but I sure will. I'm very excited to see if you will stand by the stuff that you have completely made up. I'm genuinely excited. And don't think that I don't know that you're Googling the word egregious right now. I also want you to know that I have a team of writers working on finding you a better tagline. I know that. I'll see you soon. You know, you guys have said some things that are off the cuff. So, you know, you were...
Are you going to get right into it? I mean, I know
Well,
you have some things
I've
that
been
you want to
thinking about
call
it a
us
little
out on.
bit.
It is
I-
crazy
so
what
nice.
Jim and Mike say about you.
I just... I
Wonder how mad
know,
you are, just us, but not Jeff.
No, I feel two things at the same time always. I feel like we should be on the same page and just watching footage together and just joyful. But I also think we come from very different backgrounds. We should hash some things out. I
Well,
think
yeah,
it'd be
we're
great.
three guys, salt of the earth. You're Hollywood elite.
Yeah.
Blue collar.
Totally,
We're blue
totally.
collar. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
We're classic underdog heroes. You're the man with the thumb on trying to hold us down.
So ridiculous. I mean, I find it so incredible. Do you also, by the way, I love it that you reached out to Jim Cummings
Yes.
to be invited. Like, are you afraid of girls? I
No,
wanted
no,
to know
No,
what's
no.
happening.
There were other people that we reached out to first,
Okay.
and we were told that we were not allowed.
Well, to be fair, I also if we're good, let's just get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I did message you on IG. And then when I heard the bad news about how you hated our guts, I unsent the message. I was like, you know what?
did?
Yeah, I was like, you know,
Got
'cause
shot.
it was like that same
Oh,
day
that's
when
heartbreaking.
the trailer dropped. Yes, I messaged Jim Cummings on Facebook and I messaged you on IG.
Who Jim really liked ahead of time.
And one person replied to the comment to the thing. Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings.
A true
What a good
gentleman.
guy.
yeah,
A
one of
knight
the
in
most handsome guys.
a knight in shining armor.
He is a night shining.
It would be fine if he was a Hollywood elite cannibal. It's completely fine because that's how good looking he is.
Yeah, he's allowed to eat people.
Let him roll. Okay, so that's incredible that you messaged me and unsent it. That's very
I
brave
did
of you.
That was my like mean girl mentality. I was like, fine, you don't even get the satisfaction because the way I pictured it is you were just gonna look at the message, chuckle to your friends and then like ignore it, leave me on red.
For the
Oh,
record,
that's so sad.
For the record, when you ignored my message, I did not unsend it.
Man, guys are going to, this is going to change my life, and I'm going to become better at replying to messages because
okay.
I have to say I'm not the greatest at what they call communication.
All right.
I mean, I love people and talking with people, but I can't say I'm the best at messages. I was very wary of, look, I didn't know about the pod until it was, I can't remember exactly how long it was before, but actually our editor's partner loves you guys, and she was like, hey, listen, there is this podcast you should know about. But I mean, the anti-Corey pod was kind of something I thought was true. Is it? I mean, but it's not
the
really true.
anti-Corey pod every episode.
So that's a question you can't ask because it's impossible to answer because you won't know what the real answer is depending on who answers.
Well, and I was saying on there, you can't be too mad at me. I don't even remember what instrument you played.
Oh my
I'm being honest. I'm sorry.
So mean. I was very wary, and now I sort of think, having watched you guys, my heart has softened. And I am very glad to be talking with you guys because, like everybody, I've talked about this in this whole world of Corey enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
There is always a merging of love and criticism. There just has to be both at the same time. And maybe you guys have taken it to a new level of a fine art. I don't know. You have your own corner of the universe that you have built with it. So what can I say? I can't.
Well, some people would say that the reality is, and I think we've said this on this show, is the mainstream said no thank you, and now you're heading back down into the doldrums in the dirt with the dogs. Your boys Jim and them.
Hey, I need to go to the slums and hang out with Jim and them because the elite don't like me anymore.
The mainstream said no a long time ago. The mainstream said no when I first tried to get financing for this movie. So that's happened the entire time. So
I did get word that you're not interested in wearing the halo, which is okay.
Thank you.
We did get We did get you some devil horns, though. If you wanted to wear the devil horns instead,
you're just offering me different plasticware. You think that I'm into sort of cheap Halloween costumes?
When Andrew Dice Clay was on here, he wore cat ears.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
So,
no, I'm so happy to be in
that's
such
a no,
fine
then?
company. Do you want me to be wearing something? Does that make
No,
you
you
feel
don't
like
have
something good is happening?
You don't have to. I just figured I'd give you the option.
Listen, I'm happy to wear something for you.
No, that's all right.
That helps with the Instagram moment that we had. No, Jim, give it to me.
No, now I feel now I'm embarrassed.
I see that. Listen, I
you're
think
like alpha counter Jim. He threw a punch and you're like, nope. I judoed it right back
you
at him.
want to turn these on or?
Yeah, there's
I see you already
switch
turned
at
them
the
off.
bottom,
You were
yeah.
so ashamed.
Yeah, I got ashamed.
Listen, here's the thing with the whole unsending of the message. I think we just have to put ourselves out there and
like me,
do our
like
thing.
I did.
And
that's great, actually. You know what? Now I realize that was a great idea by me.
Now that you see it in action, you just needed her to give you a little confidence. Sometimes that's all we need.
It was so funny because when we had the halos, obviously, for Margot, there was a good amount of people that were like, don't fucking do that. Like the commenters, they're like, don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
don't
it's a little bit mean.
Don't bring that's not mean.
Well, I wouldn't say it's nice. It's not kind or generous, but it is funny how you sort of say these things. Like your feelings seem hurt very easily, and that's very sad. And I don't want. No, I'm not. I don't mean it like that. I just mean I'm not interested in having you feel left out in any way, and I now feel terrible about it. So
let's back up because what you're referring to is this beef that arose from the premiere of the film, which we've talked a lot about this. If people have watched our videos, we've talked a lot about how obviously we'll get into this more specifics behind this, but the movie was released. It wasn't snuck out, but there was definitely not a lot of lead time. It was in a week we're going to be premiering this movie. No one knew a lot about it.
It happened fast.
It happened quickly. So we were going to maybe go to it and then, understood. Like I've said this on the show. We didn't think we were entitled to go. It wasn't that. But then we got word, and I don't know if this was miscommunication, but we got word it wasn't just don't let those guys in. It was don't talk to those guys. That's what set us down a different path.
I would never tell any other people who to talk to or not. That is not something that is appropriate to do, first of all. But I was not going to jam with you guys, and I will, once I knew who you were a little bit, I sort of in my mind thought that I was just being cautious and thought that it was really sort of a takedown of Corey.
Mhm.
And I think in the world, and we will also maybe talk about this a little bit, the notion of trying to be truly fair to all film subjects is a difficult promise, but it is something that you just want to really pursue to the ends of the earth. And that was something that I still continue to do. And I feel that it's very fair to be talking to you guys and still feel that I am relentlessly fair and empathic to folks in the film. So that still stands. But I think without really knowing who you were and what you were about and not having watched all of it, in my mind of safety, I was not going to be chatting with you guys. But I would never tell people you can't talk to someone. That's not an appropriate thing to do with adults.
Well, I mean, we are the fairest podcast. I think you should know that
I'd love to
at
know
this point.
why that is. May I take this opportunity to ask why you are the fairest podcast?
Exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, it's what you're saying.
If you go through our content, because people, to the layman, to the normie, to the uninformed, they would look at our channel and think that,
It's the anti-Corey pod. Every episode.
And that's a Corey narrative. That's not true. I mean, if you actually listen to it, yeah, we goof with it. We have a lot of fun. But there's plenty of times that we're being complimentary or we're actually trying to give advice on what should be done because clearly we know a thing or two about a thing or two. So that puts us in a higher echelon than any other Corey channel because we are the fairest podcast in the game. Does that make sense? Does that explain it?
Sure. And
Yeah.
I think I find that a lot of folks that, not to group you in with others at
right.
all,
Yeah.
but I find that is the nature of a lot of criticism and enjoyment. As we say, it is both at the same time. And I don't know why I kind of thought you were maybe in your own camp. I think with comedy, it can be tricky because you don't have to go by the same sort of rules necessarily as maybe other groups. You can just throw some things out there. And in fact, when I heard that you said that people couldn't talk to you, that was a little jarring, I have to say, because I was like, oh my God, that would be terrible. I would just not do that. So, but again, you guys can say whatever you want because you can have a goofy good time. Are you texting me right
No,
now?
I'm trying to find because if you want to talk about me being like,
You're texting her. Do you like the horns?
Are you looking for messages? Are you
I'm
doing
trying to find
fact-checking?
my real time reaction because
I remember.
I
like
fly
that.
off the handle.
But
Like
I know you
I've
get
said
very
this-
wound up.
I've
Your
said this,
feelings
Jim.
get hurt.
By the time we did the show, like Tuesday, you were like not having a good time, but by Friday, an incredibly even keel approach to everything. I was very impressed.
Well,
by.
here's the other thing you said. I remember. I can sort of hear it in my mind, echoing around. Is that you said, "No one from the doc hit us up," and I thought it was incredible for me as someone who is sitting here, just constantly going, "Want to watch my documentary?" Because I live in a world where I just think you just have to tell everybody what you're doing. There's no presumption that people are going to know what you're doing.
Right.
And it's one by one being like, here's my film.
Oh yeah.
And
Dancing around.
To me, I just thought it was kind of incredible. There's a real duality there of having a soft heart, but also being like, we deserve to be
But
part
see,
of this.
I-
And maybe you do
Yeah.
deserve to be part of it. And here we are.
Again, I could be wrong. I haven't watched it. I don't know if we were necessarily like, oh, they didn't hit us up, or if we did say that, that would definitely be more tongue in cheek.
I think you were goofing, but I do think you said it.
I think that was maybe tongue in cheek.
Yeah, you definitely said it.
But
You
I
definitely
do.
meant it.
I feel like being Jim and them and being, the experts on choreography.
No one from the doc hit us up.
Well, yes. Well, that's kind of part of it. That's where I'm
Yeah.
going. Not even that, but it's not even about that they hit us up. It's what we started getting word is that they were openly trying to avoid us.
Really?
They were actually telling people not to interact
Yeah,
with us.
there was an affiliation with us was negative.
But no, I mean, because I was talking to Mike about it. This was in the moment, and I was reasonable up until the point when I heard that people were told not to talk to us.
Not true.
That's when I said, "Oh, she's just a Hollywood windbag that thinks she's making art." These people are my enemies. Jim Cummings.
I don't know about this.
You're fucking dead.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said the
And you said,
man?
nah, you don't want them as enemies. It's a good sign that we're big enough deal in their life to appear dangerous.
This is incredible.
What did I say?
And I said, no, this is probably better. Meaning us being the enemies. This is not good information to give me.
This is incredible.
But by the time he hit Friday, and I was like, uh-oh, Jim's it's either gonna be scorched to earth or
Yeah, by the time we streamed, I was more complimentary than anyone, though. But yeah, no, in the moment, I was like, yeah, no, these Hollywood scumbags, they're dead.
It's so funny to me because I
And I was like,
just
no,
think
you love
Hollywood
him.
is such a fabrication and the idea of Hollywood to me is so funny, especially in regard to a movie like this, which is clearly just a few people scraping it together and getting it out into the world, which is the way that things mostly work. I mean, it's really no different, I would argue, than something like persisting with a podcast for 19 years or whatnot.
yeah.
I mean, we're all sort of in the same boat. So thank you, though, for trying to elevate me to a grandiose level,
we were trying
as
to
much
work
as I
together,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Nah, once you're in Hollywood, to everyone outside, it's like, nope, that's just another Hollywood windbag.
I call it Hollywood land.
I think that's
how much I hate it.
That's beautiful. I think that's kind of a dangerous way of thinking, actually, because
We're the most dangerous podcast.
Well, I see that. I just think it lets you put people in a different category that sort of dehumanizes their behavior. But anyway,
Also, all three of us also have separate opinions too.
No, we're a united front.
Yeah, United Front.
Mike's like, I didn't do any of that. But here we are now, and I think it's good that we've had this little dose of almost like podcast therapy.
We'll back up. And I guess, because this was going to be my first question, but we've already kind of gotten into it, my first question is, will we get the real Marcie Hume here on this show?
What are you talking about?
You tell me.
That is
I feel like I can
mean
answer
question.
Because when
Go
she got
ahead.
in the car, it was like a friend from high school who hadn't seen me in a while. I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, that's what it felt like. And I was like, if this is inauthentic, then the bag is over my eyes and it's not getting yanked off because this has to be real.
That question is so loaded because it suggests that you just see me be inauthentic.
That's
all
not
the
me,
time.
though. That's not me. I'm speaking for the common man out there because a lot of people, I mean, and you've seen this, I think.
Yeah, when
and
you're
again,
windbagging. You see this windbagging around.
And again, I'm not even saying this is your fault. I don't think it's your fault. I think a lot of these shows, like when you're out promoting this movie, even if a show gives you an hour, that's not always enough time to kind of put yourself across there. So again, I'm not even putting this on you.
Backtracking a little, just okay. I'm listening.
All right, trying to be fair. And so when you get, because you get in, like in here, we don't have to explain as much about Corey. Like we all know, we're in the room know, the people in the chat know.
Everyone knows who you are already.
We essentially were on tour with you in spirit. So I think, because I've heard this, or I've seen it in the comments, and not just our videos, but other videos too, where people are like,
Probably your folks in the.
I don't know. Did you look at the Dr. Drew? Like some people in the Dr. Drew comments. I'm just saying, people are haters.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
People would
there
be
are
like,
haters.
and again, maybe it's because they dislike Corey so much, so they think that you're defending him. Who does she think she is? Who's this Hollywood windbag?
Yeah.
thinks
Once
she
again.
is? So again, will we get the real Marcie Hume?
I feel like that's not what that issue is. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I come across inauthentically, which is a chilling reality to face. If that's true. I think it's more so that in trying to be fair to all subjects, people, and you've talked about this, Mike, that I seem like I'm in some way trying to like cover something up, or that I have an agenda, or I'm, that in some way I'm obfuscating or whatnot by trying to be fair to everyone, and that includes Corey. And I simply don't feel that way. I'm constantly just trying to be. I feel like it does the story the right service and does everyone treats them correctly to be fair to the story and to be ethically fair and treat everyone the same way.
I think I was projecting like, why doesn't she see what I see? Why doesn't she feel the way I feel? And it was more like he's such a little scumbag that I just can't picture being around him that long and being able to escape feeling that way. And so the easiest route was, well, it must just be that when you promote a movie, you can't just say this guy sucks, fuck this guy.
But
and so,
but who's to say you can't do that?
well, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I assume that you shouldn't,
who's
and that
to
I
say
would
there-
want to, and that I would be wrong if I did.
I would say death of an artist, though, on there, but it's not your fault that you released a documentary about, hey, this sex creep also makes bad music, and people are trying to infer other stuff from it on there. You can't tell them no on there, even though that is the intention.
I think that if it were to be about my feelings and my opinion, that would be also a distraction. I mean, the goal is to not not let that be the case, because it is for the audience to make a judgment and an opinion and to have a conversation. So I think I would be an interruption if I were to make it about myself, and I think that would be an ego trip to do that. Even if people think that somehow that's the right thing to do, and you could make that choice. That's not seen as the appropriate thing to do. But even if you wanted to do that, I don't think that's the right thing to do for the people in the movie, for any of them.
Well, it's got to be tricky too, because I'm sure everyone asks you immediately, "What's your opinion?" And you're like, "Well, the whole point is that I'm trying not. I want my art to speak for itself," and you're immediately asking me to explain that, and so like you have to constantly go like, "Well, I don't want to answer that question."
If I could pat myself on the back, it's so funny. I think I set you up with that question and you nailed it, but it's great that you're wearing devil horns while you answer it.
Well, we had to deal with your feelings, Jim. And there's only a few ways to do that.
Yeah, like doing sock puppet therapy
Well,
on there.
yeah.
That's right.
Put angel horns.
It's obviously going to circle back to Corey Feldman versus the world, but I watched your Magicians documentary.
Thanks, Jim. That's nice.
Of course. But so, tying into what you're talking about when people are saying maybe you're being, fair or defending Corey, whatever it might be.
You're like, I'll use your word for
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Thanks.
So now it seemed like, and again, I don't know, this could be my own bias because we do a Corey Feldman show every week. But I between watching that movie and how Corey acts in that movie, and then we had Margot in this chair a couple weeks ago, and she was saying how Corey has this persona he puts on when you were around to film. Yeah. I'm sure that's correct for like every single person. But when I watched the Magicians movie, they seemed way more, real. And does that come down to like what kind of relationship do you build with these people? Do you lay groundwork? Do you just show up with the camera and start filming? Like, how do you start the process?
Yeah, I do start filming as quickly as possible because it takes a while for people to get used to a camera, although I don't think you ever forget about the camera, as people say. And I do think people's behavior is normally skewed in some way by a camera. And it was fascinating hearing Margot talk about that, because I do think in the Corey film, it's almost instructive to see the differences in behavior that the camera makes, as opposed to just going, oh, people are behaving differently because of a camera. It's more, how are they behaving differently in front of a camera? And that becomes its own part of the story.
Because she said that it wasn't always that he was worse. Sometimes he was worse, but often he's just very different.
Right, which is, I guess you see the idea that people have of themselves or how they might want to be, which tells you a whole different story. So I definitely get in there and start filming as quickly as possible so that people are accustomed to it. And that's really it. And then I work toward making people feel comfortable, because it is an inherently uncomfortable thing to be doing and to have happen to you, to have a camera in front of you. It's just not normal. So I think that's it. I have a lot of little things that I do, or ways of making people feel better about it. But contrary to your last couple of questions, it is also about authenticity and straightforwardness, and just being like, aren't we doing this? Aren't we filming? It's just not pretending it's something else.
I think what you're saying, one of the best parts of the documentary is to see how bad he is at his on-screen persona.
Yes,
because he's always telling on the darkness underneath.
Yeah. As bad
with
as
his weird fake version of himself.
To find
really
out that
bad.
there's a worse version of him when he looks as bad as he does, it's like,
thinks himself
this is the good version
with his on-camera persona on there. And we know his off and on-camera persona.
I filmed for so long that I don't know how much we can say that everybody... I'm going to speak broadly, really, about everyone in that film, because I don't think it's just Corey. I think everyone is aware of those things. And I tried to roll constantly because I just never knew what was going to be happening, and you just don't want to miss anything in a moment like that.
I'd imagine every time you don't have your camera on, you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
like, it's just constantly.
And I never, especially in a film like that, I never want to ask anybody to redo something, or it just always, again, to authenticity, it just always reads as something different. So I never want to be like, can you say that again? I just absolutely did not want to do that. So if I missed it, and then I would totally kick myself and be like, oh my God, I wasn't rolling for the last 4 hours to catch that one moment. But, that's kind of what you have to do.
Did you ever get the reverse version of that? Was he ever doing something when he wasn't on camera, and then he was like, oh, fuck, a camera wasn't looking at me, and then you saw him trying to do it again later when there was a camera? I never would have thought of that until you said what you just said, and that seems like something where he'd, like, get an idea in his brain and was like, oh yeah, I want to do. The camera needs to be seeing me do this, and then like you're like,
these
wait,
voices, you guys. I wonder how his feelings could be hurt while you are speaking in these voices.
No. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
I'm just being silly, goofy.
Yeah.
I love them.
It's been so long. I would imagine that could have happened. I wish I had a great
It's a very specific thing.
No. I mean, that is the kind of thing that happens, and would have happened. I don't have a great memory of that necessarily, but it's the kind of thing that a lot of people do because it's just like, oh, you want to capture something of yourself.
Like a little kid says a joke, and like you can tell no one was listening, so like he walks in the other room and tries to tell the joke again, or like you can picture that happening in a embarrassing way, but then you can it's so easy to project that onto Corey being like, oh wow, that was a great line.
Absolutely.
I need to make sure Marcie's rolling.
You can imagine Jim resending that Instagram message and being like, remember when I said that thing?
I feel like Corey's the type of guy, if there was no footage of him knocking his tooth out, he would knock it out again. You're like, oops.
Well, I mean, to lighten it up then, do you have any what are your favorite Corey bangers? There's got to be a few songs that came out on the other end that were like, you know what, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, we're big walk-away heads.
I thank you for asking. That's almost an unbearable question to me because I just ran around on stage. I find it funny that people don't say to me almost ever that they saw me on stage filming if they're people that went to the shows, because I was constantly running around on stage and I mean everywhere just trying to capture those shows, which of course there's almost no footage of those in the movie because when we cut the film it was just very you can't spend long in those moments. It just doesn't work.
Really, with the story you're telling, kind of what is the point?
It was very tough. Like the most you could stand to be in the shows is what we have in the film. So
which song would you most want to have in there for 5 seconds?
Yeah, and we wanted to show the triumph of the Coach House gig, which you show that it's sort of his dream coming to life, and then I think the fact that the Man in the Mirror starts as a train wreck and then kind of pulls itself together into being performed in a solid way. So, it has to be about a story coming together. And so anyway, so I just
something
think
in your
filming.
eyes. Anyways,
So
something
anyway,
in your eyes.
So
moving
basically,
on.
Essential Millennium.
I mean, do you even know any of the songs at this point?
I know them like I know the sound of my own breathing.
But so then what's your top 3?
Don't make me do that.
I mean, I know it's like picking a favorite child. But
Right. The thing
I've
about
tried
Jim
to get
too
them
is
out of
Jim
my mind.
definitely has a list. I know he has a list.
Yeah.
And so he's just like, let's see how similar her
yeah,
list
I got a
is.
list right here, courtesy of Margot Lane Music.
Oh,
shit. I really don't think about them that way. Let me look at the set list and I'll tell you, I guess. I mean, I truly, this is not, I don't know why you're asking me
These
this.
are your no-skip bangers.
I don't know why you won't answer.
Here's the thing. The dance break during Duh is transcendent performance art to me.
All right.
we tried, and maybe we have this somewhere, and Adam, we've got to export this. We have like a Duh montage somewhere because I think those moves are incredible.
Yeah, cut that together and give it to Jim as a wedding gift.
I was going to say, how do
He'd
you
lose his mind?
How do you just drop a atom bomb like that? You have a Duh montage somewhere and you didn't bring it to us to watch.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I've already
Jim's been
explained
working
this
on
to
his
you.
Duh montage for 3 months.
I can't. I have no idea.
I can't believe you can't even
Don't make me
say
do this.
3 songs that you liked.
I mean, if I went on a show and someone was like, what songs do you like? I'm like, I don't know any of them.
Hey, Jim.
I don't know any
Are
of them.
these your hard-hitting questions?
They're up.
Just
I
wanna
mean,
make
apparently
sure.
they are. You won't answer it.
I guess so.
Is this
This is
tied
tough.
to? What did you get a cease and desist from Corey and his team?
Yeah,
Don't
to not
mention any
name
music.
songs.
Don't pick a song that you like.
Say that they're all your favorite.
It's hard not to think about Go For It, just because to me that is anchored with that the story of the Today Show.
Well,
and
it's someone else's song, so it sounds like music.
Sure, there's
I mean,
that.
so then, yeah, would you pick if you could pick between Ascension Millennium?
You're really hanging on to this.
All right, yeah.
Iron grip.
I'm concerned.
Ascension Millennium, Go For It, or Something in Your Eyes. What's your favorite of those four?
To listen to or as a work of art?
However you want to take it.
Man.
Because
if I
honestly,
had to listen to a song, it would be Go For It. If
All
I,
right.
if for the high art, the
For the live
transcendent
experience.
high art.
Yeah.
All right. Now that you've answered that, do you worship Satan? do you?
I don't. I feel terrible that I don't believe in Satan, and I feel like there's something missing in the story of those that I should.
I just mean because there's been there's been accusations against us.
Yeah.
There's also accusations that we're pedo protectors.
Sure.
So are you
Take a look around the studio really quick. Do you think that Charlie Sheen's giving us millions of dollars? Which
not
is
looking
from your
good,
mouth,
guys.
Marcie, yeah. Does this look like the studio of a dark money fueled corporation?
Unless you're misappropriating it and using it somewhere else. No, I'm sorry about those accusations. How do you? Does that hurt your feelings?
No, I mean they're not. I didn't make the accusations. Corey did. Now we can go on record and say personally for us, we are not Satan worshiping pedo protectors. I feel like you kind of find it pretty hard to say the words.
What words is it? That you want me to?
Do you
repeat
confirm
words?
or deny that you are a Satan worshiping pedo protector?
No, I am not a Satan worshiping pedo protector, but I don't feel like I've been accused of that actually. But
Were you wearing the horns?
maybe I'm inviting it to do
Well-
that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I guess us coming together is an invitation for I guess more of that maelstrom. But the thing is that, and look, maybe this is not even worth saying, but there's something about just moving forward in a professional way with the movie that makes me just not. I mean, it's so when things are so ridiculous, and you know, there's nothing in reality about them. And you guys, I mean, it's great to have a goofy good time with things, and as you should. I just don't need to address certain things that are and you know, there haven't been to me there haven't been specific accusations that I really have thought to even think about or deal with. But I'm just moving ahead with a film that obviously doesn't have to do with any sort of fantasy of dark money. It has no money.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
and maybe that's part of the.
I think your answer matches mine exactly because you said, "But what do you think about those accusations?" And it's like, it's hard to even take them seriously because they're so like cartoonish in like the degree that he states them and then what they actually are. It'd be like if someone ran up to me and accused me of like being a fire truck. I'd be like, I'm not bothered by you accusing me of that because that doesn't even make sense. I don't have to
Classic
defend.
pedo cope.
While I agree with what you're saying and what she's saying, like, yes, but then when you think about guilty people, they always say, I'm not going to dignify that question with an answer. And it's like, oh, okay. I see what you're doing there.
I'm not saying I would say that. I'm saying that if someone said, like her exact words, how do you feel about the accusations?
Yeah.
My exact answer is, I don't.
Corey, what do you think about the new Burbs that's coming out?
I don't.
Well, I'm asking, but no, I'm actually like, yeah. Mike, are you a fire truck?
No.
Marcie, are you a Satan worshiping pedo protector?
No, are you
right.
just like to hear the words?
That's
It's
it.
very weird.
Ask me.
Jeff, are you a Satan worshiping pedo protector?
I don't even want to dignify that with an answer.
Yeah, see? You see how you guys look?
Yeah.
But no, you're having
Charming.
second thoughts on coming on our show?
I just feel like if someone...
I was like, do I have to answer that?
Yeah.
No,
If someone
just
said
kidding.
like
This
a
is
thing
lovely
that
time.
like, I felt like, oh shit, I actually like, I get that. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
someone said this thing. Then you'd feel like you need to defend yourself.
Sure.
But if someone just says something that just like, it's out of completely nowhere. It's like, you don't even, it's like, who cares?
I think
doesn't even bother
that
me.
is a great point because you know the toughest thing for me I think was was Corey saying in the national media something about I should probably know the language, but it was something about getting the footage through dishonest means,
Sure.
which is kind of.
But that would probably hurt way more than him saying you were a
that is such
pedophile.
a messed up thing to say to a documentarian, and it's so out of nowhere. But so and of course I have to respond to that and put something out that of course just refutes that.
Marcie's on the bus with us because Marcie is the documentarian who's making the film you're watching.
But that is more realistic and pointed, even though he doesn't have any examples of what that means or what he's talking about, because of course we were absolutely in the process together and talking about doing a documentary, and obviously had to put out that clip and put out statements and all these sorts of things. But
it's time to look at Corey's Twitter.
Just because it's on topic, this isn't the full Corey's Twitter bit, but someone did say, did you misspeak when you said that Corey molested you? You looked shocked after you said it. Just sad, that's all. And he says, out of context, stolen footage. So he's still talking about that the footage is stolen.
And it couldn't possibly be out of context because the literal words come out of his mouth with no cut or like skew or anything.
That was 2 days ago. So it's still being put out there. Actually, there's another one. There's another one here. Someone who's just watched a podcast where they interviewed the director of the recent documentary about you. She gave lots of information regarding your approval of her filming. She says you changed your mind after the fact the doc was done. You said it was unauthorized, and he said, she's a liar. Stealing is a crime. She will pay.
Oh,
so,
yikes.
I mean, again,
That's not nice.
Like, maybe he hasn't specifically called you, a Satanist, but you're for sure under the dark media.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for bringing these to my attention. I really don't go and look, and I guess I'm going to start to rely on you guys for this.
We got your back.
Incredible. No, that's she will pay is a really chilling and bizarre thing to say.
No,
isn't
I agree.
It?
Yeah, that's
period.
Why,
not even exclamation point. Not in caps.
She will pay.
She will pay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this was always my movie. I mean, there's tons of footage of us talking about me making a documentary. I understand that it's really difficult to have a documentary come out that you don't have creative control over. And I have a lot of thoughts and empathy for that. And I think it's difficult. But I think having somebody film you on their own dime for a year also invites there to be an end product. And, we made it. Sorry to tell you this. I mean, I just really want to say this because we made it with such care.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a slur.
Watch out. Here she comes. Yeah. No, we just made it with such care. And, one of the things that you said that also sticks in my mind when I was studying up on your
Wait, is this
oeuvre.
a good thing?
Well, no, I took notes on things to talk about that were difficult.
What did I say?
Is how crazy it was that I thought that he could possibly like it.
I thought there was a very good chance that he would like most of it because it's very much his point of view and who he is.
How could she think that? There's no way she ever thought that. I refuse to believe that at any point in time she thought he would like this movie because it's from his perspective.
What if in her heart of hearts, and I feel like I would think this in my heart of hearts, is you would maybe hope that there'd be a small chance that when you show him the movie, he'd be like Shia LaBeouf when Shia LaBeouf's watching all his movies. Like, he's laughing, he's crying, but he like walks out like a whole new person.
That's like being a caricature artist who's drawing a guy with a bad hairline and being like, I thought I was going to turn the page around and show it to him and he was going to fucking love it.
He wouldn't have the...
I thought he was just going to start clapping. I thought he knew his ears were big.
Thing is that, I'd made this sizzle in the beginning of my knowing of Corey. I'd made this sizzle for a TV show. And I showed it to him. I showed him the final product, which was different than a doc, but it wasn't hugely dissimilar. I mean, it was a little bit more produced and, but it wasn't, it was similar sort of context and content, and he loved it.
So were you paying attention at all to Corey Feldman in the midst? Because like I feel like it would be very clear that he would not. He's not going to enjoy this.
I understand that you feel that way. And
Yeah.
no, I wasn't paying attention. I don't get into the details of his life and doings and goings. So I hear you that we have different perspectives. And yeah, I was basing my view on my specific relationship and specific experiences. And I think putting out footage of Corey performing, people are going to react like people react.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I think the sizzle does any job of like amplifying that. I think people have their opinions about what it is to watch Corey. And I think a lot of the joy, and I've talked about this before. I mean, he was aware, I can't remember how much this is in the film or not, but we certainly have it in deleted scenes and things, that he is certainly aware that there's a large proportion of people that are making fun of him. And that's part, to some degree, he's aware that that's part of a social contract that's going on.
He's got an apartment complex living in his brain, thinking about that 24/7.
He thinks
Marcie.
those people are like paid off. He doesn't seem to think those people just don't like his music. He thinks they're like,
Well, no, they're part of the dark media.
Yeah, they're
like
all
it's
the
a,
dark media.
It's a connected conspiracy. Going back then, with it taking 9 years, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it ended on a bad note. I mean, you haven't really talked about this. You kind of did. We read your IndieWire interview, and you mentioned that he seemingly, at least from my point of view, what it looks like, and I've mentioned this on the show, is he, looked over and saw that you've been filming for 2 years. You're making a documentary. He looked over to his left and he saw all this Me Too stuff that was big in the media, and he saw that he was getting some shine from that. And then he really looked at you again and was like, well, what the hell do I need you for? I could just make my own documentary. And I'm from that IndieWire interview, you kind of almost, it feels like you felt that a little bit as well, because he was trying to basically get your footage, and you rightfully didn't give it to him. So I mean,
he
talk
felt
about,
entitled to the footage, it seemed like.
Talk about that a little bit, but also maybe over the time when you were putting it together, when you weren't paying attention to him, was there maybe a thought of like, I'll show this guy, all right, you want to make a documentary, do you?
No, I just really wanted to make a really good film out of it. I mean, that's really what I wanted to do. I didn't have a feeling of at all.
No, well, okay, I'm sorry. The way I framed that's
it's
wrong.
Fine. Tell me.
So no. You still want to make a good film. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pivot into the idea that you were purposely making it bad. But more, there had to have been something. There had to have been something when you were making of like, oh, he's going to love this. Look at how stupid he looks. You know what I mean? And not even that you're doing it on purpose. It's just that's what it was.
It's kind of the opposite of that. I mean, we were very careful to make sure that, I mean, we just don't want anybody to feel, it's not about, we don't want anybody to ever feel like ashamed or embarrassed or something like that. I mean, that's just not, and I think to that point, I'm sorry, this is a little bit off topic, but I think this movie is not about the musicality of the women. It's just not. It's about, Corey's vision of this tour and how he got all these women in to do this wild thing, right?
Sure.
And the women have been extraordinary about understanding that there is a comedic value to the beginning of the movie. I mean, so everybody has really been understanding of what the movie is. But that's also because we really were just very careful to make sure hopefully nobody was embarrassed in any way, and that includes Corey.
I mean, I do think people in the chat, I think people are getting antsy about what the movie doesn't get too into. And I think they want you to talk about that a little bit more. I mean, we had Margot in here, and Margot did mention in her own words saying she was worried that she'd be drugged and raped. And, some of the horrific stories that came out in the interim, which I understand, you weren't there to film that. But then again, I guess that also ties back to what I was saying before, like when you do have this amount of time between when you're done shooting to when you're releasing the movie, I understand it's not the whole narrative, but what's the push and pull on what you include, or at least even allude to a little bit more than you did?
Well, you don't want to allude really to anything. You want to tell the story, and we told the story with all of the footage that we had. We had footage up until a certain point. I think the last thing that I filmed was with Darcy, and told the story to there. And then when it became clear that Corey wasn't going to film anymore when he, essentially kind of walked away from the cameras at a certain point. It became clear that that was sort of it, and that wasn't, he wasn't going to be participating anymore. So that was the kind of end of filming, really. And so that was our material to work with. I feel really proud of the story we were able to tell, because there was a time when we looked at the footage and we were like, how are we going to make any of this make sense? Because it was so all over the place.
And it
was
does,
like,
by the way. Watching it, it makes perfect sense. Obviously, we're in it. Meaning like we know the stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. It's very nice. So in terms of leaving things out, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I think there was a lot that, looking back, I mean, the process for me has especially been, I once I stopped hearing from Corey, it was sort of like, okay, we're gonna just work on this and see how we can make this thing happen. And obviously became a very laborious and long process. And not having a lot of content, there was a lot of stuff that we sort of wished that we'd had from the road. And I mean, I've talked about this a lot. There were folks that maybe felt like they couldn't chat with me as much on the road. And so it was really tough. There just wasn't a lot of material on certain things. So,
but was there ever a thought that, again, because you have so much time between when you finish filming and like, there's no hard rule that says like, well, we stopped filming, so like we can't do
to go like chase them down and do more.
Yeah, whether it be the Angels. Yeah, exactly.
There was a point where when we lost access to Corey, it was sort of just an end point, really, and it was like we didn't want to. I will take responsibility for this. Didn't want to trigger any issues, and just was sort of like, this is the. We're done filming at this point, because I think it just, everybody is obviously in touch with each other, right? And everybody's in dynamics and relationships. So I think to continue filming was its own sort of risk in a sense, but it also wasn't clear what those stories would be at that point. I mean, it certainly wasn't. There wasn't anything clear at that point. Like a lot of times when you get to the end of editing a movie, you're like, oh, now we need this. Now it would be great to have this story. That was not the case at the moment. It was not clear at all. No, I mean, there wasn't anything obvious.
Because, I mean, you did go and film, like, or, I mean, no, someone did film from you, right? That went to his documentary premiere. So that was like kind of.
Yeah, that was Star's last thing where he was basically walking away from.
So there was never an idea of like, let's check in, let's see what's going on with Angel Jackie, let's see where Margot's at. I mean, I know you have those like quick sentences at the end or whatever. How do we put a button on some of this stuff? Like, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's Corey's story. But I mean, the film still, it's Corey's story, and the kind of casualties along, or the friendly fire or whatever you want to put along the way, because we are just seeing that it's a lot of how he treats people. Like,
I think we've seen now what would have happened if we had instigated more awareness around the movie and gone toward the end and, or at any point and done more filming, is that, Corey's reaction to this has been vibrant and intense. And I think that's not something that was worth sparking to get those ending points. And that was not something I was interested in doing just for something like that, for example.
Sure.
No, I mean, it just wasn't worth risking. I wanted everybody to find out about it at the same time, everybody to be on the same page. It just didn't make sense to do that. It's like knowing now what his reaction is it's kind of almost like a binary moment that now has happened.
Because
like
you said how
Schrodinger's
it was
moment.
clearly important to you to like have that fairness and that objectivity, and you said you wanted people to go in and feel a certain way. And if someone just said up front, like, oh, he'll never. Like, you got to imagine it would change something, but I don't even know what it would, because I'm not in your shoes. Either. I don't know how to make stuff.
I want to think that it wouldn't have changed a lot, because I think that, that would speak to the integrity of the movie if it's like we told the best story that we could. But
that makes it sound like I was trapping you. I apologize if that's what it sounded like.
You don't have to apologize. I think it's a completely valid question. I just wish that I New, I haven't really thought it through. I'll think it through for you.
At the same, I just can't. I mean, I'm hearing your answers. For some reason, I don't buy it. Well, I
You don't
buy
buy
it,
what?
but I guess I'm trying to like fill in the gaps because then also, I guess your turn. Where does it come from now? Because it does feel like you're getting more into some of this other stuff that's not in the movie. And again, I mean that again, maybe it's just because it's these women's stories, which is great. But like, I get why you want to, highlight it now. I just don't understand why you didn't want to highlight it more in the movie.
I can't get into other people's stories. That's not my job. My job is to put the film out and tell the story that I can tell with the footage.
Yeah.
What is it that you don't buy? Sorry.
Well, that was probably the wrong way. That was probably harsher than I meant to say. But like,
tell me.
Is
I
there
just
an
wanna understand
idea?
what you
Like,
mean.
are you trying to? Because I think people have speculated this. Do you think that there would be another project in this similar topic from you down the road, like between the material you have and some of the stuff you're learning now, if you're connecting back with, like, say, the ex-angels and stuff like that?
I mean, it would have to be. It wouldn't be with this material because we don't have, or I mean, it would have to be with something different.
Yeah.
I do think. Look, I will say that I've heard so many stories and so much more about this world after the fact.
Yeah.
Because I think when you're filming and you're like Margot talked about, really, I'm like presented with a certain version of a world. You go into a world and people, I think everyone presents a filmmaker with a certain version of reality, and then that version of reality always starts to bend and expand. And I think when time goes on, the longer time goes on, the more that sort of changes. So back to your question. I mean, look, I think it's easy to imagine if you were making a Corey Feldman documentary, that you would want to do it this way. You don't have to deal with the implications, not just on yourself, but on the people involved. And there are a lot of implications on other people also.
Sure.
When you take actions that other people don't like, you're impacting other people's lives when you make these decisions. And it is always better to be cautious and to err on the side of caution when you're doing those things, because you're not just dealing with other people's stories, you're impacting their lives in a meaningful way. Caution really is, and care is the name of the game with that.
You know how I beat that? We come in this room, and as far as we're concerned, no one else exists.
I sense
It's just
that.
us in the room. No one's even listening. We're just talking. Outside world be damned. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Well, and the question I've been wondering on here, obviously, when he does the cut the camera, cut this.
Yes.
When he's allegedly drugging and raping women on there. Does he ever take like a big fat stinky shit and make everyone clear the bus? And that's why he cut the cameras? Is it because he took a big fat stinky shit?
That was not an experience that I had, but thank you.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Proceed.
To lighten it up a bit, were any of the parties fun at least?
I didn't go to any parties. I'm sorry to say.
There was
parties.
cameras
I guess
at the parties?
party's the wrong word. Even just there's maybe just a couple good hangs on the bus or something.
Corey would call everything in the dock a party.
Yeah, sometimes you're on the bus and you're like, you know what, this is a good hang, one for the ages.
I mean, the closest thing to a hang was just traveling to the next city.
There wasn't kind of like I Spy with my little eye, something that starts with a B.
Sure, yes.
And then it's
driving to the next
big
city
balls.
for sure. I mean, I didn't. I think I might have been.
Stinky shit, big stinky shit.
God help us. I think I might have been left out of some parties. Not left out, but I might have. Retired for the evening and gone. And this is
How many Whippets canisters did you see on the bus?
That's what's so funny. I was so used to seeing those oxygen things, And also, is a whippet in a? I'm so
It's like
naive about this.
whipped
Is it
cream
in a can?
It's like it looks like a little like,
or like a little canister cartridge or something.
That's
right?
what's so funny. I'm so used to being like, oh no, this is oxygen, because I just was so I really thought everything was oxygen. So who knows? Maybe I saw this and I didn't.
Are you
recognize what it
actively
was.
being sued right now as we speak?
I am not being sued right now.
So there's only, but you have received. I mean, again, if you can't answer some of these questions, that's fine. You have received cease and desist. I mean, we know that you've put that out there. How many?
I just received the cease and desist and then a follow-up letter, and I have decided to keep that private. You know, I think there's a real. I
got a copy of it right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you. I've just decided certain things should be private, and I feel like there's not a hard and fast rule about that. I just feel like I don't know. We just have to make those decisions ourselves and decide what is appropriate to put out.
Obama. Thumbs up emoji. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Joe Bangles. Before that, Happy Days. Marcie, did you feel like you were walking on eggshells around Corey, like you had to do that to keep a working relationship with him? That's a great question.
Not walking on eggshells, but I was cautious about being respectful.
Did you ever get yelled at by him?
No.
That seems impossible.
I was actually thinking about this the other day about how you guys aren't going to believe me when I tell you this, but I'm going to say this anyway.
Corey's the best guy I've ever met.
No.
Corey gave me a roast beef sandwich.
No, but he was extremely professional with me. I think he saw me as a Hollywood sort of person, and so
and he wanted something from you, probably.
I guess that's probably part of it. But so it was a very professional, but I think sometimes in order to stay in that orbit, he would sort of ask me like, oh my God, what would you do in this circumstance? And I was like, oh my God.
Corey Feldman asked you this?
Well, not what would you do in this circumstance, but like, can you, no, you're right. That's not it was just sort of more like, can you believe this? Or can you believe, and I would.
Can you believe you're with me?
Try to be always sort of like understanding about what he was experiencing, and also just again, like it's trying to be diplomatic and sort of understand what was going on. I'm not talking about in situations that were catastrophic or anything. I mean, these were really small things, but it is still interesting to watch, like all those sort of like micro moments of being. I mean, you see it a lot in the movie, like being upset about the venues and the gigs, and because he had a very specific vision.
When he's yelling at the manager on the phone, Obama.
Marcie, did you ever do Goofballs or Wormwood with the Goblin Ghoul?
Yeah, did you ever do Goofballs or Wormwood, Marcie?
I'm so sorry to disappoint you.
He didn't prescribe you any Goofballs?
Did he ever tell you that he's basically a doctor?
No.
Oh,
no.
I guess you shot him telling someone else.
I was
that,
filming
though,
that. I was quietly behind the camera.
Obama. Stifling laughter.
Thanks for coming on the show. You do realize that thousands of us paid to watch the documentary, so show some love to the Wolf Pack.
Ooh,
I just suck at everything I do.
You did watch the documentary?
Oh, by the way, we made sure that some people were like, how do I see it for free? And we're like, get fucked, buy it.
And obviously, I mean, this. It's not easy to make a film and get it out there. And then when you do get it out there, you got someone being like, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?
What are
Are you
these
self-reflecting on our conversation, Jim? Kind of forgot that I should be plugging the fact that the movie is going to play at the Alamo Draft House across the country of ours, the US of A, if you're in the US, on March 6th and 7th. It's going to be in a bunch of cities, and I don't have that list, but check your show times in Alamo Draft House on March 6th and 7th. And then also on March 13th, we're going to do a Q&A in New York, and I'm going to make sure a couple of the gals are out there also.
That's
with
great.
Me, and hopefully a couple of the guys also.
Boo.
The ones that make do the technical things for me.
You should get Corey there.
I see a hot chick right there that I wanted to look at.
Whoa, did he catch himself?
Whoa.
Was that some self-awareness for a minute?
I see a hot chick that I want to. He did the thing you're talking about. Like the real. Oh, I want a camera.
The Corey Feldman absurdity has continued since you stopped making the film. Have you kept up with the ongoing Corey, him being on Dancing with the Stars? There's a podcast called Jim and Them where they exclusively only talk about Corey Feldman. Did you follow any of that stuff?
I don't find any of that necessarily super entertaining.
We are kind of bearing the lead, though, because Marcie did give us 2 deleted scenes. We also have some footage with Phil, the producer / Corey's ex-manager. Before we get into the deleted scenes,
All right.
Marcie Hume. Now, I heard rumor, pray tell. Well, first of all, number one.
Me telling you. Okay.
Number one,
Yeah.
we got people in the comments trying to be like, don't tell people to take the oath. It's cringe.
It is the definition
Stop
of
with-
cringe.
The oath is cringe.
It is.
It's totally cringe.
Okay,
yeah,
the
it's the
oath's
most
awesome.
cringe
No,
thing.
the oath's great, but the way that it's being done is cringe.
The oath rocks. The oath's great. Wade happily took the oath.
Yeah.
If you're anti-oath, you're cringe.
Yeah, the thing I should say is if you think we're not going to bring up the oath, you're listening to the wrong show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just this is the show for the oath. It's in the goddamn Bible, the show Bible.
Miss Rachel's is that way.
Yeah, the Jim the Patreon's that way.
Now we do have a 22. If you are you can decline the necklace, that's fine.
But think about it.
Is that how you're bringing it up?
Yeah, this is your. Do you want to
saying-
accept the
What's
22
the offer?
necklace?
I don't understand what's happening.
We're giving you
want
this
me
necklace.
to take. You want me to have that? Do you think I want that?
No, well,
Yes.
here's the thing.
Yes.
I don't want mine either. But whenever I say kiss him if you got him, do you know how much fun it is to kiss it?
Does this
Yeah.
matter to you that I?
It matters.
It really
a lot.
doesn't matter.
It matters. He's
Oh.
lying.
You
Marcie.
don't have to take it.
He cares a lot.
Okay, so does this matter to you, Jim?
It doesn't matter. You don't have to take it.
It matters. Mike says it matters.
It matters to Mike.
Yeah,
Mike's
Okay.
Mike's cringe mogging.
Well, I knew you were going to bring this up. Obviously,
Yeah.
Actually, Margot really wanted me to take the oath too. She's
Yeah, because Margot rocks.
Yeah, Margot is extraordinary. And also, Margot is really the person who was like, you really need to talk to Jim and them. They're very great guys.
Yeah, Margot's the bridge.
Margot rules.
I want to do a sick deal with you.
Okay.
And
Wait,
I
is
don't,
it dope
I don't
too?
think you're going to like this. And I actually
Oh.
don't think if you're watching your live chat, I don't think they're going to like this
All
at
right,
all.
all right.
But
Lay it on me.
here's my
Both have a gun.
proposition.
Yeah.
The one thing, this is not even really about Corey or fairness, but here's the one thing that when I did see your guys' stuff, the one thing that I really, really hated was the video of Zen, because Zen has he's, and by the way, I spent some time with Zen on tour. He is extremely smart,
We love
extremely
Zen.
funny.
Do you know the context behind that video?
You get people on Cameo to do
No.
videos and you pay them and then they
Nope,
do it.
nope, nope.
He's the original. He came up with it.
So what happened was he was do you know that guy without the face tattoos that he was kind of like traipsing around with for a
She's
little
not
bit?
going to know Divine
I'm
Bing
just
Bing.
asking.
Yes,
Just in
Do
case.
you remember
Definitely
Divine
not.
Bing
Yeah,
Bing?
do you know
Basically,
Divine Bing Bing?
I just can't wait to make 5D music and share these spiritual bars with y'all.
I'm making this is wonderful. This is
No,
backfiring.
you're
Jim
gonna
and
love
them
this,
are
actually.
pop culture, bro. I know that.
But no, you're right, Mike. Let's explain it.
Yeah.
So what happened was we had noticed this on his social media ahead of time. He was hanging out with this guy who has tattoos all over his face. His name's Divine Bing Bing.
He's kind of a big weirdo.
And I think he writes pamphlets / books on flat earth and stuff like that. And
the best way to get stuff out
yeah.
there is a pamphlet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That's
And-
where you want to get your work done.
Yeah, literature. He's like, have you seen the literature? It's never usually something you're supposed to see.
Hollywood
Self-published.
windbag bashes
Yeah.
pamphlets.
so Zen was out.
I'm getting that tattooed.
Zen was out hanging with Divine Bing Bing.
Zen actually makes music. He's a very good artist. He's on Rap Chat. We agreed to make music together. So once I get my income flow, I'm definitely going to be linking up with Zen again. I just can't wait to make 5D music and share these spiritual bars with y'all.
He started putting feelers out on his social media saying that he needed donations. We had no idea this was going on.
I
Literally
love
no
that
clue.
you must feel bad about something though, because
No.
you're telling me this. Okay,
This is
okay.
the truth.
No,
All right.
because Corey, this is one of those things where it is worth defending ourselves.
Okay,
because he
okay.
has
I'm
dragged our
ready.
name in the mud about
Yes.
this.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
one of the
Yeah.
least
I get it.
true things.
All right, I'm ready.
And so, yeah, one of our executive producer, E-Rock, he saw that he was asking for donations. And so he said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll throw you some money. Can you give a shout out to Jim and them? And then he sent the video.
Jim and them are pop culture, bro. I know that.
He sent the money.
Are you
no
saying
strings
this is
attached.
where this
Yes.
absolutely bizarre line comes from?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
God.
where it came from.
I had no idea.
So E-Rock gave him money, zero strings attached. Zen was like, thanks, bro. Really appreciate it. Can I do anything for you? Well, could you shout out the show that I'm a part of?
Take it. Is it?
It's not on screen anymore.
Okay, all right.
And that's where the video came from.
What's your thing about the
Well-
Zen? Go ahead with your Zen stuff.
I didn't realize this was the genesis of your entire very bizarre tagline. Is that what we would call it? Motto.
I mean, did you guys even see that she was on social media throwing hammers at us?
I also want you to know that I have a team of writers working on finding you a better tagline. I know that. I'll see you soon.
I think he's a great kid.
We are
and
on the same page.
And we love him.
Yeah.
We are on the exact same page.
And my proposition to you was going to be that you not roll this Zen thing all the time, because I do think it's the fair thing to do.
Well, you actually wanted it to be stricken from the record, I thought. But no, but
Oh,
never use
used
this
it again.
clip again.
Yeah, that would be my proposition.
And you
But I
don't feel
know if-
differently knowing how it came about.
It's fine. Here's the counter offer.
Okay.
You give us the full hard drive of all the film footage,
That's
and then we'll never use
insane.
the clip again.
That's an insane proposition.
But that's
of course,
a great,
I'm not going to do that.
because
you,
the
you
thing
know
is,
who else wants that is.
Let me rephrase it. I'm asking for a copy of all the footage. I'm not asking for just
right.
handing over the footage. I'm just saying, give me a copy of
Why
it.
would I do that? I'm happy to sit with you and do some fun, goofy, good times viewings and export some wonderful clips of footage for you. It'll be so fun. We can do that.
But I'm offering, because you're being a good person. You're looking out for this kid here.
Being a good person.
That's being taken advantage of every week on
That's
filthy podcast. So all you have to do is just hand over copies of footage. I mean, it's not even
the footage.
It's not even a big deal.
It's the footage
Not even
too.
the footage. Like there's one main copy and then the rest is copies.
My mom would be
Just the
sad
sizzle.
if the Zen video was gone. She loves Zen.
Yeah, I know that. I'm sure a lot of people love it. There's something about it that does, and I appreciate hearing
Sure.
the story.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it
that
doesn't even
is
have to change
very
your mind,
different.
but I do feel like it's valuable
No,
for
and,
people to
you know,
know that his version of it is so wild.
No, I hear you. And it doesn't change my mind in the sense that I just feel, I know he's of age, technically. He's 18 or
25.
19. What? Is he? No,
No, he's going to be
it.
21 this year.
Oh my God.
My bad.
he
I
was
was
a
thinking
kid.
of his girlfriend, Adrian Sky. Sorry.
It's time for an Adrian age check.
I just feel, for me personally, that the Zen thing is just one thing that's like, oh man, he doesn't have any agency over the life that he was.
No, we
born
love
into.
Zen. We've
I believe
gone-
you. I believe you, and I hear you. So it's a tricky one. I don't know. You don't have to lose the log line, the tagline.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
we wouldn't lose the tagline.
No, you could never. It's all over all
You
of
know
my
what?
videos.
We'll actually throw in the tagline. Give us all the footage.
Okay, so that third thing. You're giving us one
We'll
thing.
go back and edit the videos.
Well, it sounds like we're at an impasse.
So you don't want to take the oath then?
Well, I definitely don't want to take the oath. I was willing to take the oath.
I mean, yeah, we're not going to
for
force
what
someone
I've
to take the oath.
proposed.
The oath is a privilege. It's not something like, yeah, it might seem fun or anything, but like, it's not important to us that we take the oath. Like, we're actually extending an olive branch to someone when we offer them the oath.
Is there any willingness on your part? Is there anything you can bend as we do this deal? I mean, you haven't really bent at all to do any sort of deal with me.
I just came back with I kept adding things to the
No, you
the
just
pot.
added. You didn't give me anything on the protect Zen front.
Oh, well, we want to
whatsoever.
protect him. We love Zen.
Oh.
We think his dad should be locked up.
Yeah.
And we're trying to protect everyone.
Anyway, so yeah, we have some deleted scenes. Thank you, Marcie. Now, also though, trying to get some of these deleted scenes, I mean, I said this to you before. I was like, no wonder this movie took 9 years to make.
You're hilarious.
Because, we got to get approval from XYZ.
I just want to make sure my tiny team is. These are very precious to us. These are things that, and in fact, let me use that to set this up.
Okay.
As they say.
Oh shit! Someone brought a clip. That
Which
just
is
occurred to me.
Yeah.
This is the first time anyone ever brought a clip.
She brought a few clips.
Live processing. Here he goes.
Yeah, he's just picking it up.
So there he goes. So you guys have not seen these. These are scenes that were in the movie at one point, and this had to be kind of a 90-minute movie. If this had been a series, if anybody had paid attention, this would have been in there. So enjoy.
Yep, we're here. A lot of people sitting outside a barn with their umbrellas.
You'll be going back and forth, and we'll keep it covered up. So you'll all your
changing room.
Not a pop-up tent, nothing. It's a straight-up bar. I mean, there's nowhere.
Work. We've got to go on and off the stage. We're not working through the crowd for every costume change.
You're not going to.
Where are we going to go?
For every costume
right there.
It doesn't matter. That's going through the audience.
No,
What do you think the audience is gonna
I build a wall for you every time.
First of all, it's a freaking truck stop. There's no facilities for us. It doesn't work for our show. We want to be playing theaters and concert halls. Why would you put us in a freaking bar?
This is so funny.
This is so good.
But
Where
it's
is my
kind of like
changing room.
But it's like, this is your tour. How did you not know any of this stuff? How did you not know? Actually,
a high schooler to book it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There's no facilities for us. It doesn't work for our show. We want to be playing theaters and concert halls. Why would you put us in a freaking bar in the middle of nowhere? This is the epitome of what we don't want. I see a hot chick right there that I wanted to go get.
Whoa, did he catch himself?
Whoa!
Was that some self-awareness for a minute?
I see a hot chick that I want to. He did the thing you're talking about. Like the real. Oh, I want a camera.
Oh, this is great.
Oh my god. Is that an all-timer?
That could be an all-timer.
I see a hot chick right there that I wanted to go get.
All right.
Camera's off.
Wow.
Oh, was that another cut the camera?
I think you do. Yeah, Marcie, go away.
Maybe you can, stay on the camera, kid.
Camera's
off for a second.
My
Guess
dad's
what?
here.
Someone new plays tambourine.
When
I
those
love this part
happened,
with Britney.
was there ever a thought of like, I'm going to sneak the camera or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I understand why you wouldn't. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you turning off the camera. I'm just saying, like, was there, well, I guess number one, was there even more of these that we didn't get to see? And number two, like, where you're like, what the fuck, man? Here, another one of these?
I'll just put electrical tape over the red light and he won't know.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think there are more of them, although I honestly didn't remember this one. So I'm not sure. But no, I don't. I mean, it's so funny when you think now about Corey's reaction to this whole thing. And he's like, I don't know, the way he's reacted. I felt like we had a really great sense of trust during this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have always cut when he wanted me to cut. And so, that sounds ridiculous to say now when he feels like, this has all been sort of, not, he's not happy with it. But anyway, I would have always cut.
My dad's here, and I haven't seen him in 6 years. And my grandma, and my Aunt Brenda. It's been that long since high school.
I'm very proud of you all. I think you guys have all really shaped up and really stepped up your game, and we've come a long way since our first show. So
This is a great shot. Are you laying on the floor?
I sure am. I'm literally laying on the floor.
Yeah, there you go.
Like holding my camera like this. It's insane.
thank you all for your hard work and your tireless dedication.
I like the one girl
and
just staring
tonight,
at you.
We're just gonna go
I
out
know,
there
I
and
saw
have fun. And tonight, we're just going to go out there and have fun because it's our last night for a few weeks. So we get a nice long break after this. So let's give them a power show. Let's, basically just take it to them hard and kill it until we just all want to collapse or we can't do anymore. God, please be with us. Give us the strength to endure whatever may be coming at us in this very reckless and crazy spot. God bless.
He's using prayer to talk shit about the venue.
I love, him and his space suit eating tapas. What is he doing?
I like
It's
that
the witching hour.
Corey's eating a baked potato. Margot's doing vocal exercises before she performs. She's just chomping on a baked potato or something.
That moment is so great. And I need to tell you guys, I didn't feel like I could appropriately capture what is about to happen, which is these guys you see here standing outside this bar in Illinois were just standing there staring at these women. And it was grotesque.
Leering?
And weird. Leering would be the word. And I tried so hard to capture it. There was no light. I hope you can see it. I'm telling you so that you can hopefully enjoy it. That shot is nice, though.
Isn't that his intended response? We're all supposed to be like,
well, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I feel like it's appropriate.
It does feel like a sacrifice is about to happen.
It looks like the King of the Hill guys standing in front of the fence, but they're just leering at the angels.
I guess they really didn't have the facilities for this. They had to do it out back with the guys.
Well, I love, there's no question of like, well, let's just adapt. Maybe we don't need to do all the costume changes. Maybe I could just wear my Sgt. Pepper jacket through the whole show.
No, I brought a blow-up wall. I always bring a blow-up wall.
What is amazing is like
everything.
It does when you're watching this, it does feel like you're like when you're watching a horror movie and you're like, don't go in there. Don't do that.
No,
it feels
no,
like
don't
something bad is like something really bad is about to happen.
Jesus.
Ugh. Or like if you're on a road trip and you take the wrong turn, you go through like a 50-person town.
Yeah.
And as you're like, if you get out to get a snack or something and everyone's just staring at you, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
And you're dressed like Corey. You're like, what are you looking at?
But that guy, I mean, you could not really tell, but that guy was just staring at Corey. I mean, it was like he was a freaking from outer space. I mean, it was very weird.
Corey's dressed like a Heartless from the Kingdom Hearts video game, so it's a reason you'd be staring at him.
For sure.
Oh, those are all the fallen soldiers that Margot is telling us about.
You see all these like half like water bottles that are half like full, and that's like a lot of us stopped. If like we left it, we didn't want to just leave it uncapped. It's kind of like the woman at the bar.
Yeah.
You cover your drink because you're worried that, oh shit, if somebody could put something in my drink. So a lot of times those were mine because I was like, well, I left it.
Yeah,
so now I'm gonna get a new one.
It's a fallen soldier.
Yeah,
Like,
there it is.
Holy shit! Can't have that drink no more.
No, that was left uncovered. Nope. Oh, is this him doing a quick costume change?
Yep.
Oh, this is great.
You can't see the screen. Nobody can see it.
Okay. All right, I got my jacket, my big shoes, and my hat.
Got to do a quick whip it.
Yeah, oxygen for the show.
Yeah, oxygen.
Get out of there. Fuck.
Oh my
It's
god.
ruined.
I gotta wear my auctioneer suit and get back out there.
He needs to wear a hair tie on his wrist like a high school girl. They've got it all figured out.
Coming up, we got item 42, another box set. I got $10, $10.
You know what I love? We've seen the other side of this 100 times.
That's so
And
good.
we've talked about what it must be like
Yeah.
on the other side, and now I've seen the other side, and it's like, it's beautiful. It's like I've
It's so
died,
good.
and I was like, no, guys, heaven's real.
It's so great, though, because on one hand, if it was someone else, you would give them the benefit of the doubt when you see this of, wow, man, that's someone really out there suffering for their art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if there's potential for this exact thing to happen.
Well, and there's probably
it's
like 10% of that it maybe is true.
That's what, there's a potential for this exact thing to happen, and it's like an underdog story. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's great.
Yeah.
Actually, what was that documentary about that band? Is it Anvil, I think?
Oh,
they were together for
God,
like
Anvil.
decades.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
25, 30 years, man, of having somebody dedicated to me. He believes in me. Lips is my buddy, man. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna get there. We're gonna fucking do it. Since we're fucking 14 years old, and here we sit in our fucking 50s, man. We're gonna be rock stars. It's a fucking dream. But I'm gonna make it come true.
It's like they don't give up.
Yeah.
But we don't have that same grace, really, for Corey.
Jazz is like, I'm going to take him to the top.
Well, yeah.
I love Corey.
He saw some girls from his bus window. He started a band, and he put on a pork pie hat and did a whip it.
I love how his sleeve, the button hits my lens. I
Yeah.
don't know if you happen to notice that.
Well, I love that he's dressed like Dick Van Dyke when he's dancing with the
Oh,
penguins
my
and Mary
God.
Poppins. And he's like, this is really going to make these truck stop guys like me.
I like that he's really struggling with taking a jacket off and putting another one on. It's not really a costume change.
Well, don't forget the hat, Chef.
Nobody can see it.
Those gloves. So good.
All right, I found my whip it underneath all the pizza boxes.
Do you think...
I love
What
chasing
song?
a whip it with a whip it. That's fucking wild.
I know.
Well, and even if it's not a whip it, he just did a big vape, and then he's like, all right, oxygen time.
Well, someone's going to correct us. They're like, they're oxygen or something. But what song do you think he's setting up for? Would this be Duh?
Hello. How dare you?
I don't know this costume.
Do you know the answer? Don't tell us if you know the answer. Let's see if we can guess.
Okay.
What song
This
do we think it is?
blows my mind that you
put
were
a-
heckling me about songs and you don't know.
I wasn't
the
heckling.
what
I was
this
merely
is.
asking what
This is
song
where
you
my
like.
great expertise comes in.
He put on a Technicolor blazer and a pork pie hat. I don't know.
Exactly.
Let's look
There's
at
only one song that involves this beautiful striped monstrosity.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is truly mind-bending to me.
It's gonna kill me.
I guess I should have put it in the movie because to me this is a
Well,
signal.
it's just answer one. Is it
Okay,
a
wait,
cover
wait.
or an original?
Hang on. We're gonna gamify this.
Yeah, exactly.
Each of you has one guess, and I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Wait. Hang on. I will take the oath.
Oh,
shit!
What?
If maybe I should say if 2 out of the 3 of you get it right.
Oh, that's
we have
high
to have the
stakes.
same
I
answer
know.
then?
Fuck. All right.
But
all
once
right.
we hear someone's answer,
Yeah, you're putting a lot
I
of
know.
pressure on me and Jim.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Let's just see.
Well, can
I'm
you
very
tell
excited.
us? Is it a cover or an original?
I'm not going to tell you anything.
All right, no hints. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Let me just read through the set list real quick, just for a refresher. Essential Millennium's the first. It's not. I mean, we know it's not Essential Millennium. Although he must have been coming from.
yeah, because he was in his Ascension Millennium.
What did he come
gear.
in? He came in. Was that Ascension Millennium gear?
Yeah, it was Michael
Well,
Jackson.
he loves
gear.
the Michael Jackson gear for that and for Go For It.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Go For It on this set list, anyways, is the last thing.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be
Okay.
wearing this for
This
Go
can't
For
be
It.
the last song.
So at least on this set list, unless it's different, obviously, we're just kind of going
I
by.
need to get in the chat.
Careful.
I know. Believe me, I know.
No, they like you.
No, they like it.
Oh.
Essential Millennium, Everybody, Duh.
I feel like it's Duh.
I think it might be Duh as well, because he does come out of, I think, Everybody with a costume change into Duh. I think it's Duh.
Well, then we should do it this way because
Yeah.
we don't need 3 people to be right. So
Okay.
if you guys agree, I think it's probably Love Left.
And you'll
because
hedge
of
our
the suit.
bets
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah. Let me see here. All right. Are we going final answer?
I think that's the final answer.
All right. I'm Duh.
Yeah, I'm Duh as well.
Marcie, don't read the chat.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get in. Okay.
What we gave our answers. Did you hear?
No. I was trying to get in.
They went with Duh, and I went with Love Left because his suit looks like the box set.
The answer is Duh. I can't believe you didn't just instinctively know that. It is that is
I don't
an
like
iconic
it.
jacket.
I don't like any of his music.
Yeah, duh.
I love that you called it
that's
an
your
iconic jacket.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jim has
well,
a-
in
Jim
this
has a
room,
more-
come on.
Jim and Jeff have a more comprehensive knowledge of the music. Mm-hmm. Because I forget the names of the songs all the time.
Guys, I've got to get you this montage. Duh comes with an incredible
We
performance.
need
feel
the
like
Duh montage for
I feel like
sure.
I've heard Duh, but I've never seen Duh. The one version of Duh I've seen was the one we watched recently.
In fact, if you finish out this clip, you'll find that the answers were here.
For what it's worth.
Out of there.
I didn't know yanking on a rubber band would break it.
Where's your bunk, Marcie?
Oh, this is the RV. And God, did I even stay on the RV?
You see that the coat hook? They'd hang her on it like a bully in a cartoon.
Yeah, seriously. You know what? I may have only stayed in hotels on the RV. I honestly, truly don't remember. Because the bus, I know exactly where my bunk was, but the RV came first.
What's great is because, you're only staying in hotels, and then Margot's like, can I please take a shower? And you're like, no. I got to be neutral.
Unless,
of course I would let her take a shower.
Means you're smelly and gross.
Yeah, Captain Picard
I also
over here.
wanted to take a shower. Are you kidding me?
It'd be great because you would be like, a nature documentary, like I wouldn't be able to step in and save the gazelle.
Oh, this really gives me your deep insight into documentary knowledge. He's like at home being like, BBC documentaries. Let me just Google penguins. Okay, I got it. I'm going to interview Marcie.
He was swooping down on the mice. I can't say mice. Look out.
This guy's got a subscription to BBC documentaries. Am I right?
Get his ass.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
You know that's duh.
Yeah, I do know that's duh.
All right.
These are emblazoned in my mind from filming them so much, but I somehow expected they would be.
It's the classic rock riff, and then a bunch of dog barks.
Now, we actually, Marcie does not know this, but I was also given an extra deleted scene.
Wait, Marcie doesn't know?
No, from Adam Franklin, the editor.
Okay.
He's like, Marcie would not approve of me sharing this scene with you. So don't tell her until we're on the show.
I hope that's true.
She'll be forced to see it. He did mention that this one's very rough, though. So, like, some of the continuity might be weirdly off because he had to, like, quickly cobble it together.
I'm so excited. What is it?
You'll see. I'm about to pull it up.
Oh, my God.
It's a secret deleted scene that was given to me in confidence.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Given to me. All right, so it's just going to be... Never mind.
Oh, no.
There he is! Get him! Watch this!
I forgot you were
You're such a goober.
I realized it right at the end. Who was the fourth guy in the truck?
Yeah, I think it was a
It looked
combination
like a
of. I
second
think
guy.
it was
Wait,
all of us put together.
Oh, I forgot about him.
It looked like there were just two Jeffs.
Steve was there. I didn't notice the fourth guy. I forgot that Marcie was there to film us do that. You left that out.
Well, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Adam. I can't believe that Marcie wouldn't put us in the goddamn movie.
I really bought that. I really thought Adam sent you something.
I bought
was
it until the very end.
I thought it was a heartfelt moment from Adam to me. It's fine. It's fine. That's cool.
Pause.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all of us.
I think it's all of us.
Who's that guy?
I think it's all of us
on?
put together.
Well, Mike has the Jim and the Mike, and he's folding around his hand. And then Steve was there.
I always look like a drug addict scumbag. I am wearing my wrestling shirt, though. That's cool.
I look exactly like me. I like that he turns into Freddy Krueger right there.
Such a goober.
Let's check in on Phil. Phil Shapiro.
Oh boy, here we go.
Who we know as the biggest rat, according to Corey Feldman.
He
That
keeps
tweet was something
Twitter.
else.
He keeps trying to blame all of his problems with this documentary on Phil. He's really trying to villainize this man.
Now, Marcie, ever the filmmaker, ever the film artist,
filmer.
Right.
With
her iPhone. Watch out.
I'm
It's
actually
getting crazy.
Right. This here is essentially Corey Feldman versus the World 1.5. This is like the half sequel.
Yeah.
Because when I was telling Marcie that, because these people, they don't even read Corey's Twitter every week like we do. So they weren't even aware that he's calling Phil a rat. So she decided to go to Phil to get his reaction. Like I said, ever the filmmaker.
Holy shit, this is dope.
And also, I mean, actually, I don't even want to spoil it because you set it up pretty well. Because Phil's in bed for a particular reason, which just makes him nothing but a sympathetic character.
Hi, Felipe.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you feeling?
Not good. Yeah, I'm recovering from brain surgery. I had a tumor in my brain, inside my ear. In
This
my
fucking
brain
rat.
So I lost the hearing in the ear as well. I feel nauseous a lot, and I'm very dizzy.
Actually, and you know what? Real quick, I didn't mean to cut Phil off. I do feel bad for him
Yeah,
here.
no, you can truncate
But
this.
what I would say is, no, I edited this. So this is like another Marcie Hume film, but edited by Jim Scampoli.
So it's a Jim cut.
Please
Yes.
get in there.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote, Phil, how do you drive 2 monster trucks at the same time? Sorry. Had to.
Has Corey sent you any well wishes from your surgery?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't spoken to him or anything since we showed him the film.
Did you think that you were going to stay friends after the movie?
Yeah, I absolutely did.
Are you sad?
Oh yeah, I'm sad and disappointed too. We were, very close friends, and I've done a lot for him to help him, and it'd be nice if he, checked in on me and talked to me about my brain surgery. That would be great.
What's great is that Marcie and Phil both graduated from the same Corey Feldman blindness school where like they don't see the person.
I wish everything that he did and said was different, but
I wish that he
It's
would.
like, no, because it's like, did you think you'd still be friends? It's like, yeah, of course. It's like, why? Why'd you think that?
Two valedictorians from the Corey Blindness Academy?
Yeah, the guy that historically has never had a friend.
I mean, it is wild that, he doesn't even check in on the guy after having brain surgery.
So I wanted to show you a clip or two from Jim and them, who are these guys that do a podcast that is basically all about Corey. I don't know have you been keeping up with Corey's Twitter?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you like the
as much
Corey's
as I can.
Twitter jingle?
I've been mostly dealing with the brain surgery.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is amazing!
Yeah,
Holy
right.
shit!
He's watching your boys.
By the grace of God, if we ever have her on this show, one of the questions we ask her, we're like, come on, did you actually sleep with your camera because you thought Corey would just steal it, DL it?
That's interesting.
I'm going to ask her, when you said you slept with your camera, does that mean you had sex with your camera?
You forgot
that?
Wait, Jim, can you pause it?
She's gonna
God,
just
I
such
swore.
dudes.
Marcie,
looking pretty good in this clip.
I just now remembered I have a really important question. Did you have sex with your camera? Is that what you meant?
Is that what you meant?
Forgot about that.
Well, did you think that maybe he would hawk your camera?
I don't think that I felt that way.
All
When
right.
you said that, I was like, oh, fascinating. I think in my mind, I slept with my camera so that I was ready at the time, but maybe I also, the bus was mayhem. I mean, there was stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want anything to disappear. So I
A lot of
certainly
open drinks
also-
that no one wanted to drink again.
I certainly was also protective, so I wouldn't put it past myself.
They're such fucking dudes. He told Phil, his music manager, that he did not want to be involved in the movie, but I invested so much time and money and effort, and I knew it could be a great movie, so I had to finish it. So Phil, again, that's Phil Shapiro. Yeah. We saw that Corey mentioned on his Twitter that Phil's a rat. Yeah. There's rumors that he blames Phil and thinks Phil, or says Phil forged his name on the release.
Had you seen that tweet?
No.
Untrue.
What do you think about that tweet?
Well, it's rude. I mean, I'm not. What does a rat mean? I mean, usually when you call somebody a rat, they're telling about, they're like blaming you for something. And
Jesus, this poor guy doesn't even know Corey hates him.
Yeah, no, and he's meanwhile he's trying to recover from brain surgery, and Marcie's like, watch Jim and them.
Yeah, did they take the whole thing out? Why doesn't he get it?
Yeah,
sorry.
No, I think you're doing him a favor. Laughter is the best medicine, Marcie.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Translate into a rat, but
So your feelings aren't hurt seeing that tweet?
oh,
You don't-
calling me a rat?
Yeah.
Sticks and stones, I mean, I'm a grown-up. He can call me names if he wants to, I suppose.
Do you think you'll become friends again?
That I don't know. I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for him, but I'm open to talking to him. If he wants to talk to me, he knows where to find me. When he needs me, he knows how to find me.
Oh, get his ass.
Filth. Phil,
get
Phil,
his
Phil, Phil,
ass.
Phil. I'm gonna start shadow boxing while Phil fucking says that quote.
No way she ever thought that. I refuse to believe
This guy.
that at any point in time she thought he would like this movie.
What do you think about that? There's no way that I could have thought that he
You asked.
Keep in mind, I am on the board of magicians.
I'm surprised that he didn't like most of it because most of it was very Corey positive.
Yep.
I just think that
We're on the same
Darcy
page.
ending was
Beautiful.
hard for him.
Blamed me.
Well, first he said the Darcy part was hard for him. I thought he didn't make it to the end.
You just made that up. That's one of the things that you just made up.
You guys said in the Q&A that he like walked out of the movie.
He left before the end of the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
But you made up that he walked out in the middle of the movie.
Well, all right, but he didn't watch the end.
Yeah, Darcy's at the end.
Yeah,
Who's
but
Darcy?
he made it most of the way through the movie.
Did he? So he saw the Darcy stuff. So he
Wow.
watched the end basically.
Yeah, he made it most of the
All
way through the
right,
movie.
I feel like I didn't make that up. I feel like you guys implied this though. I feel like this was heavily implied.
No.
So he did walk out, but he asked. It was a private screening 3 nights ago, and I mean,
that long ago? Yeah, it was not long ago.
Funny though because Phil says it was actually very complimentary to Corey, and then like Marcie kind of says that as well. But it's so funny because everyone that watches it doesn't think that. But these are the people that were with him in real life, so they know he's like even worse in real life. So they're like, no, this is good. What are you talking about?
This is maybe the best footage that's ever been
called me
taken
a
of him.
dirty rat while I was on my dying bed.
Yeah, just try hanging out with him. It's way worse than the film.
I'm sorry, Phil.
It's okay.
As you're recovering from literal brain surgery. But I'm glad you saw it. What do you think about Jim and them?
They seem like real funny guys.
Yeah! Phil.
They'll love that, I think.
Yeah.
I think they need a little positive encouragement is what I've gleaned from them so far.
Yeah.
Dare I say.
Yeah, Jesus, Marcie.
Well, I'm trying to fucking help you, you stupid bitch.
I mean, it's not untrue.
I love positive reinforcement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who
Did you hear?
doesn't?
But no, that was
Phil
very nice of you to go and get the point of view of Phil for us.
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you.
well, Phil's been recovering for about a month now, and so I've seen him a bunch of times, and so he's doing great. But yeah, he was very happy to check it out, and I think he was very happy to be involved in today. So thanks for playing that. Get
Well,
him
did you want to
distressed.
take your oath now? Since we won the...
I love you're like, well, we have nothing else to do.
No, we got
so
more,
I guess
but I wasn't sure. I mean, again, you don't have to do it. Again.
No. I feel. I mean, I made a deal with you, obviously, that if you could.
'Cause like I
guess
said,
the
this is a privilege.
Song, and obviously oaths don't actually mean anything.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Well,
happy
they
to
are
do your
magical
stupid
spells.
I mean,
stuff.
yeah, if you live in a bankrupt world, but if you have integrity, the oaths mean everything when you really think about it.
Great. Well, that makes.
Yeah,
me
tell
feel
that
better.
to the king, Marcie.
Yeah.
That an oath
And I'm
doesn't matter.
the thing that makes me feel best is how Mike said that this is cheesy and embarrassing, and I agree. So let's do it. Get it over
Yeah,
with.
there you go.
What do I do?
You take
Hold it.
your chain. Are you gonna
dumb.
wear it? Are you gonna wear it?
Come on, where are we drawing the lines?
I mean, I can just tell Margot how much you hate all of it, even though
Yeah.
she loves it.
I'm doing this mostly for Margot.
Are you gonna
I'm
wear
touching
it?
No, I'm not wearing it. Come on,
But no, I'm talking about in your day to day, like in your real life.
guys, come on.
She
Just
must-
Will
get
you
outta
wear
here.
it? Will you
Also
wear it to
hate
the
you.
Magic Castle?
Is this inspiring you to think about this kind of thing? Like, what's happening?
It's just fun. It's just fun.
All right.
Well, here's the thing.
Goofy.
Let me be real for a second. What's great about it, and this is speaking to the community as well, because this shit don't come off. Now, Mike's a part-timer. Mike takes his off.
Yeah, I wear it for the 4 hours we're doing this show.
Jeff's
I would
like in
never-
between. Jeff still rocks it most of the time, but sometimes you'll catch him without it.
It does have a certain weight to it.
But this is what it's all about, is why I wear it all the time, why I'm a day one YN, is because there's people out there.
Don't ask. Yeah.
There's people out there that enjoy this show. There's people out there that enjoy this community. And I don't take that lightly. So those other select people out there that are also rocking the 22, they know going out throughout their day, maybe something brings them down, maybe something brings them up, Maybe they're having a bad moment. Maybe they're having a great moment, but they might look down and realize they're rocking the 22 and they know that I'm out there somewhere also rocking the 22.
Jim, that's
what it's
genuinely
about.
lovely.
That's what I'm saying. It's community.
Truly lovely.
This is our connection to the community.
And that means you're a part of it.
Well, that is very moving, and I think any sense of community like that that's meaningful and makes us keep want to go through life is wonderful. I almost wore, by the way, if I may interrupt us.
Okay.
I almost wore my beautiful bird necklace to represent the bird on the wall.
You can't just be a bird on a wall or a fly on a wall.
Next time, bird necklace. Okay.
All right. So you raise your right hand.
Yeah, this is real. You're welcome.
You ready?
Dumb. Just go fast.
I solemnly swear to uphold the values of being honest and true.
I solemnly swear to uphold the values of being honest and true.
Even when it comes to the boof.
Even when it comes to the boof.
Or the juke.
Or the juke. What is going on?
Of the nards.
Of the nards.
Or my dick.
Or my dick.
And I will from this day henceforward.
I will from this day henceforward.
Represent the truth movement.
Represent the truth movement.
With Wormwood and Liberty.
With Wormwood and Liberty.
You're whispering. You need
and justice for all.
And justice for all.
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father.
The Son and the Holy Spirit.
The Son and the Holy Spirit. It was just
22.
weird Catholicism.
Kiss him.
Kiss him if you got him, Marcie.
That means we're all connected.
That's beautiful.
We're all
That's a lovely,
connected.
whatever you have to do to get there, I guess.
You know what? Sometimes there's going to be a time you're going to be like laying in like your room watching TV. It's almost time to go to bed, and you're going to look at your necklace. You're like, wow, wonder if Mike, Jim, or Jeff are looking at their necklace right now too.
Yep.
Or if they're just being people in the world, and that's
Jim.
enough.
The answer is yes to Jim for sure. He is definitely looking at it.
I'm going to be wearing it. If you're wondering if I'm out there wearing it, I am. Because do you want to talk about your stalker?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right. Well, I feel like you coined a phrase today that is extraordinary, and I want you to take credit for it. I mean,
It's
I
not
love
even
this.
that impressive.
Well, it's not. It's ridiculous that nobody has come up with it.
Well, because you were talking about whatever the opposite of the wolf pack is. Like, we're the wolf pack, but Feldman has his own. It's the Feld pack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plain and simple. The writing's on the wall. It's the Feld pack.
Indeed.
Because we know about Heather Dawn May, or HDM as we call her, but apparently there's other birdies out there that are his like pit bulls, his attack dogs, if you will, and they go after the dark media, or us, the haters, I guess.
Indeed, the dark media. So I just decided I just really don't want to say the name of this person because here's the thing. I feel like when you're in a situation where you are behaving like this, something is really not right. And I don't know what is going on psychologically or behaviorally. And I just would like to be safe about it. And that's how
just
I
in
feel
case
about
they're
it.
real life crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't. It's just not. It's not great. It's not great. And
But
and
you-
people can roast me for that, and I really don't mind.
Sure. Well, it's fine. We don't need to name names or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but you can confirm that this is someone from Corey's
Yes. So
camp.
this is
This isn't just
PR
speculation.
No. This
Yeah.
is someone who claims to be a PR person and someone who does PR for Corey, and works as a PR person, which is also treacherous. I mean, to me, I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, this person wrote to Dr. Drew's show to try and get that interview of mine taken down. Apparently, you've told me people don't like. That's fine.
I didn't say that. That's
Well,
what I
okay.
said.
But so this person just under a couple different fake accounts just blasted my Facebook over a couple days, and I actually wasn't going to block them because I was like, all right, I'll just let this go and let it be a thing. But man, it started out with heckling the film. It just started being about how the film was really bad and all of these terrible things. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Do you want me to pull up all? I don't have anything on the screen yet. Do you want me to pull
I
up all
see.
these or just particular ones? It's up to you.
No, I think we should just show a smattering.
All
I
right.
mean, you could start with that one if you want. So this was the main fake account that it started with.
We'll call them
And,
Matt. Just moving forward, it's easier that
Oh
way.
yeah, that's a good idea. So we can call this person.
So this
Matt.
person, Matt Kennedy, who is assuming this is a fake account, or we pretty much know it's a fake account.
No, we know it's a fake. Yeah, we know. Because I have thankfully have wonderful contacts in cybersecurity who did a deep dive for me, which is great and very helpful. Yeah, so they just decided to really, really go for it.
Yes.
As we say.
Whoa, with the number 4.
And hello. So yeah, this over I think a day or two started happening on my Facebook and I think a couple of other places. And even though I sort of knew that it wasn't real, it was, it's just really disconcerting when this happens. So it started here, and I don't know, you can just throw up some of the different ones, Jim.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I think it's really just bizarre.
You were just sharing that your documentary is number 1 on Apple Documentaries. Matt Kennedy had to be like, I don't think so. This piece of shit filmed so bad, an exploitation of a victim. Marcie Hume's a wannabe filmmaker, but this is not it. Phil Shapiro is a sexual predator. He molested my girlfriend.
That's a bold claim. just throwing it out there.
TMZ, someone needs to report Corey's former manager is a sexual predator. Also, there are like 4 talks on Apple TV, so being number 4 is nothing to brag about, especially since you paid to be on the platform. So, I like it's a nice, it's like a catty sandwich. Like hit him with some catty things, and in the middle just drop a grape accusation.
It's like a gumbo. There's like a lot of different flavors in there, but they're all coming together.
Ooh, I got some real spice in that bite. Is the grape part?
Oh, it's sweet. Are there plums in this?
Then we got this dude Corey Feldman's film is so bad I could barely watch without falling asleep. You know what's crazy?
Hey, you know what's crazy?
I was falling asleep to this movie, and what reminds me is crazy. The producer was sexually harassing the angels. So it went from graping their girlfriend to now sexually harassing the angels.
Well, that's because he's tagging him now in some form. And so it's like, well, maybe I watch what I say slightly since I'm going to tag them.
But when he paid them to be in his movie, money and fame won it. Those bitches got... And now it's like they're victims, but now they're bitches with zero morals.
Yeah.
Marcie Hume, this movie has no story, no point. It's a hit piece. It took 9 years to make such trash. You should probably not quit your day job. At A&E, by the way. Apple TV is hosting an unauthorized documentary that exploits 2 victims made without their knowledge or consent, produced by a sexual predator.
Wait, who's the second victim? Am I misunderstanding?
Corey's the main one.
And then Haim is the other one, she's saying?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I believe
right.
so.
Okay.
Someone commenting, I'm in. Although they're saying hard. That's
what does that
gross.
mean? Is that like some sort of slang that we don't understand?
Yeah, I think he's just saying, I'm really
Temkin, no slang that I don't?
I think Steve Temkin's a sexual predator.
Oh, God. So,
maybe he's got the hashtag got hard.
Hey, Jim.
Matt Kennedy.
Get a load of this. Steve Kempton killed my girlfriend. She's dead now.
Yeah,
Steve did it.
So Matt Kennedy, it's terrible, and you're possessive.
Yeah,
terrible.
nice.
Yeah. So even Steve for just being supportive.
So they're just replying to people that like
just anyone. Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations, Marcie. It's a bad piece of trash. Just going over.
No. Yeah. Read this part.
Well, I don't think I will. Why don't you?
No, because I remembered now that Marcie's trying not to curse. Read this one.
Marcie Hume is a CUNT. She exploited a victim without his knowledge or consent and is calling it art. Her executive producer posed as Corey's manager and is a sexual predator.
And then just someone else. Congrats. What? What? Marcie Hume is a cunt. She exploited a victim without his knowledge or consent and is calling it art. Her executive producer. Yeah, I think it's this message to everyone now. Just a lot of congrats.
Yeah, please. My favorite personally is
this.
You see the absolute blasting.
I'd like to believe that they didn't copy and paste though. They typed it out every single time.
Well, I like that one
letter. Yeah,
one of them did have an accomplishment because someone clearly was like, "This is a great accomplishment."
That's tailored content right there. That was for them.
What?
And then even more. What? Marcie Hume, and then even more.
Jesus.
So, but this.
It's really intense.
But also, it's another example. We've found many of these too, where he would rant about how he's the victim of these things constantly.
Yeah.
But he's always the one that's perpetrating these things on other people.
Oh, yeah. No, he says that we are harassing him constantly. And again, I stand by the fact that we make fun of him regularly, weekly. We've damn near turned our identity into making fun of this man. That is not harassing someone. That's the greatest irony, is he accuses people constantly of doing something that he himself is arguably far more guilty of than we are.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that line, well, sometimes it's a very, very clear line. It's like, you know, to goof around and make fun and poke fun is one thing. And I do think that that's, I mean, you know, we were talking about this, like getting YouTube comments and any kind of comments of people just goofing on you, you just have to man up and take, you know, that's just what it is. And
that
it's
reminds
very
me.
different from
Or
harassment.
ignore them. You got to find a way to manage it somehow.
But do you want to respond to your haters?
I just don't, I don't know. I worry about being too.
You don't have to.
No, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, we do have, at the very least, one of the questions we ask everyone, and I'm actually, I fucked up. I didn't ask Margot this, is we do typically at least have a moment where we want you to just look at the camera and give a message to all your haters.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'd rather discuss it a little bit. Can we do that?
If you want. Yeah, whatever you
know
want to do.
me, I'm a discussion kind of girl.
Look at the camera and have a discussion with your haters,
guys.
Marcie.
I mean, I could. I think it's so clear to me. Well, I'd be interested in this, and I wish I could read this live chat thing while we were talking.
No, you don't.
I wish I had that skill. Because I think it's so clear to me, that dynamic, like when you write something crappy to somebody, it just always comes out of something that feels bad in you, right?
Well, we should say, I mean, because you were in the live a little bit last week.
I went into the live last week and it was amazing. I mean, it was brutal. It was beautiful. It was a real experience. I am the kind of person that tends not to read comments for a lot of reasons. I think I actually had a conversation with Bobby Kelly of The Bonfire before I went into that thing. And we were talking about YouTube comments that day, and he said something to me that has kind of stuck with me. He was just like, if you're putting something out into the world, that's not for you. Like, that's not for you to, like, YouTube comments are not the interface to take as like a form of serious criticism to grapple with. And if you want to go in and see things people are saying, but obviously a lot of times it's a very mixed bag. But, you know, I really wanted to watch you guys last week, and it was great. It was super fun. And I've obviously taken everything you've said with a total grain of salt. And I know, I mean, obviously I'm aware that you felt a little left out of the process, and that makes me feel bad. And so, you know, it's all hopefully all good now. Here we are. So anyway, I take it all with a grain of salt, but I just find it's just a fascinating process to say something mean to a stranger. It just is. Like, there's no way around it.
I mean, because we should say...
You want to do it, don't you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just going to say we should say... Because last week we were watching Marcie on Fantano, and there are a lot of, you know, comments about your hair, whether you blow dried or air dried. And I get it. They're not even that bad. Right. But the comments are catty enough where you're like, hey, what the fuck?
Where's this coming from?
The hair was only the hair queen.
Was there more? Was there more?
Was there more about that? Oh, no, I could talk about it forever because I find it an incredibly fascinating social dynamic. But no, there's not more to say about it.
And at the same time, you know, we're kind of at fault a little bit because, yes, we are doing a show where we're picking apart someone every week. With the anti-Corey pod.
It's the anti-Corey pod? Every episode?
Are we picking them apart, Jim, or
So
is it a deep dive?
Well, it's same thing, same idea. I'm just saying, you know, we can't expect that not to be the point of view, whether it comes to us or other people on the show or people, you know, anyone else that comes up. Like, that's the environment that we make.
Sure.
But that's not your fault that people say rude things. I mean, that's just what it is. And I think
I agree with that.
I think when you put things in the world, you have to be ready for things to come back. And some of them are going to be inane and silly, and some of them might be pointed and interesting, and you take them on board. But I mean, that's the case with any notes. Even when you do a freaking film screening, you only take 5 or 10% of the notes anyway. If you were going to read YouTube comments and take any of the things seriously.
Going back to the Bonfire, I mean, the first time the Bonfire mentioned us, they were talking about the pre-call because we were saying they did a softball interview. and they brought up the pre-call. Now, I mean, am I telling tales out of school where you were kind of like, oh, that's kind of shitty that they brought that up?
I mean, it's just a phone call. I just think it was just weird to hear because I think in a journalistic environment, it's just the norm. You do, like, sometimes you just have a phone call before and you're like, I don't know. And to me, I just wanted to talk with them. I just wanted to be like, hey, I mean, I don't know them at all. And I just wanted to be like, hey, I mean, I haven't listened to their show. I didn't know anything about them. And I, knowing that they're goofy guys and that they're, going to be doing comedy stuff, I just wanted to like level set of what the expectations were, which is a really normal thing to do. So, I mean, it was just weird, I guess, to hear them talk about it. It was a little bit like kind of, I think you have your own ideas of what is private, and other people sometimes don't have the same idea of what that is. And normally in that environment, that kind of chat,
But did you feel that them bringing that up was like, the implication was that you were telling them, we can talk about this, we can't talk about this, this is off limits? Even, I mean, they kind of said it was just basic.
Oh yeah,
but
normally that is not something people then bring up later. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, hearing that publicly is a bizarre thing, which has happened to me before too, when you're talking to a journalist and they're like, hey, we heard you talked with this person. It happened to me with the Daily Mail. They were like, so how was your phone call with Judy Haim? And I was like, what? I mean, it's just
a weird thing to say.
it just catches you off guard, So I don't know. I've thought about it since, and I guess I don't know. Everybody, it's just like we said before. It's like everybody has their own sense of things and what is private and what is appropriate to bring up in a public sphere. But it did give me a sense of like, oh, I really liked those guys. I really felt very instantly friendly with them. And I was like, oh, it was just a weird thing to hear, But also hearing people talk about you is also just a weird thing for
You should
anybody.
listen to our show. We do that all the time.
We
Fair
can
enough.
do the no, you're ready to wrap up. Okay.
Well, no, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say we can do our,
No, wait, what we can do what?
I was going to say, if you want.
Oh, you wanted to pull up respond to the comments?
No. Yes.
All right.
Should we?
Yes.
Thought,
do you want to?
I thought you changed your mind.
Yes.
Well, I did. I just think, do you think they're good sports?
No, they've been terrible sports this whole time.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are going to be.
Yeah, so you should do
They're
that.
not going to like it?
They're not going to make it.
It's going to be funny, but they're going to be bad sports.
Oh, no. Then if they're not good
Actually,
sports, then let's not do it.
this will win your whole. This will win your whole interview.
They're not. No one's going to make it this deep.
And let us really look at the comment, Jim,
right.
before the reveal. These are so good. I'm going to do an intro to this process. I feel like this is a well-worn process, which is that if you're going to talk crap online, you got to be ready to take it back. And you got to be ready to kind of reveal yourself a little
Or
bit.
you need to be super handsome
Or
and
you need to be
untouchable.
very, very good looking.
Clavicular style.
And we know what we went through in the last chat with I mean, I was just at work thinking that I looked like a fine lady. Just had put on makeup, had brushed my hair at least, but apparently it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, you look crazy.
Apparently I looked just atrocious to this group.
To Trevor Benjamin.
All right, so Trevor Benjamin in the chat last
Trevor
week.
Benjamin 6354 says.
Now we see why she stays behind the camera.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Voice for radio.
Exactly. Voice for radio, he
face.
should have said. Face, voice, all of it for radio. What could this man possibly look like?
I'm sure he...
shoot.
That's got to be a meme, though.
No, that hurts.
No, I think that's him.
Yeah, that's got to be him.
We don't need to say anything. We just need to let that land. We just need to let that sit there.
What I will say, and I'm because we're the Ferris podcast, he's the ugliest fucking person I've ever seen.
Oh my God. No. Listen, Mike, you don't have to use words. You just have to let that.
I'm just trying to be fair, Marcie.
2 subscribers. Okay. Here we go.
Get him. This is classic. This is classic because this is what you do when you're just in like a chat or a message board. You do the same thing.
I love this.
Trevor doesn't need any other words. We're just going to move on.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to do this quickly.
Do you want to do more?
No, dude. Let's
You don't
do
want to?
all of
No,
them.
I want to. I'm
No,
just
dude.
making sure.
This
There's
it's Hollywood
Do you think so?
windbag
I mean-
hour.
No, I think
and
it's
we're
good.
fucking.
I think it's
Okay.
good.
Marcie Hume, the clapback queen. Sharp, so clean, never even mean.
Clapback queen. Here we go. What else we got?
All right.
Uh-oh,
What's this?
perfect harmony.
Oh, this is good.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
So, now listen, she really
Oh,
went
she
for it.
got it.
She went hard.
You had to find the
There
rubber
are
band
a
that
few
Corey
perfect
broke.
harmony 007 comments, but we can just do this one, right?
I think we got both.
We do.
Can't get away from her.
Someone really needs to give Marcie some shampoo.
That's the girl that gave us these Valentine's.
She had a
flowers.
lot of hair comments. They were extensive hair commentary. She also says,
Yeah, she also
Oh,
says...
do you have another comment
No, I
from
do have
her?
it. I
Great.
think she's... This was tough.
I think she's
The-
as stupid as Corey. Oof.
The
That's
hair one...
hurtful.
The hair one is kind of a light jab, and then just following
Right,
up with
then
like,
just
I think
straight
she's
in.
as stupid
Now
as
wait, I
Corey.
want you to. I mean, you have a little preview, but I just want you to imagine her hair must be enviable. Her hair must be something we all want.
Uh-oh.
To take
no.
on board.
Oh, no.
It must
no.
be. It must be
It's
something
gotta
we
be
all
perfection.
crave.
Yeah.
You
We
can't
all
say
want-
something like,
oh, shoot. Dang it.
I
Well,
don't know what to think, dude.
I don't know.
I
We've
don't
got a
know
real
what to
John
think.
and Kate +8 vibe going on.
You should let your
I know.
Hey, Marcie Hume, the clapback queen. Sharp, so clean, never even mean. Haters type fast, but she types faster. Turns that shade into pure disaster. Click.
What about that smirk? She's
I
dry
mean-
Great
shampoo.
joke.
Am I right?
Marcie, great joke.
Well, Harmony's very liked in the chat. I mean, we do
Oh,
like
yeah,
Harmony.
Harmony's great.
Harmony's a great member of the
Harmony-
community.
wow.
Harmony's
So
great.
people
man.
are getting upset.
Uh-oh.
Now we got Joker.
Britney?
Joker Locuson. I mean, Joker might still be in the chat. Joker usually hangs out
Yeah.
late
He'll
night.
be able to take it.
He
He's
said,
a tough guy.
Marcie, like Courtney, is a handsome woman.
Earlier,
Hurtful.
And
yeah,
so then
trying
you
to take
wanted
me
to
down.
May not mean
Oh,
nothing.
bring up
boy.
Joker.
Well,
I also think he's a handsome woman.
yeah, he's also handsome.
Get him.
So we are even, and that's fine.
Well, no,
Anyway,
aren't you
that
going to
was
lay
fun.
out some clapbacks now about Joker?
She's letting the.
I don't think I have to. I'm
Like her
letting it speak for
documentary,
itself.
the pictures are speaking for her.
That's
okay.
right.
You're just blasting
Anyway, thanks
them.
for playing along.
Yeah.
I can take it. I'm tough.
Marcie Hume, the clapback queen. Sharp, so clean, never even mean. Haters type fast, but she types faster. Turns that shade into pure disaster. She shuts it down with a little class.
Oh, I like
Where
that
is
one
this
a lot.
even coming from? Your soul? I'm
there
gonna
you
get
go.
a new haircut. I'm gonna get a flip,
Yeah.
and it's all gonna be fine.
For people in
and
the
some
chat,
dry shampoo.
It was all in good fun.
Yeah, for people
Of
in the
course
chat,
it's
it's
all in good
fun
fun.
because no one thinks anyone's watching what you're saying.
Yes,
But guess what?
yes.
People are watching what you're
well,
saying.
also, I mean, you only could read a chat if people are being mean about you, and you